Hello there, everybody, and happy Friday and an HCS watch party Friday at that. Got my workout done today, sat back, decided to watch some HCS, finally got some time. Of course, optics on, and I'm like, dude, why don't I just fly to the computer and watch party this? Because I always complain that I am missing the optic matches on my short watch parties. So I'm like, you know what? F it. We're flying to the PC. We're going live, and we are here, and we are ready to go. So we're going to lock in, and I'm actually excited to sit back and just watch some Halo. It's not a very busy Friday afternoon for me, which is cool. So I actually get to sit down and watch, but obviously Optic is absolutely just running through Gen G. Let's be real here, but regardless, we get to catch some. Hopefully map 3 is a little bit more exciting because the Slayer, oh baby, we're close to a stake here. Zach, what's good, bro? Vibe Lord, welcome in. No Onyx tonight, yes, brother, but we're gonna enjoy some top-level gameplay. And like I said, I'm just really happy to be able to watch the Optic boys. The only drawback on today is my throat is bothering me a little bit. I don't think I'm getting sick, but I think it's allergies because I was outside all day, and it's just bugging me. But Tone A chatting from Dallas. Are you there right now, brother? Are you there right now? If so, I'm very jealous, and you are very lucky. I was super pumped to hear that Bandos was going. I think that's sick. And, of course, I got to deal with these Twitch ads. Stock up on salty protein snacks. Oh, you guys can't see that. Yeah, I moved my camera down before the stream started today so that you guys can actually see the scoreboard. I mean, not currently, but when it's actually, the gameplay's actually on, you can see it. Ice Wolf, what's going on? Thank goodness it is a Friday, for real. It was a brutal week, and now I have 5 days off. I'm pumped. I actually have to go into work to do one little thing on Monday, on Memorial Day, but honestly, it won't be that bad. So I'm pretty pumped. Finally getting some time off. I'm really happy. Leaving the convention right now, getting ready for the Stars game tonight. Oh, dude, that's dope as hell, actually. I mean, I hate to say that that's doper than the HCS, but, like, that's kind of dope, bro. I have not been following the playoffs, but, or the cup, if you will, since obviously my team's not in it, so I haven't seen how people are doing, but I'm glad to hear your stars are still in. Unless you're there for whoever they're playing. Honestly, I'm not even sure who they're playing.
Multiple times in that game where you had the body hanging from the ceiling glitch at both top elevator.
And the only thing with the watch parties here is I have to remember to mute the ads, because the ads are what get us bagged for the copyright issues. So, starting a new job on June 2nd. I'm very excited. Last day at my job today, and I'm excited to leave there. Let's go. I'm very happy to hear that you're happy to be leaving your job, and hopefully you're optimistic. Well, you're excited, so you must be optimistic as well, to be starting a new one. But I hope it goes well, Ice. I really do. Transition and change is always quite scary, especially for your boy here. So hopefully it's a smooth transition for you. I can't believe the CDL doesn't still play on Astros, honestly. I wonder how that contract went through. Or fell through, I guess. Meanwhile, the HCS playing on Astros with HCS, like the ear caps. I think that's dope. That's how it should be done, baby. Dude, I want an Optic jersey bad. I actually ordered some of the BTH Rich and Lonely drop. I got a shirt and a hat, and I am so damn excited. I kind of wanted a hoodie, but I opted to not, and I think I'm going to regret it. I hope the shirt fits good. I think the LVT stage is letting some regular people cast for a bit. If they are, I may give a little shout out. Oh my god, Tone A, that would be the most legendary thing ever. But honestly, do not, anybody that's there, do not be a nuisance. Please, 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 please. You gotta be subtle. You gotta be slick about it. little nervous because I've been at this job for 4 years. Yeah, that always makes it scarier, honestly. But like you said, you're excited. Excited is very good. You just got to accept the change head on, and these Twitch ads are going to drive me absolutely insane. I'm really happy Optic's looking good early, because I hate when they get a cold start. Yeah, definitely I'll try tomorrow since I have the LVT shirt. Ooh, let's go, baby. Here we go, Renegade heating up. That'd be so dope if I was there. I'd be like, let me on right now. Even if they didn't know who I was, I'd be real slick. My new job is in the mall. It's like an anime/pop culture place. Definitely more up my alley since I'm just a big nerd. Oh my god, I love those places so much though. I really do. I don't know if I'd want to work there, but I just definitely love the vibes in those stores. But yeah, it definitely sounds like something you'll enjoy. It sounds definitely up your alley for sure. Dude, I swear. So you guys probably can't hear it. Oh my god, dude, the killing spree already. This is... I'm just going to say it. This is over before it starts. I usually jinx Optic CDL, but this is just... It should be a plant right here. There's still 3 dead. Oh, what? Could he have not just held it there and gotten it? Legend might be able to touch that and get it. Oh, no. Dude, this low-key looks like when we play this. Honestly. Did you see NV versus SSG? So I did not. This is the first match I've sat down to watch because I was at work all day, and then I got my workout done, and then, like I said, I finally sat down to watch map 1 of this, and I'm like, dude, I got to get on and just watch party this, so here I am. Mustang, hello, welcome in. Jomar, what's going on, baby? Good to see you, my man. We're chilling, baby. Just enjoying. Man, I need to acknowledge, like, first off, I was in a great mood all day today at work, which is rare on a Friday. Get home, get the workout done. A little bit tired, but now we get to just chill here and just enjoy some Halo and relax. I always have to acknowledge the vibes, man. It's definitely great. You're at Dreamhack tomorrow? Bro, I'm so jealous. I wish I could go. It's just so far away and so much time off and so much money for your boy. We need Halo to accept me fully and just fly me out. Let's watch the craziest hardpoint I have seen live ever. Who's playing? It was Ravens and who else was it? Surge? No way Ravens put up a fight against Surge on hardpoint though, honestly. Optic looking good. They're looking great. We'll send pictures if you like. Oh, Mustang, please pop them in the Discord. I'm sure everybody would like to see him if you're there. Look for Bandos. Brent, what's good, bro? So there is... I would watch CDL, but HCS and... I assume I meant to say Halo are on opposite sides of the convention. It is just so dope that they are in the same place. It is so dope. People have been begging for events like this in a while, bro. It was Roker versus Breach? Oh, what? Because I just put on CDL and that's what was on. Did that series already end? It must have been the one before. Top 3 esports teams. Optic, SSG. Why did this just minimize this? What is going on? What is going on? Why can't I full screen this? Is it because of the ad? It's because of the ad. That's cringe. Any upsets? I haven't watched any of this. This is the first match I've been able to watch, Brent, and Optic is not getting upset, that's for sure. But yeah, so Optic, SSG, and I mean... I don't really know. So I'm very selective with my esports orgs. Obviously, I've been an Optic fan for literally ever. But just, so SSG is like a close second. Well, not that close, but I just love everything SSG's done. Not just with Halo, but like their branding, their merch, their sponsors, like just their creators. Like everything they've done is like really spot on, and I think they're going to be around for a really long time. You know what? I'm a big Moist Critical fan. I'll go for Moist Esports. Not that I follow them. I'd love to see them get into an esport that I watch avidly, which they're a partial owner of Shopify, actually. Well, Moist is. Charlie, that is. So maybe I'll go Shopify. Maybe I'll go Shopify, just because he's a partial owner. Him and, is it Ludwig? I get all the, I'll be honest, I don't know those YouTubers as well, so I get them all mixed up, but I think it's him. But yeah, they're partial owners with Shopify, if I'm not mistaken.
Did not pop, goes for a late pop on the overshield and pays the price. King Nick's gonna brain him and
Complex SSG lost to Envy? Really?
And what felt like it was gonna be a very
I'm a little bit partial towards Envy too, because obviously they merged with Optic and kind of got Optic out of their egregious contract. Or not even oh, it was probably a contract, but
Manages to slow down this push. Nice little beatdown coming in after the no scope from King Nick. They need to link more kills together. And look how difficult it is to find an Optic player without a couple of bullets being peppered in from one angle. Optic doing a
I will say though, I'm a fan of a lot of players on a lot of different teams though. I'm a big like fan of the esport type of guy, as opposed to just being like, ooh, I hate everybody that's not on my team, you know.
exchange the shield break with Common. And with the battle in the end.
just about to highlight it.
My throat's killing me. I think I might lose my voice tomorrow. Low key.
And they lead 1-0.
With a bomb arm. Playing some pretty good Halo.
Unreal. And like we said, that's a lot. If you're new to this game type, maybe you haven't seen the Halo Infinite yet, or you're swinging by.
Should I put this louder? I feel like, I mean, I want it louder for myself, so I'll put it a little bit louder. Rick Dog, what's going on, baby? We're chilling, man. Chilling, enjoying some Halo. It's all good Halo at the end of the day? No, exactly, bro. Big SSG fan here, so them, Optic, and Shopify. Yeah. See, that's pretty much me, but just because of,
Renegade gets an important kill inside of his base, though.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm a big,
Rest of Optic Gaming to get back onto the map.
like, I like all those rosters, too.
Bound to find another one as well.
The one-bit mixed bag of top players. I'm partial towards Complexity because of Sparty, too.
By Optic Gaming members, and now he finds himself last alive. And I mean, what do you do in this position if you're Ryan? He's just trying to survive, trying to create an opening, trying to get a pick from somewhere. But in the meantime, Optic are leaving you there. They're moving that bomb in towards the base.
The Renegade here going to be happy to trade.
This should go in. Yep. Formal gets that kill. There we go, 2-0. Is this Optic's first match in the tournament, or have they played already? I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure.
They now lead 2-0.
2-0. Let's Ryan move there. Decided, don't worry, we'll take the 4v3 on your side of the map. They run that bomb in. It's very, very comfortable for them.
Bro, they got Common going 9-19. Breaking shot 9-22. 10-22. Oh my god, dude. Legend's reaction when he did that, bro.
Some of it, yes. No.
Cuts to congratulations, you played yourself. He's off the map, but not to worry.
Oh my god, what are we doing?
All the work they have done, which is presented on the top right side of your screen, for all of us to witness, will give them the cushion to not worry about moments like that.
Dude, Legend's really been letting the other boys fry this series, honestly.
Let's see how these kills go. Going to be a finally the kills traded out, but 2 dead for Optic Gaming. This could still get dangerous.
Be dangerous, but looks like they're starting to collapse in here. Bound's going to move that out.
Dude, why does my phone keep going off? Oh my god, I did not want to open Instagram, bro.
Optic will be able to move that bomb back towards the
Apple software update. No thank you, bro.
Finds himself with a sniper rifle. He's probably thinking, I didn't realize this thing was on the map, because everybody else has been braining for Optic Gaming when they've had it.
He gets absolutely swarmed, though, from not just distance, but also close up. Common also finds himself.
Legend's the X factor on Optic, I think. Dude, I think this roster is just... is what they wanted. It's the God Squad, bro. They're all just so freaking disgusting individually, dude. Like, they can all do anything, if that makes sense.
Gets that sniper rifle back in his hands. 3 dead here for Gen G. Bomb down bottom middle, and Wouldn't be surprised here to see Optic start moving it, especially now that they've grabbed out an Ext overshield as well.
Yeah, this is
3 shots left and a full overshield. He's gonna
oh yeah.
back of the neck connects.
Oh baby. Hit another one, hit another one, hit another one, hit another one. Yes. Yes.
He gets cleaned up. It's a killing spree and 4 dead. The Gen G as bound.
GG. Well, they're gonna need a rack of kills here, but you get the point.
On this Optic gaming team.
He says my turn. By the way, I'm giving him a triple on the technicality. It felt like it was.
That's fair.
Felt like it was.
Oh.
30 kills, by
I
the
just
way.
prefer SSG right now because interesting story, but I am
So far, we are now at the 2-minute warning.
also well aware it's going to be.
Continue slaying.
How has Optic been looking so far? I haven't paid too much attention. Oh my god, they look amazing, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Shopify was just going at him in the final online matches, and then all of a sudden Optic just turned up at the first major, and I mean, it's really early here at Dreamhack, but they're looking really good so far. But you can only take away so much in an Optic Gen G match, respectfully. You know, we need to see them play one of those like juggernauts, but we won't really see too much till bracket play. But I don't think Optic went 4-0 in pools last time either, did they? I'm pretty sure they lost to Nemesis, didn't they? I might be bugging, honestly. It all starts to blend together. I feel like if Formal single-handedly determines whether Optic wins or loses, I disagree. But yeah, him playing really well makes everybody kind of lifts everybody else, you know.
I think certainly make everybody else in this tournament stand up and pay attention.
I'll tell you what else.
Oh yeah, Jomar. Well, Jomar, you know HCS Optic's going to be great because CDL Optic's bad. They do look a lot better with Merc though. Nemesis beat him in pools but got smoked in brackets. Yeah. I just know you can't count on Optic on LAN, bro. Like you always got to take online with a grain of salt. Like I will never flex Optic dominating online. Because, like, I mean, anybody that's watched esports for more than, like, 2 years even knows that freaking LAN is king, bro. You can do all the talking you want online, but it's, you know, it's whoever shows up on LAN is what matters.
And finally, Gen G will be put
Cakewalk.
will celebrate a 3-0.
I am really glad that Lunchbox is back, though.
And they made it a good one. A lot of fun to watch, and as we said, you don't really usually see stat lines of that nature on a main stage matchup. A lot of extra stat padding coming in. We almost got to 40 bombs for 2 players, as those handshakes will also be exchanged in a victory lap fashion. They'll just go. That's the first time I've seen someone go all the way around to the front of the booth.
Well, one is coaching phase.
You have momentum.
I did not know that, actually.
You just hold forward and you just keep going. They were not going to turn
Optic
around.
Cotter looking pretty good so far. I think LAN performances are what really make teams stand out. Hate that online BS. Yeah, but online is very crucial in today's landscape because it makes things a lot easier and a little bit easier on the players. Because there was a lot of freaking traveling, and what's a good way? It lowers the opportunities for more people. Like, it makes the esport less inviting if that's the case, you know. I mean, obviously, everybody had to do it back in the day, but, like, I think we've advanced with online. It sucks sometimes, but like I said, it's kind of like a good and a bad thing, I guess. There's pros and cons, of course.
And that second arm just let them get a little bit too comfortable on the map.
But I think the pros outweigh the cons
that first one
in online tourneys.
A little bit of work, extra work had to be done to get that one in, considering the insane snipes that were being hit by Renegade, but they finally did get it in as we take a look at the damage stats. Bound, wow, I mean, again, Formula Bound have their own little battle.
The only thing I wish on the topic of that is that the CDL would go back to the open bracket style like what Halo does. I really wish they would.
A pleasure to watch those two going back and forth, who can outdo one another, because it essentially guarantees very, very
especially with all these like cracked like young teams in challengers.
4-1 King of the Hill Solitude, 50-38 Slayer recharge.
You see the little no, I did not.
Fortress Bomb, a very, very comfortable win from them, and even more comfortable than their prior Gen G.
I only take it so much content, honestly.
Here on the sofa, that was quite the performance there from Optic Gaming.
Yeah, honestly, easy looks from Optic there on the main stage. They honestly just kind of picked up where they left off in Arlington. That's foot on the gas, has not left since. I think even in scrims as well, looking really, really good. But what a statement to make against Gen G there on the main
Are there
stage,
like
making sure
a million
things
matches
don't
going
happen
on here?
again
Like,
they
should I
did
be
on
bouncing
Temple Play.
around?
Looking very, very strong. I will say something that is pretty scary this early on. Is not only is Renegade just doing Renegade things, Wes, right? You know, we expect that of the kid, right? He picks up a sniper, he can hit every single shot with every single
Playing
bullet.
challengers has to be
But
so
the
hard
likes
since
of
they get no
Four
traction from the
going off
league.
this early on in
Yeah,
the
I mean, not
tournament,
even just that. It's like, bro,
studding on everybody, looking so,
I mean,
so good. As well as
I don't know.
Wild.
It'd just
I
be
think a
fun
lot
to
of
see
these guys
teams
are really
like
finding their
scrap
flow now.
together,
The
have a
comfort is
shot
coming
at
across the
beating some of
screen,
these
and that's a
CDL
really
teams. You
scary
know what I
thing to
mean?
think about if you're
And that would
opposing.
finally put to rest that like everybody talking about how bad the bottom CDL team is. Because I completely agree with what the pros say is the bottom CDL team will thrash any challengers team, and well, maybe not 100 times out of 100 times, but I do believe that the top is the top for a reason, you know. I don't see how these guys playing challengers for years. I guess they get a salary. Yeah, I don't think it's much, but I mean, that's also the hard part is because, you know, if you're doing this, like, you're probably footing most of the cost unless you're like an up-and-coming team and you find like little sponsors along the way, which also makes it hard. But that's why these online tourneys are really good for esports, because if you can show out in the online qualifiers and stuff, you might catch some attention, and then you might be able to get somebody that's like, hey, put our name on your freaking chest and we'll send you there, or we'll pay for plane tickets or whatever, you know. And I think that's because if it was just LAN, you know how many like nasty players would be like, oh, I can't go, or like, you know, stuff like that. But rather than just sitting at home and participating. Wrath, what's going on, baby?
Puts things together objectively for the team.
We're chilling here, man.
Probably the only player we
a little tired, but enjoying some Halo.
Especially when everybody is having so much success with the sniper.
Formal 2.0 KD, bro.
So Legend just didn't find himself with the power weapons this series, but he'll have his time.
Look at that. They just finished and they've already got them squished onto the couch. Hell yeah.
Which they have me doing religiously now.
We hear him too. We hear him too.
Legend finds his way into them every series.
Very true. There's only enough Spartans on the map for a few of the guys to be popping off. But speaking of,
dude, I'd be like, get me out of here, dude. I just won a match. I don't think I really want to be crammed on a couch. I mean, obviously these people are goats, but
what's up, Formal Renegade? Nice.
You heard about the drama with that Luminion gaming roster? No, please fill me in. Believe it or not, they reached out to me at one point for something. I can't remember which thing it was. They might have wanted me to cast some event or something for them.
Just don't know what's up his sleeve, you know,
and I think I declined.
Getting him off the board just so he can't work anything.
But I'm glad to see they're still pursuing Halo. They follow me and their owner follows me.
I haven't got a chance to speak to you after your Arlington win, and I think something that replays often in our heads, especially as broadcasters, is winning moments. But for you, yours was very special. The relief that came across your face on that stage is something that honestly I don't think you can really put into words. You could tell how much it meant to you. How has that now changed things for the team going forward? Because that pressure that you felt in that situation.
Dude, the way he's looking at her, bro. What the hell?
I mean, we made this team for like one reason, and I mean, I talked about it a little bit with when we won. I never really go and touch the trophy. I always let my teammates go, but like that event, I just went and grabbed it because I was just like,
yeah, homies had so many second places, man.
Losses, so it was very relieving.
Are his glasses fogged up, bro? He is cooking.
I've kind of been saying from an outside perspective on y'all's team, and I'd like to know more about the inside perspective of it, is I think the way that y'all went through Arlington.
I'd love to get into casting with the Halo Rec League and stuff, but it's tough to fit my schedule with the times. Yeah, no, I hear you, bro. I mean, I feel like I'd be good at it, but for some reason, it's just like something tells me like not to like pursue that. You know what I mean? I don't know.
And then from there, every single series, it felt like we saw an even better optic game.
It's probably like nervousness. I get really anxious too. It's like I'm good sitting here alone on stream, but it's like casting. It's like I don't know.
Storybook writing that you did the first event.
I think I could do it, but at the same time, I feel like maybe it's just not for me.
I think every new team has to go through like battles, you know, no matter like even if you win the first tournament, like you're gonna go through a battle eventually. So I'm glad we got it right away, like out right away, and I feel like we're really confident in each other. We know.
I really want to see that Optic TSM match. I'll be honest with you.
I'm ready to win this.
Renegade, I have a question for you as well.
I'm glad that
Obviously, knowing
TSM
your
roster went the
playstyle
way they
so
did.
well and watching so
It's
much
funny
of
because
it,
me and Brent
and
were
seeing
just
you
talking
transition
about
to
it
so many
too
different
after
teams
they
and so many different versions of yourself.
after they
What is it about
lost
this team now,
last
especially
event.
this
We were
team
talking about it, and I
that's
said
just unlocked
I
you as
couldn't
a player?
remember who
Because
their
I
fourth
feel
was,
like
and it
you
was
look
Manny.
so much more
And then sure
comfortable on
enough,
this roster,
immediately
which
after
you
they
could
go get
argue
Manny back, and
maybe
I'm like,
would
bro,
have
the
edited
original
with
roster's
how
back.
incredible these
Because they were
individuals are.
nasty like
Sharing
year
the
one,
love in
dude,
terms
with
of
that
superstardom
roster.
can be really difficult, but
Yeah.
you're all piecing together. You're all looking so great. So how are you feeling about that dynamic and your transition?
Oh my
onto this
god,
team?
dude, the tired
I
is
feel
really
like I have,
hitting.
like the 3 biggest damage dealers in the game. So honestly, all
The
I really do
owner
is, like,
bought
I see
hotel
them
rooms
doing
for the
damage, and I'm like,
players,
okay,
and
I'm gonna
one
fill
of
the
them
spot
was
here, I'm
like,
filling the
nah,
spot
that's
here,
not
and
good
then,
enough,
you
so
know,
cancel
obviously
last minute and ask them to
score
pay
sheet
for
looks good,
hundreds
but
of
that's all
dollars
I'm really trying to do.
for
I love
food
that.
and
I love
open
that. I
bracket
love that for you,
team.
and honestly, it's been a pleasure to watch it.
One more question.
I'll be honest, bro,
You guys
some
won the last
kids in
tournament,
like,
obviously, the way you did it was phenomenal,
I mean,
but
I
what
can't really
was
speak on it because I'm not
you
going to
guys
pretend like
focused
I'm
on
trying,
throughout
I'm
this
like
time
going to
period
these
to
events and
convince
competing,
you
but like
that we need to get
some
better at
people
this
in the
and we wanna
esports scene are so entitled, bro. Like you see
Really
some
just
of the
new game mode
some of the
still.
beef that happens like on Twitter and
gotten
stuff, and
better
it's like,
at,
dude, like no
board
offense,
and,
but who do you think you
two
are?
assault maps, but we still could get better, and that's kind of what we
But I guess that's in
try to
any
hammer
field
forward,
like
just,
ever.
every single time we practice was make sure we're getting better at those game modes.
Yeah, I
'cause
feel like
those are-
Shopify is definitely.
Plus, like
obviously,
Luminion
yeah,
is a
top
relatively
notch,
new
strong.
org, if I'm
Yeah,
not
they're
mistaken.
typically strong
At least in
map,
Halo,
for
so it's
sure.
like
Yeah, they're really good at the new game modes, so we've been working on them.
Love that.
Halo
The map
drama
was
is
really
crazy.
important. You guys are
There's-
looking formidable right
I
now,
feel
and
like
it's
there's
difficult
more
to stop
drama
you.
than you'd
Best
think
of
for a
luck going
game
forward for
that's
the
been
rest of
out
the
this
weekend. I hope
long.
to see you guys on my sofa again very soon,
Like I
because
know,
if you are,
oh
you
my
should
god,
win.
I don't want to
So
start
you
talking about
guys,
drama because I don't
look
like giving
forward
my
to watching you
opinions
play
on
again.
it because no
Folks,
matter
we're
what,
heading to
I'm
a break.
wrong.
When we come back,
Um,
though, we will see
But
matchups
I saw the
everybody.
drama
Go
with,
head
I don't
to
know
head
who
with
the
Nemesis. We'll
the
see how
streamer
these two
was.
fare in just a moment, and we'll catch you right after the break.
But the female Halo scene was all over her. And that's about all I'll say. If you know the drama, you know it. It's not my story to tell. I have zero involvement. Oh my god, mute it. Phew, that was a close one, chat. 7:30. We're going to try to make it to that match. I mean, 7:30, that's only an hour away, actually. We're going to be vibing. See, I like streams like this, guys, because if I get, like, I don't know, like, exhausted, dude, I can just be like, oh. You know what I mean? Like, that's the best part about a watch party. I don't have to just sit up straight and lock in. You know, I could fall asleep here and you guys might still watch, and I appreciate you for that. Haven't heard from them since. Wait, what? We got Shopify Nemesis up next, bro. Dude, that could be a banger match. I could also see Shopify, I think either Shopify 3-0s them like Optic just did to Gen G, or this match goes to map 5. That's what I'm going with. The lady drama? Oh, yeah. See, I don't follow it close enough, so I really don't know. But yeah. Glebe. 15-minute alarm, quick naps for the win. Oh, hell yeah. I'll just be like, guys, wake me up in 15 minutes. Start spamming the Discord or something. Shopify Nemesis gonna go hard AF, bro, on God. The fact that Envy 3-1 Space Station, bro. I mean, it's early. It's very early, but that's kind of crazy to me. Could see it being 3-0, but super close games. See, I don't think there's an in between. I think it's either going to be a grade A bang out, or it's going to be a dominant, a win in dominant fashion for Shopify. Which I don't know if I shared my love for the Shopify roster, but that's probably one of my favorite rosters that was built in this offseason, outside of like Optic, obviously. Jeff, what's going on, brother? Life is treating me very well, bro. I had a really good Friday. I got my workout in, and now I get to sit here, kick back, and watch some top-level Halo with y'all, so I really can't complain. How you doing, my brother? I don't think they've played yet. Probably not, if that was Optic's first match. Yeah, I knew about the Lady Halo drama because I saw a bit of it. in the Women of Halo Discord since I'm in the Discord. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Like I said, I'm not gonna comment on it. I know what my standpoint is. It's not my place. Darnell, what's going on, baby? How we doing, my man? We're chilling. We are literally kicked all the way back. No, I don't think it's all the way back. I think this chair goes further. Hold on. That's all the way back. It can't even lock in, dude. That's all the way back. I don't like sit. That's too far. I'm gonna kick it up a little bit. But yeah, we're chilling. Doing well as a forward man myself. What happened to the forward flag? Bro, it's still hanging in the other room, dog. Nothing else moved, just the whole setup moved. I do want to incorporate it somehow, but also, like, if I move it out of that room, I'm going to be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? It's been there for so long, dude. Complexity up 1-0 on SSG. Word. Yeah, I'm not doing too much bouncing around. I probably could be, but I am not currently. You should play like that? Why the hell would I play like that, bro? If I kick it all the way back, I am currently at where I sit. I am probably 4 or 5 feet away from my monitor. Dude, my mic doesn't even want to come out this far, dog. My mic doesn't even want to come out this far. Oh. Tried out Splitgate 2. I have not. Splitgate doesn't really, it doesn't really get me going, honestly. I hate that I have stream muted, but this is probably copyrighted, honestly. Love the content you've been given. I know you put in the work and want to give you your flowers. You are a real Halo player, Darnell. I appreciate that big time, man. I really, 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 really appreciate that. Appreciate the kind words, bro. I feel like people are so fucking quick to be mean and not very quick to be nice. But I appreciate you and all y'all regulars supporting the content the way you do. I really do, man. Dude, there was... So I put up a short, okay? I put up a short, and it had like maybe 5 or 6 comments. And I'm pretty sure I recognized every single name. Because, guys, if you're in the streams once a week consistently, I know your name. I have a great memory. I'm great with names. Dude, I remember y'all if you haven't been in freaking stream for 2 years. It's funny because people come and be like, do you remember me? I'm like, dude, of course you remember me. Like, and it's funny because I feel like I'm like a decent-sized channel now. I still remember y'all, just for the record. If you disappear for a year, I'm going to remember your effing name if you're a regular. But somebody commented and said something like, dude's comment section is full of bots or something like that, or full of spam comments. And I'm like, bro, these aren't spam comments. They're my freaking viewers, bro. Like, what are you talking about? I didn't reply to him because I don't reply to that garbage anymore. But
I don't think it's going to be close.
I don't really know where I was going with this, but that just made me think of it. But Darnell, I really appreciate the kind words, man. I'm actually going to pin that message. Appreciate you, bro, big time. Appreciate all y'all supporting the content, man. I will say, it's not that I haven't been grinding as hard as I used to on the channel. It's just life has been so busy and stressful, and I'm doing so many different things at once that I just haven't been able to put in the time and attention into the channel like I want to. But, like, no matter what I'm uploading, no matter what I'm streaming, and I just appreciate y'all that support no matter how much content I put out or what content I put out. Y'all are amazing, man.
do it against Shopify Rebellion.
Want some upsets? Let's have a team outside the top 4 win this. Absolutely, but they can't beat Optic, okay? Everybody else can drop whatever maps they want, whatever series they want. I don't really care. I don't want to see Optic go down, though. Imagine if SSG doesn't get a pool win. LAN is crazy. That won't happen. Those players are too seasoned. Won't happen. What's the consensus in your chat about what SSG is going to do if they place outside top 3? Oh my god. I don't know, man. I don't know what my take is on that. It's hard to have people like that on the payroll and make a change. You know what I mean? But I think but here's my question. Here's my question on that. Here's my question. If you're going to make a change, who do you get? Who do you get? Like, I find it hard to believe they drew the short straw on the roster mania in the offseason. Cody, you are one of my favorite gamers as well. Jeff, I appreciate that big time, man. I really, really do. Like, dude, I don't want to get corny. We're not getting corny early on the watch party, all right? We can't. We cannot. But, dude, it is like a dream come true to have anybody say that I'm their favorite streamer or their favorite gamer, or I've had people say that I'm their favorite streamer. They watch me and Lucid. Like, to even be in a conversation like that, man, is like, you know, I feel like I'm being trolled. You know, it's crazy, bro. As to the comment I sent you on Xbox, it went like this. I was going to say, I can just check it now. I forgot all about it, bro. Like I said, I have all those notifications off.
Not to look at them. Just don't hold that back button. Just instead focus on your game and try and think.
I'm going to open it right now.
Yeah, I think that advice almost spreads.
Where's my Xbox app, bro? I got so many apps on this freaking phone. I organize them too. Oh, it's not in a folder.
All 4 players hitting their shots. If you're going to beat a team like Rebellion, you can't have an off day. You can't have an off day.
Let's see what we got. I have 25. All right, here's the message problem we have. I have 25 chats from people that either have me added or I've messaged before. And I'll give you one guess, chat. How many chat requests do you think I have on Xbox? I'm not a superstar here, but just give me a realistic guess on how many chat requests I have from people that I don't have added or that I haven't messaged with before. I'll give you a couple seconds to guess.
I do think that there was clearly something that went wrong against FaZe, different to what they had against Optic Game.
100%. I think also, you know, in terms of the pace and what they're having to do here, they're going to have to set the tone against Shopify because Shopify loves to do that.
So I will tell you, every single guess so far is too low. I have 139 chat requests on my Xbox account, and I used to clear it.
I think there was some kind of joke or troll, and I don't know if it's actually true. I think it's a troll, but you know, Nemesis had said that he has thrown his.
Fish, I'm gonna add you, bro.
Actually, he's gonna try controller here.
No.
Where is add friend, bro?
Be a terrible mistake with how good
Accept friend request. I got you, bro.
By far the best player on this team. His ceiling on mouse and keyboard is top tier in the world. Obviously.
Oh my god, I don't have Killshot added, bro.
He's going to need to have a special series.
Killshot's a regular here. Add that guy.
Yeah, when I write down kind of who are the players to
a lot of
GGs.
GGs.
Is popping up every single map and mode because he is
HB King James, match him quite often. Great game, great content. Keep it up, GG. Somebody messaged me a month ago and said, "Can I talk to you about your aim videos? What do you think you wanted to talk about?" Are people talking shit? Let me see if we got anybody talking shit.
And honestly, that's, to be perfectly honest, most of the problem with some of these really skilled players is just knowing where you have to be at the right time and how it works around the rest of your teammate, rather than taking selfish routes or selfish.
Damn, bro, I feel so bad, man. I feel so bad sometimes.
Lackluster performances from superstars like Wootum, who
this dude sent me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 messages.
Because mouse and keyboard, you think is supreme. I know you play that, you know, back in Halo Studios when you're testing out all of the maps and modes and everything coming our way. But
damn, bro, there's a lot of love in here, dude. Y'all are awesome.
How are you feeling about him and his ceiling?
Oh my god, I need to check my fucking messages more, bro.
Right now, and I think he does a phenomenal job of that. A lot of weight on the kid's shoulders, though.
Somebody told me to calm down.
Team like Shopify Rebellion, so
invite so I can carry you. LOL, just kidding. Somebody asked if I was above average Cody from YouTube.
toe-to-toe with the Rule 2s, the Frosties, the Last Shots of the world, and hold.
Damn, bro, there's a lot of love in here. Holy shit.
Sure said, you can't have anybody have any sort of an off series if you're trying to beat a team like Shopify Rebellion.
I think the
Dude, y'all making me feel famous, man. Oh my god, I'm gonna start fucking crying here. Damn, man, there's a lot of love in here. Holy cow. Shout out to everybody that sent me messages on Xbox, dude. Damn. I might go through and reply to a bunch of these, bro. Holy cow. Dude, so believe it or not, I used to keep my Xbox messages on, and I would see the messages. But, somebody kept, like, somebody was, like mega spamming me, like, they would, for like 20 minutes, bro, they were popping up, and I had to turn off my notifications. I never looked back. It's just, it's so much more peace of mind, and it's like, if y'all ever make any YouTube content, it is so much better for your mental health not effing reading that shit. Honestly, it's so much better for your mental health. Like, I wouldn't say I struggle a lot with mental health. I have my days. But, dude, when I was reading comments, oh, I'm not even going to get into it, bro. But I'm glad to see how much love's in there, man. It really means a lot.
I think it's funny because you
hit the like button, y'all. Dude is just proclaiming his love for us, dude. Appreciate y'all big time, man.
Being so close that you could almost taste it, right? That is
Jeff, I got
so
you, bro. Much love.
In their hands.
If anybody's a regular on the channel and I don't have you added on Xbox, bro, literally send me a message and be like, hey, I'm Jeff from chat or whatever, and I'll add you back. I had some Xbox messages claiming I was cheating because my aim was better than his. Oh, hell yeah. That's the ultimate gas, is getting the message claiming you're cheating. Oh, what's up? We got props? We got props in the HCS photo shoots now? If you're a true Halo player, I don't know about true Halo player, but I have my fun. Techno, cheers, Cody. You're a hard worker, working full-time and putting in the Halo and content creator. It takes a lot of energy to put in the work to do everything you want to do. Absolutely, bro. It really, really does. But I refuse to just... I don't know. I guess the logic is I'm happier doing all this stuff and kind of spreading myself thin, as opposed to like I've always thought, I'm like, dude, if I stopped YouTube and like got to do the life where like I went home and just like sat around all day, I'm like, would I be happier? And I'm like, no, I don't think I would be. Like, dude, like, guys, I said I'm not going to get corny early on the watch party, so I'm not going to. But let's just say, like, on the bad days, streaming is the best part of my day. That's all I'm going to say. Appreciate you guys. Much love.
So this is really all we have to go by. You're looking at the Team KD here, and Shopify Rebellion, we know, can shoot straight.
Who you got winning the NBA chip now?
It can be very difficult going up against an Optic Gaming and find yourself in a positive KD because there are some gunners on that team.
So, honest opinion,
firepower, excuse me. Do you think Nemesis,
knowing ball, the Thunder are going to get it. All right?
Now going forward, seeing with
but I have a newfound love for Tyrese Halliburton. So let's go Pacers. I do love Ant Edwards too. If I get Pacers and Wolves, I am going to be so pumped. But dude, Tyrese Halliburton is him. He is such an effing troll. I love it, dude. Just freaking, oh my god. Dude is the definition of aura. Bro, I wanted a jersey when he did the big ball celebration. I want it even worse now after that freaking shot he hit. And then when he just passed it right to Cat. Oh my god, dude. I love it, man. I love it. I was just thinking about how that's a cool hat. And then they zoomed right in on it, so that's funny. By the way, big Last Shot fan. Huge Last Shot fan. I always give the shout-outs. He follows me back on Twitter. What a fucking legend. One of the few pros that follows me on Twitter. I think only 2 current players follow me back on Twitter.
Yeah, I think Nemesis is just a known entity now. No team is going to take them lightly.
Yeah, I think it's only 2. Last Shot and Soul Snipe.
Knowing exactly what they need to do, and they have to bring their A game. And I expect Shopify Rebellion.
When APG acknowledges you, you're a Halo player. He, in my defense, or in his defense, he acknowledged me as a content creator. Not a Halo player, but I mean, I guess those two things go hand in hand, but APG will forever be my, like, overall favorite Halo player.
going up against an unknown entity, but knowing what they did to Optic and having watched that.
Dude is so real. If there were more people real as
potential
APG, bro,
situation
the
here
scene
where
would be
Shopify
thriving.
just are not ready for the
I think
type
we're
of
doing pretty well
gameplay that
anyways,
might be
but
coming across the screen in terms of Nemesis, not having ever played them, scrimmed them, anything.
Shouldn't be. In all
I'm so
honesty,
excited for this
I think
series
the
to start, by
Shopify
the
team
way.
Should be out for blood, and I feel bad for any team that's in their way up until they play that Green Wall team in the winners bracket finals. You can bet your bottom dollar that series is coming Saturday night.
Siakam gets Finals MVP, you
we have to
think?
set the point. But for now,
So I haven't
it's
watched
just a
too much
matter
of the
of
Thunder.
whoever
I'm going to be
in front of
watching
us,
more
we're
in
on a
like
mission
these
this
upcoming
weekend to
days.
right the wrongs that we've had in the
But
past.
One thing I will say, looking at the series layout, you know I always like to...
SSG complexity
work out
2-2,
good or
really.
bad,
I wish they'd put that final map up on main.
Go on.
Street Slayer and Live Fireball, Rebellion lost both of them last event. It is arguably some
I
of
mean,
their worst
complexity's
maps.
kind of like a
So,
dark horse, I guess,
it's
but
series layout and a
SSG
chance
definitely
for
does not want to
Nemesis.
lose to them.
Could this one go all the way to a game 5?
I mean,
this
not
may
that they
be
want
one
to
of
lose to
their best
anybody, but you know what I
opportunities
mean.
for
Like,
the series layout, potentially
they
from
really shouldn't.
Arguably getting 2 of Rebellion's worst maps.
Could be. I will say though, Rebellion just terrify me in terms of map modes because their pool is incredibly deep and it's very difficult to get the upper hand on them in any given situation. But I will say, if you're looking for something, that is definitely the silver lining there for Nemesis to grab onto and hopefully find a little bit of confidence and just go for it in terms of those and find the holes in this series layout.
God,
It's gonna be a
autocorrect,
really
bro,
difficult
you're
one for them.
effing me.
I don't know how Nemesis are going to react to Shopify Rebellion. In terms of the pacing of both of these two teams,
I got my
so
buddy
when
giving
you
me
see this line,
giving me
you
shit
think that
because
this
I don't
is
play
gonna be
COD.
dictated heavily by Shopify because there are so many times that they start off so
And I'm like, dude, I'd love to
aggressive.
freaking play COD, but I have so little time to grind Halo as it is.
Yeah, I
Like,
expect Shopify Rebellion to really push
Like,
the
dude,
pace.
I am
One
scratching
thing
the surface
know
with
about
Halo
Nemesis,
playtime.
they
Like,
do
it,
play
like
much
to
faster
get,
pace.
if I wanted
They
to actually
struggle against
compete,
Phase
I would
one,
have to
like,
probably
they
drop
mentioned
everything I'm doing and
slow
put in like
play,
8 hours
they
a
start
day.
to make mistakes, they get caught out, they get picked first, but they will
And like
match
any less than that is
Shopify
just like
Rebellion
harder.
stride for
And
stride
yes,
with pace.
it's
Will they match them when it comes
it's
to gunning? That's another question entirely.
100%. I think
it's
there's a
not
couple
the
of
hours
key
you
things
put
with
in, it's what you
Nemesis.
put into the
The
hours.
power
But it's
without
like,
their
dude, you
hands,
need
given
so
the
many
nuance and
fucking
everything,
reps
all
to be
the
good at this
equipment on
game.
the map,
You need
same
so
with
many
power-ups.
reps
Just don't
daily.
let them touch a thing, and you should be just
As
fine.
I'm muting my
So,
mic
with that being said,
mid-sentence.
we have
Hopefully you
one
guys
of
caught
the
all that.
podcasters, Shaz and Dennis, over to
It's
you.
possible,
Thank
but
you so
man,
much.
is it going to
And
be
you talk
tough?
about silver
So
linings to the
I'll
series.
give you my realistic
Perhaps
take
Shopify
on
Rebellion will have silver
mine
bullets to take down
an
Nemesis.
hour
This is
Halo
gonna be a lot
gameplay,
of
Brent,
things.
being me,
Silver
you,
bullets to take
Bandos,
down
and whoever we end up with as a fourth.
Beasts.
I think we grind and get really freaking nasty, and then if they bring out a new Halo game,
We've seen this series layout already today when the first seed in the pool
we
goes
sell
up
our
against the
souls to
second
the
seed
grind.
in the pool. I do think Aquarius ETF
I'm not
is
talking
very
like any job quitting or
interesting
anything,
one.
but
I'm
it's
looking
like,
at
dude,
Quantum as the player
I'm
for
talking
Nemesis.
like
He
4 to
averages
5 hours off
628
stream
damage
on like a Saturday and Sunday
on
night.
Aquarius and on CTF in general. And
We ain't
that's
winning
a
no
lot of
world
damage output from one of
championships.
the best players, if not the best,
But
single
like just
player
winning a
in the
series in
world.
an open bracket would be kind of
Power
cool.
stats on your screen, though, unbeatable in CTF. You can see 5-0 record for Nemesis. 6
Hell,
and
maybe if a
2
new
for
Halo
Shopify
game
Rebellion.
comes out, the channel
Third and
pops off,
first
and we get enough money, and I can fly us out,
Capture the flag, Dan. It's going to be a big game in this series.
catch above average gaming, tearing it up in the open bracket. 2027. What's the best weapon in Halo? I mean, my favorite's the S7. Always will be. Favorite to watch, favorite to play with. Well, if we compete, we won't stay bad. Yeah, I feel like if we started scrimming like good teams regularly, bro, like, I feel like matchmaking would just become a joke to us at that point. And that's coming from the weakest link of the squad.
We mentioned
Woodham's
for
mom
Nemesis,
is in the
SLG
Twitch
is
chat.
very
Dude, I'd
important.
expect the same if
And
I
also
was in
the
his
slower
position.
tournament last time around.
From
Who's
my
gonna be
mother, that
outside
is.
team that you expect to push the envelope, be that player that Nemesis can turn to that will really carry the
Come on, let's get this match started,
I
bro.
mean, if it's not Wootem, I think maybe Snipe Drone. I think one of the things with Snipe Drone and with this team in general, which
By the way, I gotta talk about Nemesis and their branding and their social media manager. They're killing it, bro. They're killing it.
Often Snipe Drone is confident on his own. He doesn't
Oh,
have to play next to someone.
knuckle touches are in, bro. We're getting started here.
If he gets caught out too much, then Rebellion are just going to overpower Nemesis.
I like
They're
seeing
gonna
the
be 4v3
smiling. The
like
vibes
every
look
other game.
good.
But if
The vibes look good with Shopify, y'all. It's a
Wootem in
3-0.
such a good
I'm
position
saying it
because not
already.
only
It's a
is the Rebellion
3-0.
a 4v3, but he'll also have
They
that
are
angle
about
of
to
the
run
4v3
through
at the
Nemesis.
back.
Nemesis ain't gonna know what hit him.
You mentioned his playstyle and his
Put money on it.
really He was the one who made this playstyle. Royal
Why does it do
Look,
that,
someone sitting in the
bro?
power
I'll collect my
position
channel
doing
points,
damage.
though.
Royal 2 does that better than nobody else.
Honest
Yeah,
question, how many channel
1.34
points do you guys have?
KD on CTF
for the
is
main
royalty
Halo
from
channel?
Arlington, excuse me. Not currently at this event from the last one.
They gotta yap so
However,
much
all the
because
caps
Halo
are
doesn't work and it
kinda
takes 20
shared
minutes to set up a
across the
match.
board when it comes to capture
Hey,
the
that's a
flag
low
for
blow.
Shopify Rebellion, which maybe surprised me, but at the same time doesn't. If you are going to be the best team,
Here we
you have to make sure everyone's playing their
go.
part.
Rocking and rolling. Underway in this series. Shields up, weapons up.
Brent, didn't we get in a game with last shot and then he left?
What can the Irishman do for his team? Cycle's already made it into his base.
Wow.
Flag's gonna get pulled out here. Cycle's gonna try and make as much distance as he possibly
No
can. but
way.
Somehow, some way, Cycle survived. Go
No
away.
way.
Over his half of the map.
That's going in.
Yeah, already a
Good nade.
very aggressive start. And it is gonna
I
work out
told
going in
y'all.
favor of Shopify Rebellion, then it is going
The
to be a
vibes
one
looked
flag
good.
lead, and that doesn't bode well for Nemesis.
Worst possible start.
You can't knock the vibes. That's a big
Snipe
kill by
does
Snipe
win
Drone.
that one you were talking about. Had to
It's
help
traded,
with the
though.
pack.
Alright, they just gotta settle in here. Oh, Frosty.
SLG gets a
Just
flag pull
dunked
here
on
then.
him, dude.
Royal 2 will get the kill.
Yeah, I don't think he was upset,
So a
though.
very
No, it
fast
was like
start
super
here for
early in the
Rebellion.
game, wasn't it?
For Nemesis now, you're not only worried about trying to get a flag capture down, you have to get yourself back. You need 2 back-to-back flag caps now.
You already see Snipe Drone with 4 kills, though. He's kind of playing on his own, and we'll see. One of his 1v1s here does trade out, so at least that's job done for Snipe Drone, but now the rest of the team needs to capitalize on a little bit. Cycle just taking a look down this alleyway. Frosty's going to be the one to pull, and maybe Shopify Rebellion looking to try and go for a second flag here as off-spawn Nemesis going to wrestle back and drop.
Down goes Glory.
Oh, wow.
SLG follows him. So much damage being done by Cycle here. Happy to just play this one patient. 3 dead. Wootum
I definitely
will eventually
have to
fall.
jump
This flag
less, huh,
could
Brent?
keep going forward here, and is.
They barely jump.
Royal 2's got it in his hands. 2-0. Blink and you would miss it.
Sadly for Nemesis, just out of the gates hot are Rebellion, and this is something we were alluding to on the desk. When a team
They
is ahead,
peck a lot more
play
shots than I do,
incredible
too.
for
I
Nemesis.
fight everything to the
How
death.
unfair when you are behind and the other team
I
has
am trying to
control.
mentally take notes, chat.
Can you take that moment
Always
to have
am.
a breather
Ooh.
and just reconsider what you want to try and do to plan an attack to try and break through? But now you can already see Rebellion running another flag. There is going to be a camouflage for them to work with as well.
We highlighted before the series, SLG and Wootum, they needed to be the players that stepped up.
Yeah, and they have 2
5,
kills
3, and
combined.
7. They've not had the start they would have liked. Nemesis really struggling here.
Good God, these
3-0
flags aren't even
lead.
contested.
Complete dominance, and they're going again here.
Oh, man, this is just a difficult watch if you're a Nemesis fan. Turn your eyes away, Nemi, because this is about to be 4
There's
as
no
well. I
way.
don't think
So
anyone's
I
really
said it was
stop
going to be
this one.
dominant or
Yes,
very
okay, the
close,
damage is
but
done,
I didn't think
maybe
it was
that
going to be
flag is
like
already
this,
in the
dude.
spot to cap this to go
There's no
forward.
way Nemesis looks like this the entire series.
Nemesis
They're
gonna
gonna,
try and
they
maybe
just
use
gotta
this
get
now
their
as a chance to take top middle
get their
positioning.
sea
Glory's
legs
actually gone
here.
for the return. Okay,
Huge
fair enough for
return.
Nemesis. That is brilliant from Glory to take advantage of maybe just Rebellion expecting that one to be blocked in.
Rebellion forced to
They're
go
not doing
again.
a very good job at showing
Gonna
us
be a
who
push
we're
over towards the
watching.
B-side. Frosty gets a kill. Good damage put down by Cycle this
Holy
time.
cow.
Gets one
Heads on a
middle.
swivel,
Great
bro.
listing, great communication.
Like, obviously it's highlighted up top,
You
and
can tell the
normally like
comms
their
are on point
faces
here
in the
from
corner.
Rebellion. It's been another demolition job so far.
That return could be the turning point for Nemesis, though. You go 4-0 down, this is probably chalked off, but it'll just give you that little bit of a momentum just to say, all right, come on, can we get back into this one now? Really need to claim something back in this game. As Wootum, just the 3 kills at the moment. It's Snipe Drone who has put up all the numbers on the side of Nemesis.
Yeah.
Wootum gets deleted by a grenade.
Deleted.
Is it the turning point, or is it just delaying the inevitable here? This game has just been played deep in Nemesis territory. But a double kill for Snipe Drone. He is putting down the numbers you would expect from him, 12, 2, and 10. He's trying to get something going for his
SLG,
squad
only
here.
2 kills, man. 10 assists. I mean, oh no, that's 10 deaths. Oh no, he only has 4
Barracuda goes down,
assists.
so Wootum getting the better of him. And there is going to be a camouflage for SLG. 2 and 10 at the moment, but he gets spotted out by Frosty. Needs help. Does get it in the end, but Frosty did what he needed to do. All 4 are dead, though, for Rebellion. So Nemesis now starting to make waves and at least getting a little bit of map control. Job 1 is done, but now you need to see if you can follow up and actually get a flag.
Has this come a little bit too little too late? We've seen Aqua flag games. I mentioned Quadrant. way back when against Optic Gaming.
Plays
flag
here.
caps they were able to put in. All 4
Should
dead
be able to
now.
get a run
Here's
going.
the opportunity. Here is the moment. The Nemesis starting to find some life.
Yeah, Glory's going to be the one to move. It does have support from Wootum as well. You can see that he's just watching over towards Fridge to ensure that those spawners are going up towards P. Feeds that information to the rest of the team. Now you've just got to be careful here if you're Glory, because you've lost 2 of your teammates. You're so close, but can you actually
Should be
put
able
it
to
in?
punch it.
The answer is
Yeah,
yes. It's
okay.
3-1. So Nemesis back on track, and boy, do they need that cap.
They might be able to dig their
Nemesis
feet
put
in
on the
here,
board.
honestly.
Now they have to try and stop
Couple
the
more
push.
kills, get that
Lost 2
mid-map
members.
control.
Sacrificed to get the
6
flag
minutes
capture. That
left.
means that Shopify Rebellion now
They're all in the
knocking
back
on their
base
door.
right now, though. I don't like that for them.
Like the big bad wolf. They're starting to descend on the base. And a huff puff and blow it down. Sniper and Wootum on the back foot, trying desperately to stay alive, trying desperately to fight tooth and nail. Good enough for trades. SLG be the first one off the respawn. Glory spawns over towards the fridge. So to manage to just get that flag capture down, but more importantly, hold it.
Reason why Nemesis unbeaten on flag at the moment.
SSGB
throughout
complexity, that's
this
huge
season
for
of
them.
HCS. Of course, we only have one event.
Well, I mean, that's not huge for them, but they had to get a win on the board.
They know they are capable of getting back into this game, even against one of the best teams in this competition. If not the best, depending on who you ask. As we look now, Lashot just trying to stay alive and making sure that there is
I really like that bandit.
easy route for any of
model.
these Nemesis members. It does catch SLG off guard, but it's going to be a 3v3 on the map.
Williams got the camo. They're moving this flag back. Frosty does not know where the Finman is. He just managed to scarp her away down bottom middle.
It's so
This
funny
flag
because you
is
can
gonna
obviously
get
tell he's
punched in, so hold
KBM.
on a second.
Like, obviously we know that,
Nemesis
but
decided to start playing some Halo, and they're right back into this thing. 3-2.
we got a
Have to go
game.
back to that flag return when it was 3-0, looking like it was going to be
I mean, like
4.
I said, I expected them
just
to
do
not
enough
look like
damage
that
to
the
stop
whole
flag going
series,
in,
but
and
I didn't
then
expect them to
Glory
turn
jumps
around
in
so
base.
quick. I thought
Able to
this
get that return, and
CTF
it's
game was going to
just
go fast.
breathing new life into this team, who
But
were
this
really
is good.
struggling to begin with. It allowed them just to flip the map a little bit in their favor. Snipe Drone again, just
Good angle.
catching out those last remaining players. Has a chance for a triple, but doesn't challenge it. Tried to get away there, but also was feeding information to SLG.
Nemesis starting
Oh
to ask
my.
questions of their own now. Here we go.
Oh my.
Guilty of just letting their foot off
Oh,
the gas.
good poke by Royal
Cannot do that
too.
against a team the caliber
That's still probably going to go in though, if I'm being honest.
Possess. This flag's going to move once more. It's down through bottom middle. They have numbers on the map here. Nobody in position, it would seem, for Rebellion to get the stop. And we're all tied up, 3-3.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Nemesis
comeback
is
from
turning up
Nemesis.
big time. Dude, Snipe Drone,
You ask
freaking
yourself,
20
though,
and
Are they
17.
capable of going up against the biggest teams? Is it a one-trick situation where they can only play against Optic? I think they've already answered those questions in these few minutes where they've just come back. from
Ah,
3-0
that's
down.
tough.
Sadly, SLG doesn't get maybe as much presence he would want on this side, but he is going to be able to be a nuisance in this base now. 2 are down from the side of Rebellion, and everything is screaming Nemesis right now.
Social media manager, no doubt, has some memes loaded up, whether they win or lose. So far, showing great heart, showing great
Oh, that would have been a
resilience
huge
here
trade.
in this bounce back. And they've gotten this flag all the way into their own closet. Is the cover fire going to be there? Woodham has to back away. Cycle's going to chase.
Big trade.
Good enough for a trade. They have got to pause here, play this one patiently, because they risk a counter cap here, Dan.
Yeah, Frosty has the camouflage as well. You don't want to... you might have just give up on this one, I think, if you are Nemesis. It looks like that.
That's a good play to do that,
what they
honestly.
opt
And you know I am throwing
You got
myself
down
at that
too
flag
heavily
and you
there
till and dying
allowed
on
that
it.
flag to be pulled with Frosty having the camo. It would have definitely been a cap. Nemesis needs to be thinking about bigger picture. They back off. They will just retreat into their base a little bit.
It does show great game awareness, knowing the flag was so close to being captured, but knowing you have got to give it up because the numbers aren't there, the damage is not on the map for you.
I don't know if I love
Great
that play,
awareness.
to be honest.
As we head to the final 3 minutes then.
I guess
This
it
game
slows
could
them
go
down a
either way.
little bit.
I mean, this is what we wanted. When you see 3-0 to
Keeps them
Shopify
in their
Rebellion, you
base.
start to worry that maybe this is going to go like the rest of the matches we've seen throughout today. Some very one-sided affairs on the main stage. Nemesis are displaying why people believe that they can push into the top 4 and maybe reach the same kind of heights that Quadrant did back.
Dude, he turns around so fast. My
years ago.
God. It's kind of fun to watch.
Last shot then,
Good shots.
behind enemy lines. Trying to cause some ruckus. 2 go down for Nemesis, so an opportunity to pull the flag if he decides to take it. Opting instead Look for some angles, look for some information for his team.
Oh boy.
The back of the base combines with Wootum to get the
I
kill
hate
and
those
clear
moments,
out the
bro.
riff-raff. It's a little bit of a stalemate.
A lot of awkward moments here
Raids
for
coming across the
Shopify
board,
here.
Back and forth we go. And just 2 minutes left on the clock. It could very well be next cap wins.
There's a clear angle from Rebellion of trying to force their way into Gen and then try and catch a couple of players off guard and then pull the flag. But maybe Nemesis have become wise to it, because what was working in the early stages suddenly isn't for Rebellion now. Hydro gets a kill onto Cycle, so it's going to be a 4 versus 2, and now Nemesis can look to collapse.
Here comes the push, here comes the pain. Grenades go down. Royal 2 will get a kill. Cycle
Big
as
2
well.
kills for
You've got the
Shopify there.
camouflage. What can the Irishman do? Cycle over top, middle, looking, trying to find the player. They know he's around here somewhere. Just don't have the information. He's picked up a thruster pack along the way. He's opting to use his camouflage. A little bit of defense, though, it would seem. Gets the stick on the Royal 2. How important that might be. Frost is in trouble in the window as well. Uses the thruster pack, but Frosty comes up big. Wootum's there, though. Wootum gets the kill. All 4 dead now for Shopify Rebellion, and Nemesis are on the move.
Nemesis on the
What do
move
we
and
think,
a chance
chat?
to take the lead. You said it could be next
What do we
flag win.
think?
Well, here's a bloody good opportunity to get that flag in. Royal 2, though, off spawn. Does Gal
Dude, the keyboard and mouse is so fun to watch. Just leave me on Woodham's freaking POV, bro.
The flag carrier just about rounds the corner.
Good nade. That
Frost is
should
the
have
last man
damaged him a
standing
little
for his team.
bit.
He gets the kill.
Oh
Can he get the return
my
here? That'll be there
god.
for Nemesis. He goes down, but has he done just enough? Was there enough progress made? Can they get a touch on this flag? Wootum goes in and it goes back home.
Did he nade himself there?
Oh my god, dude.
50% thinks that maybe he naded himself, because certainly it was a melee kill that was given.
What is going on?
Crazy, but the flag is going to start to move again on the other side. You can see, though, 3 are dead on the side of Shopify Rebellion. Nemesis, it's a 1 versus 1. Last shot may be there to return this one.
All last shot has to do here is
going
delay.
back. I think we're
for his
going to
teammates to
OT. What do we
spawn
think,
back
chat? I think we're going to OT.
Shopify Rebellion just survived that scare.
And Frosty's gone massive, then naded himself, but just about got away with it. He literally went out with a bang. 15 seconds left before we start to think about overtime. Again, last shot going for the push through Gen to then try and get behind. And now there is a little bit of control. 2 are dead for Nemesis.
Is last shot going to gamble and win to the flag? The answer is no.
Yeah,
Are
it's
they
OT.
both going to accept the fact that we are going to go to overtime? The question and the answer to that question is going to be yes. We're going to be back honors even.
So, Brent, are
Reset
you
the
just
whole
like
map.
rooting for the underdog
We thought it
every
might be
time,
next cap
or are
win.
you like
Now
a
we know
Shopify hater?
Definitely is next cap wins.
Definitely is.
Or a
Might not
Nemesis
put it down
lover.
onto the clock, but that was an exhilarating 12, as it looked like Rebellion were going to be walking away with this one.
Ooh, I like that nade spot better than the one I
Nemesis
use.
looking to try and hold on to that unbeaten record on CTF so far this season. And actually, and what I was saying earlier, the Nemesis sometimes when they are down, they kind of roll over, show their belly a little bit. It was exactly
Neighborhood
the
was
opposite. Go 3-0 down. They took
good.
time, they took a breather.
I'll
and
grind
then
my
suddenly
face
they
off.
found
Another
that
Halo
opening. They
drops.
got
I
that
mean,
return.
same. I mean,
They've looked like a different
I'm not gonna
side
say I'm
since.
grinding my
And a
face
lot of
off
it's been
now,
down to
but
this match. Snipe drone, camouflage, 30 kills
I
so
do be
far.
grinding already.
What's the opposite of showing your belly? Is it your heckles are open, you're showing your teeth now instead? Because that's exactly what we've seen.
Here you go, Brent.
Snipe drone's pulling the flag, 31 kills. He has
Here you go,
some
Brent.
bad news though, as he's the last man on his team on the map.
Oh, they're gonna stop
Frost
this.
gonna put down some damage and play this one patiently. Nade goes down right in the path of Snipe
Glory's
drone.
there.
They've had enough possibilities here where they could have got this flag cap, but is it going to come back to bite them in the backside?
Yeah, just such fine margins, but again, that's exactly what some of these pro players have been saying, that some of these games can come down to just that one moment, whether it be a second on the flag, a no-scope that's hit with a sniper rifle, even grenading yourself, for example. But last shot will get this return, so Nemesis, try as they might, not able
He's
to get
getting
that
close
one
to the
back
25th
either.
anniversary.
And you fear now, have Nemesis put so much into these last few flag grabs that Rebellion might only
you're right.
need one. It's a 2v2 on the map for
I'd
a
be
moment.
surprised if not. I
Wootum
bet
trying to
at
get
Worlds
some
we see
territory for his
something.
team, push, get some
And I'm gonna
space,
lose my
create
fucking
some
mind, bro.
openings. Wootum will fall, but as with last
I just
shot,
don't really know what to expect,
damage
to be
advantage now
honest.
does
I really
favor
don't.
Shopify Rebellion. SLG does fall.
I do hope it's some
Glory's behind enemy
gameplay
lines.
similar to this,
They have
but
a tab on him.
I don't
They know
know.
exactly where he's positioned.
I know that's an unpopular
Royal 2
opinion.
gets caught unaware. It's good enough for a trade.
I wish it wasn't,
the
but
flag
it
really
is.
on the move here, and this time it's Rebellion who've got hands on, and this might have been what the worst fear coming to fruition. But Wootum gets a massive couple of kills.
Yeah, Wootum just not afraid to peek back out because he knew they would be desperate to get a touch on that flag, because had they got round the corner with a flag, it probably would have been a cap, if I'm honest. But Wootum joining Snipe Drone on 31 kills. I said he was
If
gonna
we
be
get a
back there.
remake, I'm
There's
literally
the
slamming my
windmill,
hand
though.
into
That's what can
Estro,
happen
honestly.
When you are on mouse and keyboard against controller players, sometimes 4 dead now for Nemesis. And Shopify
Dude, I
Rebellion
love
have
the
too many
gameplay on
players
this
who look to
game.
try and take some space.
I wish they would do something similar to this. Honestly, if you did a mix of this and Halo 5, I think you might be onto something.
Now, in siege territory.
If they do a
Four members of
remake,
Nemesis
I am
who are
slamming
in
my
their own
hand in a
base,
death drawer
push back
and retiring
But
from
they
gaming
fought.
because my hand's broken.
from the back foot. And now they can start to venture forward.
Dude, after watching the ad, this
SLG
feels so
then
zoomed
turns
in.
attention
What the
back
hell?
towards his own base, gets the kill on the cycle. Frosty down to no shield as well. This is good
If
for
it's a
Nemesis.
tie, it's a
Pushing
full
forward once more.
replay, right?
Frosty's going to be there to grab that one, maybe. SLG is going to be behind enemy line. There's a lot riding on SLG right now.
SLG doesn't get the kill. World 2 stays alive, uses the thrust back just to avoid the crosshairs.
Uh-oh.
Kills
Good
favoring.
nade.
Shopify Rebellion,
Oh,
all
boy.
four dead. This could very well be the game. Scooped up
Here
the
you go,
flag,
Brent.
tosses it in. It
Here you
gets
go,
sent
Brent.
home. Rebellion survived, but the flag stopped in its tracks on the podium. Anybody there is going to be Royal
GG.
2. Will get there. 4-3
Wow.
the final score, but boy, oh boy, the Nemesis make a game of it.
Oh my god.
Nemesis
For
did
that
make
to
a game
start
of it, but
3-0
from their
as
side, I think that would be
instantly
pretty
as
annoying
it
that they weren't
did,
able to capitalize on some
for
of
it to
the balls they
finish
had.
in regulation
It
like
was
that,
almost
for it
there.
to
It weren't for
finish in
Frosty
OT, like,
punching up.
oh, I don't think you could ask for more out of a game 1
A lot of resilience shown to be
or
3-0
map
down
1
and bring it back towards overtime. But
on
again,
Friday,
look at
man.
the difference
That was
between the
some
great
good Halo,
teams
bro.
And the teams that are in that
That was some
chasing pack.
exciting Halo.
It's the clutch moments. It's pulling it out in those scenarios where it is so close and comes down to just one flag, one kill, one grenade.
SLG kind of started bringing it back.
Looking at the stats then. World 2 hitting 32 kills, but Snipe Drone and Woo.
Yeah.
3 kills, Dan. They were turrets on the map. But unfortunately,
Turrets.
they just couldn't get the job done. They put themselves in so many good positions, but just couldn't capitalize on it.
Over 9,000 damage for last shot. Snipe Drone
It's over
and
9,000.
all were amazing on the map.
Only
as you
real
said,
ones
but
know, man.
was just, you mentioned it, one flag that you need for Shopify Rebellion. They're just that little bit better at setting up for it. And it was a big risk of a play from SLG. He recognized that the rest of the team was down, so he had to go for it. I don't think it was a misplay by any means. He had to try and surprise them when he's stuck behind. But once Royal 2 spotted
It's already
him,
7, bro.
he wasn't able to get that
Let's
kill. He
go.
called
How
him
long have we
out.
been live?
And then Royal 2 just
Over an
bucked
hour
up,
already,
waiting
bro.
for
It
the
feels
rest
like I
of the
just
team
went
to be
live.
Together, and then SLG could only toss the flag out. And by that point, you're so vulnerable anyway.
That really is the difference between the top 2 teams and everybody else. Is they are clinical when you give them opportunities. There was 3 times Nemesis got the flag back to their own closet, but just couldn't capitalize and couldn't get it over the line. Frosty made that massive play to get the re here. You spoke about maybe he naded himself, but
What do we
he
got?
did.
Mainstream
He's
next.
done just enough. But they're the moments.
Yeah.
in these series where you look back and go,
What's going on in CDL?
that one kill went their way, the series and the game goes their way.
Still can't believe he naded himself. They were a split second away from touching that flag as well. Sure, it would have been a very difficult pill to swallow had the game been lost just because you naded yourself. But it is not. Shopify Rebellion will
I'm
take
so
back
glad
number 1 then.
Optic
CDF Corsair 4-3,
CDL
very
won their
close affair.
match.
Certainly a lot to take from it from the Nemesis side. We do move over to Slayer Streets, and as I alluded to earlier, it is arguably one of Rebellion's worst Slayers, if not their worst Slayer so far this season. Yet to win it, 0-2 from
And they beat
Arlington.
Ultra, which is pretty huge, dude. Ultra has not been slacking
Are they going to
lately.
be able to put a 1 instead of that 0? Last shot's going to be the player to watch for me. The other side for Nemesis, we can look at how SLG compares that. This is when it comes to Slayers at this event as well. And Last Shot has been performing extremely well.
You see him holding up bullets in his picture, pocket aces. And he
Why is
really
Twitter
has
not
been
giving
an
me...
ace on
Oh,
the field
Twitter's
time
been
and
buggy
time
ever
again.
since they had issues yesterday,
SLG
huh?
struggling statistically
I haven't
in
been
that
getting
last
my
game. You
Twitter
had some big
updates, bro.
moments.
On
But
like
in
the
this layer,
matches.
Dan,
What the
you cannot
hell?
afford to fumble in those stat
Weird.
categories. You have to make sure that you
Mohammed,
clinical
what's
when you get the
going
chance to
on,
get the
brother?
kills, you
I'm
stay
doing
alive,
very
Dan.
good, bro. How are
SLG
you?
usually deals, or across Arlington,
Miss you
usually
too,
he
bro.
deals
Always happy to have
around 500
all
damage
you
per
regulars
minute
in chat
on
with me,
Slayers. From Last
including
Shot, 540
my man Mad
damage
Clouds.
per
What's
minute.
going on, brother?
They're two
We're
players who are
chilling.
so key to
Happy
the
to be
success of their
vibing,
teams,
watching
but
some
as soon as
Halo on a
those
Friday
averages
night.
start to
What's going
drop
on with
down,
you, bro?
That's when the rest of the team's starting to side-eye each other.
Appreciate
saying,
everybody
well,
popping
how
in.
are
Be
we
sure to
gonna
hit
win
the
this one
thumbs
if our
up.
lead performer is
I don't know
struggling a
why,
little
but
bit,
stream's
which is
been like
exactly
effed up.
What happened to Nemesis in that game 5 against Optic Gaming, where SLG just wasn't quite on the pace.
Like the analytics that I see in my
You'll know he'll
dashboard.
be as critical of his own game as anybody. He reads the game so well. As we head into this next game,
Oh,
he
I
needs to
could go
have
for
a
some
big one.
McCrispy strips, bro.
There's very little room for error, very little margin.
I could go
Make
for some
mistakes in these
McCrispy
big
strips.
series
I
against the
could get
best teams.
dipping,
When you give them
absolutely.
opportunities, when
Oh,
you
it's
give them
gone.
openings, they will
Taylor,
capitalize
what's
on it.
going
They will
on,
make
my
them pay.
man? What do you
Like we've
think
seen
the
in
issue
Game
is with SSG?
Can Nemesis maybe take advantage?
I
of
don't
one of the
even
weaker game
know,
types for sure by
bro.
Rebellion, or has one of the weaker game
The
types
roster
suddenly become
looks
one of their
great on
strongest through
paper.
practice? And of course, the age-old.
You got to imagine there's chemistry,
Is there
right?
worse
Like,
and
I
still
find it
better?
hard to believe the players
Maybe
aren't
Nemesis
aren't
best when it comes to
gelling,
this map mode. I'd like to
if
think
you
at
will,
the
right?
Map number one that this
I
one is
mean,
gonna be
maybe
another
play
tight fight.
style-wise it doesn't work, but
You wonder
I'll
what
be
the
honest with you, I would have been
end-game
swifter to
feeling is
say
for
that about the
Nemesis after
optic
game one.
roster,
We're
but the
down by
optic
3.
looks freaking amazing.
So great heart and resilience to get back into a 3-3 the score.
'Cause, you know, it's like the classic-
Does the air
It's like the
escape your
classic,
lungs,
oh,
then is it a
on
sigh?
paper we have this god
so
squad,
close,
but
but
then
hopefully
it's
got
like
power
it's like in
forward.
basketball, bro. There's only one basketball. There's only so much time and glory to go around. So I really don't know, bro. I haven't watched enough of SSG closely to see like if somebody's slacking or what the problem looks like. Hopefully we get an SSG match here early on the watch party, but
Either way, the score
I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts as well. I know we were talking about it a little bit earlier in chat, but I kind of got derailed talking about something else. You're the only YouTuber I follow, bro. I appreciate that big time, man. I'm honored. I'm effing honored. I really am, and hopefully I provide enough entertainment. Well, I mean, you continue to follow Mohammed, so it must be entertaining enough. But dude, just so blessed to have all y'all in here watching stream every day, man. Y'all are awesome, dude.
That's good enough for the kill. 3 dead for Rebellion.
Wouldn't trade this community for the world.
1 kill game.
I don't know, to be honest. I love SSG, but maybe they need more practice together.
Nemesis have taken control
It's
of the
been
map
quite a
the first time.
while.
They're holding
It's
a
been
high
quite a
line.
while. Some of
Engage.
these teams
Forged
that
against
are
information
giving them
and
a
a
run
kill.
have been together for less time. Oh, Cycle, you got to wrap
Flash
around.
out there.
Oh my,
No fault.
discombobulated there in PD.
Psycho will too, so 3 dead again. This is
You
much
guys got
better
me
for
itching to
Nemesis.
watch an SSG match now. Maybe we'll get one after Optic, because they were playing Complexity after last match, so you'd have to imagine timing-wise. After Optic, they might have another one coming up, maybe main stage. We'll see, I guess.
Yeah, this is back and forth. This is all-out war at the moment.
They
Just
must be
brawling
having
in
issues,
every
because I don't know
aspect.
if you guys noticed, but the cameras are on, and then they're off, and then they're on, and then they're off. I think it's because the wrong players are popping
Standing where
up.
the end of it wins. Snipe Drone gets a pick, turns around on the
See, they're
last
showing
shot.
Snipe Drone, they're
Royal
showing
tries
3
close,
different
this is a healthy
players.
team.
Meanwhile, we're
Royal
watching
2
Royal 2
continue to put down so
POV.
much damage with that stock
This
rifle.
is broken, that's why it wasn't on. Okay, it works. We're on Cycle.
A 3-kill lead. Game slows down
Or
a
should I keep
little
calling him
bit.
Sickle, because that really yielded a lot of
Decided if Frosty
comments on
wasn't
that
gonna
video.
get taken down, he was going to take him down himself.
I think SSG are done for
It's
today
gonna take
already.
easy from Rebellion.
I mean, that would
These
make
last
sense
two
if
games.
Optic had the last match. Yeah, because Friday usually ends pretty early, right, with the games?
Here comes the Nemesis collapse then. SLG gets a trade. Snipe Drone gets a kill elsewhere. It's really good collapse from Nemesis. Playing this one perfectly. Again, they walk in, they get the kills, and they spawn.
Hey,
the
yo,
flank towards
I gotta
Rebellion.
And
speak
Nemesis
my
taking
thoughts
the
out
game
here.
to Rebellion, which I think shows that they are not
Because
scared about who they're going up
I
against.
just
Cycle's
gotta,
gonna get
I'll die on this hill
swarmed
all
into
day,
a
every day,
cafe.
twice
Something
on
is
Sunday.
8-kill lead now
As the
for
Slayer
Nemesis.
hater that I am, I
Like
get
I said about
disappointed
SLG,
when
Woodson,
it's
again,
map 2.
Snipe Drone, who is the player that is putting up the numbers right
I
now.
like a map 5 Slayer, but the
That
map
can
2
happen, though, if you are the
Slayer is
player who
like,
does kind of play the anchor role or just the off position role.
it's when I get up, you know, I use the bathroom, I get a snack. I just have to see the last 5 minutes of a Slayer, low key. Or not 5 minutes, 5
Pushes down
kills
towards
is what I
King
meant.
Street. Engages with Royal 2. Snipe Drone will then engage with Cycle.
It's underwhelming
Dory
for
will
me.
Tip back into the fight. Tries to get the kill on that player on bus stop, and he does. Royal 2 could be eventually about to fall. Absolutely not. He gets shut
I'll
down.
be honest with you, chat. I want some SSG
Read it
merch.
for
Do
Nemesis
they
then.
have good merch like
4
always
kill
up, or do
Yeah,
they do it in
slow
like
down a
waves?
little bit, and they almost wait for Nemesis to come around the corner and punish them for it. Really has been impressive for Nemesis.
What do we
to
got?
Not be scared about who they are pushing though, and again, it's
I
gonna
can
be 31 to
contact them?
24. It's another successful collapse from this Nemesis team.
For
When they
merchandise
are
or
working all
related
together, Nemesis
questions?
look like one of the top rosters in this league, that's for sure. You almost feel like it's inevitable.
Dude,
that
should
at
I
one of
beg
these
them to
events,
send
we're
me
gonna see
some?
another European breakthrough
wouldn't.
with how they've been playing, and you thought it was gonna
I'm
happen
not
at
all that,
Arlington,
bro.
but
What do they got
I
in the
think
shop?
reverse sweep was just think once
I
it
want a
got to
hoodie
2-2,
so
I
bad.
think it
I
was
want a
inevitable
hoodie
it was
so
gonna be a reverse
bad.
sweep as well. Sadly, I think Nemesis probably
Do
accepted.
they have any nice ones?
Let their heads drop a little bit, especially after 3-0.
Oh, these are kind of basic. I want one with the
Great shots
logo.
of
Oh, I
SLG.
want a hat, bro. I want a dad hat.
Being a real thorn in the side of Rebellion here. Great damage down again. Could be about to pick up a double and does. It's a 5-kill game now.
It's kind of basic,
Michael
but
Evans back
I
over
mess
onto
with
Glory.
it.
Let's trade it out. This is what Nemesis
Do
are
they
doing
take
well.
shot
If they're gonna
pay?
give up a kill, they make sure they get a trade in the process. Killing spree now for SLG. This is what
Of
was
course
asked
they
of them. This
take
is what was
shot pay.
demanded. They're gonna win games in series against the big dogs.
Oh yeah, I
Everybody
remember
has
when
to
you
step up
got your merch.
Putting the Stalker rifle to full effect and also
Oh,
not
dude, bro,
overstepping
65
your
bucks is
boundaries.
affordable too,
Not
but I
putting
ain't
that
got
Stalker
that
rifle
money.
in a
I
position
spent
where you're gonna be
80
able to give
on
it away. Instead, just
I
utilizing it
spent
for
80
long-distance damage.
on Rich and Lonely today.
As the ammo starts to be sparse, that's
for
when
the
he starts to get a little
BTH
bit more
drop.
aggressive, seeing if he could capitalize on the damage that was done elsewhere. Still only a 5-kill game though.
Damn,
Nick.
bro.
Real chance for Rebellion to get back into this one. On camouflage going their way, they could really swing this in their favor.
$25 for a long sleeve? That's a
Clean
good price, bro.
and
That's a great
slaves.
price. Dude, I
Gonna
should ask
flash
them to
forward
send me
dead.
like a care package, dude.
They're right back in this game.
Like
Go
I
bet
said, dude, I
against
just
them.
love
SLG
everything
got
they're
the first
doing,
pick.
man.
Psycho slides down towards bus stop. Frosty's there.
Oh my
on
god,
base
they have an
steps as well.
SSG car
Fine.
rug mouse
Just
pad.
like
That is
4
so
fresh
raw.
Kills. SLG falls. It's a 1-kill game. Make it 2. As Snipe Drone answers back.
SLG did do well there.
Oh, dude,
actually
they got
really
everything, bro.
challenging to almost
Dude, we gotta
encourage
get the
push
above
Frosty
average Cody
guaranteed
merch
to
going.
trade, rather than allowing Frosty to come
Dude,
back.
they have a rug that says touch
I think
grass.
as long as
It's
Nemesis
sold
make
out,
sure
but
that trades are happening, they're going to be happy at the moment. It's still a 3-kill lead.
Damn, bro.
Camouflage, though, as I said,
always like the
really swing
NG
things in your
gear
favor if you play
since it's
correctly.
red, white, and black. Not a big red guy, but I was messing with the jerseys,
Doesn't want to give away his position. Wants his
especially when
teammates
they
to
had
do damage
APG. I always said I
Just
wanted an
ghosted.
APG jersey.
Rutum's backed into PD. See
Matt
it rotates
Clouds,
with
I'm gonna
Nemesis
be
here.
I'm gonna
Snipe Drone
be
does not
real
know
with
where
you. I
Royal
don't know
2
what you're
is
talking about, bro.
It's a free kill for him. Royal 2
The one
gets
that comes to
traded
mind
out,
when you say
exactly what they
Gojo is
needed to do.
the shop
You're
soap.
going to lose that kill. Make sure you trade it out. Frosty's isolated. Back Tram. He could be about to hit the respawn screen very soon. Glory puts him away. 4 kills required now for Nemesis to tie up the series.
Yeah, tie it up, maybe. Shopify Rebellion try as they might, they just haven't been able to
Dude,
stop these
Ice, I'm
pushes
so
from Nemesis.
jealous.
Nemesis, again, just trying something a little bit different, sending 2 players round pink, and they do catch Rebellion off guard. 47-44 now. They're so close, but Rebellion is still in it. Just 2
Damn,
more
dude,
kills
money-wise, I
required.
just can't do it right now.
Last shot was the last man on the map.
Let me
for the
rephrase
time
that.
being,
I
though.
shouldn't.
They can flood forward now. They know they only need 1 more kill. As long as they push together, they should be able to get it. Frosty's alone in red room, and they know he's there.
If they had a
SLG
better
continues
hoodie,
to
I might be
ping.
tweaking.
Royal 2 will fight him
Like
on
if they had
driving,
one of the
went a
nice
little
ones
bit
with like
too
the big
soon, a little
logo on the
overzealous.
front or the back,
And will that come back to
I
bite
might
them
be
now?
like,
Nemesis
chat, I'm gonna
already
need
trying
some
to
donos
settle
right
this
now.
one, and Wootum will with
It's
a
an anime
melee,
thing? Well, I
as
figured that.
Nemesis will take
I love the
Street
touch grass
Slayer
slides,
over
dude.
Shopify Rebellion and send us
I
1-1.
want it.
That does settle the
I
debate
want so
of,
much,
you know,
dude.
can
So I'll
Rebellion
show you
get
guys
rid
what
of
I
Street Slayer?
bought
The
for
answer is
Rich and
still no.
Lonely.
They are now 0-3 across the last 2
And also
events.
series is 1-1 if
It means
you
we've
think
got a
I'm not
series
paying
on our hands
attention.
here.
So I
That now
got
brings live fire oddball into the equation.
I
It's our
got
game
this
number
shirt.
4. We spoke about how important
Come on,
game
man.
3
It
and
says
4 were going to be,
BTH
Dan, and
with
we're
a
gonna
little Richie holding a energy
It's 2
sword.
and 4 is where I
Pretty
thought
dope.
if
I wish I
Nemesis
got
were
the
gonna
hoodie
get a
though.
game,
I
it
think I'm
would
gonna
have
regret
happened
it.
on those. They've at least done it on
And
one.
then
Practice
I
Fulham is
didn't
recharged
love any of the
strongholds,
other
arguably
designs,
one of
but I
Shopify
like the
Rebellion's
BTH
best.
logo, so I got
Right,
a
so
BTH hat.
It's whether you can keep up
That's what I
this
got.
thought process of, all right, we know what they're good at, we know what they're bad at. We'll give it
And all
another
y'all
good
better
go
know
here
what
in match number
BTH is,
3,
dude.
map number 3, but
At least what it
certainly
stands for.
we know we have to
But
get
yeah,
to
I
map
love.
number
Oh, this
4,
hoodie's
and
Rich
they've
and
done
Lonely.
just
I was
that.
gonna say I love Rich and
You would
Lonely. This
argue
is the Rich
there's
and
just
Lonely Scump
not
collab.
many holes in the Shopify Rebellion armor. So when you do
I'll show
find
y'all the
one
back
like
if you
this
really
Street
want to
Slayer,
see it, but I don't
they
feel like
made sure
standing
to
up,
get the
honestly.
win. Just push this series one
It says
extra
Rich and
game.
Retired Resort
bare
with
minimum.
the
Make this a difficult task.
the
Make
Paradise
this
logo.
more
pretty dope.
uncomfortable for Shopify Rebellion.
And I love the confidence that Nemesis
And it's
played
just
with.
so
They
high
were
quality. This is the best
always
hoodie I own. This is my
pushing
favorite
Shopify
hoodie.
Rebellion. They were very rarely kind of sitting back and allowing Rebellion to come to them, because if you give Rebellion that initiative where they can decide
Dude, I
how
fucking
they
love
wanna play the
merch.
game,
Man,
how they
we
wanna
gotta
push,
get the.
give them a
I need
plan
to
of
make
attack,
above average
they will
Cody
punish
merch, gosh, man.
They'll
Even
find
if
a
I
way
just
to
do a
pinch you, they'll
t-shirt
find a way to
website, how much
surround
is
you and
like...
smother you, but instead it was
Let's
Nemesis
search
doing the
custom
smothering.
t-shirt.
Every single
What
time
would it
Rebellion were
cost
kind
to get some
of
made?
pinned back a little bit.
All
There
right,
was always
custom ink
Nemesis
is obviously the
members
first
ready
one that
to
comes
deal damage,
up. So
and they'll
let's.
find the
What does a
victory
shirt
off the
at
back of
custom
it.
ink cost
The
for a short
15-47,
sleeve?
The final confirmed result on Slayer Streets, and now we move over to Stronghold's Recharge, which, as I said, I think is one of Shopify Rebellion's
So the
best
Bella
maps of
Canvas
modes.
is the
Keep
shirt
an eye
I
on Royal
want.
too. He averages 2 kills.
It's
and
16.25 each for 25 items.
And that means that's going to be a
I'd probably do like
difficult
100
scenario for
honestly.
Nemesis.
So that
Look at
brings
the
it down to
win percentage difference between the
$12.95,
two teams as well. Back in Arlington on Stronghold.
and that'd be
It's
what?
interesting, the contrast
Oh, that'd
between
be
the
so
teams.
much
Of course,
money. Holy F, dude.
Europe were pretty good at strongholds once upon a time. That quadrant roster went, what was it, 15, 16, 17 and 0 at one point, and now they find themselves with a little bit more difficult.
That'd be
They're
fucking
tested more than they
$1,300
would
for
like.
shirts.
A 50%
Holy
win
cow.
rate versus the 75 of Shopify Rebellion. And do you see this game being the swing?
I think it will certainly be one that could be swinging in favor of Shopify Rebellion. If Nemesis win this game, I
Does
think they win
custom
this
ink do hats?
series. I think I can confidently say that. I mean, maybe I'm going to eat my
course they
words,
do.
but I would like to at least go out on a dime and try and follow statistics.
But do they
how
have
things
Richardson?
are looking on
Oh
paper,
my
but we
god,
always
they
know
do.
Not necessarily the way it goes, but I think Nemesis are in good momentum.
I'm telling
right
y'all,
now.
the Richardson
Shopify Rebellion
112
almost with the
snapback is the
expectations
best
to win
fitting
this next
hat
game with how good they
I've
are.
ever put on my
Are we
effing
gonna
head,
see one of
dude.
those- Another major upset.
Ever.
Because we already know with SSG losing a little bit earlier as well, that's already going to possibly shake up how the bracket looks.
So what's that
Never
cost?
easy after pool play. There's always someone that just changes things, and I wonder whether Nemesis
Where's the
can do
pricing?
it again here in pool play.
So if I did
Nemesis
24 of
do
those,
love upset
$28
the
each. Oh my
Already
god,
seen
that's a
heavy
lot of
deal
money
with
for a hat,
SSG,
dog.
So bracket's going to look a little bit different. A lot of people's predictions before coming into this event. looking
Homies
shaky.
be breaking even on hats. On
Looking
God.
a little
Three,
shaky though sometimes.
Damn,
I
dude.
think you can
I
look
gotta get
shaky
it going.
and still get through the next game. You can have a
I got
one
5 days
run.
off this weekend. Maybe I map some stuff out, dude.
It's not often Rebellion do look shaky. That would be my concern.
And they probably already factor in that the Slayer can go either
All right,
way.
y'all,
They won't be
strongholds.
losing any confidence after that game 2. Game 3 underway then. Snipe drone going for the camouflage.
Just
Gets
do
cut
it
down.
and buy the
before you can
t-shirts.
even
You
make
never
it.
know what will happen.
Absolutely
Yeah, but
obliterated. Instead, it's going to be.
I gotta be
Cycle.
ready,
I think
ready.
gets
like
hold
I
of it,
gotta
maybe,
setting
but
up the
full
website. I
death for
think
Nemesis
is the most
already.
intimidating.
A brilliant start from Rebellion.
But I definitely.
Glory might have had the camouflage
So,
there. That's why they were paying
I know a
close
lot
attention.
of people IRL that want
They might
stuff
have to take it out of the
from
equation.
me. Like they're interested.
Captured C.
But
Now they have A
I
and
feel like
C
for
to go.
every 10
Maybe
people
100
that
for B.
want
Couple
stuff
kills do go the way
in
of Nemesis.
person
And
from
that's the
me,
interesting thing
there's
about
probably
it.
100
This whole
of y'all that
combination
want
of the
stuff.
stack. You can have the better
And I
strategy,
think my
but
biggest
still
fear
find
is
yourself
taking
losing
more
the game
orders
due
than
to
I can
points.
handle. So maybe I do like a small launch, a soft launch, and be like, hey, this many items are up, and see how they do. And then if that shit all sells, get all that stuff out, take the profit from that, make more, and then we just keep fucking running it. Because the biggest thing is my main goal with merch is not the money. All right, if I was in this for the money, guys, I would have done so much shit already. You know what I mean? Like, my goal is to get the shit in your guys' hands, you know? So I'm gonna make it as affordable as possible, and then just keep recycling the money back into the operation, dude. But don't let fear make your decision. Run it. You got this. It's just, oh man, the biggest thing is I already do so much. Like I'm so busy. Oh, that's a mean route. I just got so much going on where it's like, but again, I don't want to keep putting it off, bro. Literally. Bro. Hold on, I gotta show y'all the wristband. The wristband literally says just start. I actually got this at work because they were handing them out, and I was looking at what the phrases are, and this one said just start. And the people kind of like, they thought I picked a silly one like as a joke, but literally that's what I always say when people talk about making content and stuff. I tell y'all, like, just start. Literally, just make something. Just do it. So I'm kind of not taking my own advice in this situation. I think I'm going to look into it. I'm going to map some stuff out. It doesn't cost any money to talk about it. A guy at work always says that. So be real with me. This is just for fun. If I did a soft launch of shirts and hats, who would actually pop online and do it? And this isn't like just me like feeling. I know a lot of people are interested, but like be honest with me, y'all. Like Like, would y'all be like pumped, or would you
Although
just be
even
like,
he is,
I'm
though,
just gonna
do
do it
enough
to
damage
support
here just
Cody?
by
You know what I
being a
mean?
threat.
Like,
Just like
because
that.
if I make the shit, I want to make it
Couple of
dope,
shots
bro.
here
I
or
want
there
people
just
to,
try
I
and
want
back
people to
up
love this
Nemesis
shit.
players who want to go for it. They have to commit a lot of resources if they want to take him down.
You can see Nemesis actually postured like they were going
And
to
I'll be honest, a lot of
gonna
people who
bait
play
switch,
strongholds
went A
really have to
instead.
take some
Great
notes
heads
here,
up play. They
because look how
recognized
much they're
exactly
just
where
standing and
Last Shot was
hiding on
positioned
points.
and knew it was gonna
Like,
be
you
so
saw
difficult
Wutum doing
to
it
get him out
early
of
in the
there.
game on
So
A,
Prioritize
and then you
going
just had
A,
last
leave
shot
C,
kind of
let him have
holding
it.
until he had an opportunity to crawl out.
And he will finish off C, though. That's the real question. Temporary 2 versus 2 on the map. C will be controlled by Nemesis, so they are finding a way to consistently break these setups, but they haven't been able to really set up themselves. If it does end up being a messy game going this way, then I think gradually it's just going to go in favor of Shopify Rebellion, unless Nemesis can find some control. But when
It's a good
Frosty's hitting
win.
shots like that, it's so difficult to actually control the game.
I'd love some merch from you.
You're right as well. Every
Dude, so
single time Nemesis
my
you get two strongholds, they
fatal
only get 2 points before one of the strongholds
my
is
fatal
contested. That
flaw
means
would
that
be
they get 2 points,
making
but
a
they
bunch
lose
of
6 when
merch
they
and just wanting
get
to
flipped
give so much
eventually.
away that I don't
Rebellion
make any
will just
fucking
keep
money.
grinding out points.
Like, dude, if I had a stack of
Machine
merch,
is
I'd be
working
like,
right now.
who wants a
Like
freaking
that, though,
t-shirt?
from
You know what I
Nemesis
mean? And dude, I would just do hella stuff like that.
Let's make sure we push the trip cap, because then it forces.
Gotta have
Shopify
cotton
Rebellion
t-shirts.
to
I don't
back
F with
themselves into a corner
polyester.
a little
I
bit.
don't know what the one I
Still
really
grenade
like
right
is,
to
but
the
there's a
face.
t-shirt that I really like. I might be wearing one now.
Fight between
Do I have an
Glory and
EVL
Grove
shirt on? I do. Whatever this
Well,
shirt
Tails
is.
in trouble. He has
That's the
help,
one I
though.
really like. It fits so good, bro. I don't even know if it still has a tag. This is an old t-shirt. It does have a tag. Hold on, I need to see what this tag is, bro. Hold on.
Shot slides in, gets the kill, and we'll be able to convert an A now.
I mean, just that passage of play from Royal 2 and then last shot to get control of A. Either one of them had died.
Hold on, I'm gonna
Probably
take a
different
picture. I'm gonna
scenario
take a
here.
picture with my
Nemesis
phone.
probably would be in the lead, probably would still have A as well. Again, it's those fine margins at the very top of HCS.
I can't freaking see it. Okay.
Because then you'd think pushing through the
Alright,
door,
whatever
he was
this
gonna
shirt
get
is,
hit
what
by
is
a
it?
nade, but it was the fact that he was quick enough to get there before the grenade even
That's just the
arrived,
logo. I
let alone
can't read
explode.
what it is. I don't know, man. I hope it's not polyester though.
A and C get traded once more.
Cotton shirts shrink though,
Rebellion would
dog.
be
I
more
can't
than
have my
happy to
shirt
keep
shrinking
making
on the
that trade.
homies.
They just pull away now with a slight lead. Not much between the two teams. Glory's trying to get away. He looks to take the fight in the end, gets the trade. Beautiful work from him. And again, A will go, C will get captured. But this time, B is where Nemesis have control. And they will start to score once more.
I'm surprised how comfortably that Nemesis are getting B back time and time again.
Do you have any new, fresh team
Rebellion
out
are
of
really
radar
committing
in
their
your mind that you
resources over
think
towards A or C,
that it
but
has a
we'll
chance
say the
to be
same
the
thing
new
here, but
world
Nemesis now
leading
will take the
team?
fight, but that is great cover.
Oh,
Frosty just pulling out damage out of his pocket for fun.
beautiful
I
bait
wouldn't
switch
call
there.
them out of radar. I don't know if this fits the script, but if you wanted me to pick a team that I want to go far,
Prediction nade
that
from
I
Snipe
think
Drone.
could go
Huge
far, that is
prediction
not
nade
in
from
the
the team.
tip-top conversation, is TSM.
They're gonna lose C, but it could have been a lot
I mean, I
worse.
think they were
As a
kind
camouflage
of
player,
inching
still got an
towards
influence
that
on the map
tip-top
here.
conversation until their performance at the last event.
C. Cycle in the 1v1.
But now that they have Manny back, bro,
See,
I'm
Wutum's
going with
just trying
that,
to get
dude.
information. Is his teammates, are they going to arrive? The answer is no. Cycle brings up big.
Don't care what anybody says. I love that Halo
Huge
4 you
win
didn't
for
get
Cycle,
descoped
gets a
after
double
being
kill as
shot.
well. It's going to eat away at the time for Nemesis.
So,
All four
I would
dead.
love that too. I
Cycle's
just think
looking
it'd be a
to
little
push
too
into
OP. Personally.
Means it's going to force those
I think it'd be a
spawns
little
over
too
towards
OP.
C. Now, previously, Nemesis did pretty well. And one taken C, and then someone else went over towards Pipes, and they were able to get B as well. But I think there's going to be 4 players committing towards B this time from the side of Shopify Rebellion.
TS what? What?
Neither team really been able to get comfortable and hold a setup. Still jostling for position.
Did I
this late in the
misspeak?
game.
Oh,
Setups. Either the setups have been weak or the breaks have been strong for both teams. You mentioned how Nemesis just keep managing to be able to capture B. But the triple cap could get locked in here again. Frosty's going to go to A. Anchor those spawns. SLG towards glass. Snipe Drone gets his face
I didn't
ripped
hear it
from
well.
his
Oh, TSM.
neck. 3 dead then.
I don't even
Glory
I
last
don't
ball
even
towards
like I'm not
Sneak, and
obsessed
he
with
will
them as an
also
org.
fall.
I just love
And
that
all
team.
of a sudden Rebellion have put real distance between them and Nemesis.
yeah, this is probably the game right here with this trip cap just being such a heavy scoring period. And even if Nemesis do rescue this one back with a single cap, they still have to try and find A or C. The fact they've only been able to go for B here means it's been a real struggle for them to get any real control of this map.
A lot of pressure being applied now. What was a really close game has now started to spiral out of control here. And you know when you're playing Stronghold, it's never over. There's always a chance.
Bungie Studios should bring Noble 6 back for the
running
next
out of
Halo game after
opportunities.
watching Atriox beat the shit out of
Frost's got
GP.
another
Could you sell?
camouflage. C's being converted, another triple cap being threatened here.
I don't know why, but the way you worded that was
Frost's gonna
funny to
close
me.
the distance quick. He's getting damage taken from top gold.
Oh, man.
This is good for Nemesis now. Glory's in the hill. But you feel Nemesis are going to need a triple cap here, Dan, to really eat away at this lead.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult to try and hold off Shopify Rebellion with just a 2-cap for this long. I mean, it's not impossible, but the sheer caliber of players that Rebellion has, you'd expect one player to win a 1v1 fight where they're not supposed to win it.
So I told y'all this would either be a blowout series or it would be a very close series, and I think I'm on the side of very close.
We saw this in the Capture the Flag on Aquarius as well.
We don't deserve series this good on a Friday, y'all. We don't deserve this.
There is at least the win from Sniper. I was going to say there is the fight that's being won that maybe shouldn't. But B is now going to be converted. A also being converted as well, and Rebellion have broke.
Question was, is it impossible? The answer is no, but it is improbable.
Did he mean to grab that shot?
Triple caps in tight, it's in deep. They have got many
might have
B
left it
and
up there 'cause
C,
he
but
knew he was
just
gonna
to say
die.
that, nope. Players fall, and Rebellion retake the lead in the series. 2-1 now the score.
I really like Shopify's jerseys, by the way. Like,
All
probably my
starting to
favorite jerseys.
Go by the plan of the stats.
Weird question. Do they sell
Still an
those?
unbeaten map in mode for Shopify Rebellion. 4-0 now
Shopify
across the last two events.
Rebellion.
It just is one of those
Merch.
that really accommodates the
Oh my God, they
playstyle
do.
of the entire team. Whether it's Royal 2 having the chance to just sit top class and rain hell down upon the rest of the world, or if it's Frosty going wild.
Chat, I'm gonna
with
need somebody
a
to
shotgun
dono
rifle.
75 real
Just
quick
the sticky
to the
grenades.
link below in the description.
The question that was posed at the start of the series, Dan, was stylistically.
Do they accept
playstyles.
shop pay?
Will Nemesis be able to match Rebellion's pace? And we've seen that
I don't
they
know.
have. They've been competitive. In stark contrast to the FaZe series. Now, we can say that maybe they ran out of juice, maybe they were playing too much and too long. But we have seen that they can push Shopify the distance. They can.
Chat, I
make
just
it rather
asked if
uncomfortable, but in those big moments, they haven't been able to find the ice.
Shopify
They haven't
Rebellion
quite been able
accept
to find
shop
the
pay.
strategy and the way to lock down, whether it's the strongholds, whether it's the slayers. There is a few holes in the game.
Chat,
that
I'm
is
tired,
really
alright?
shore
That's
up.
the only excuse I need, okay?
And I think it
That's
matters
the
what
only excuse
map
I
and mode
need.
you're playing as well, for the pace of which you are going for it. Like, it's very different on Street Slayer when Nemesis were able to constantly push through and take charge of really the map.
Dude, that
just with the
jersey's
pace
so
at which they were
dope.
playing, whereas on Recharge Strongholds, you can play that way, but then you might not have any Strongholds
What
to
else
go
do they
alongside
got?
it, and suddenly then the spawn's happening on the other side
It's
of the map.
customizable for 90. We can get an
It's about
above average
recognizing
Cody
when you need to
Shopify
speed up and when you
jersey.
need to slow it down. And I'm not saying that Nemesis are incapable of doing it because they've already displayed that, but I just think the Rebellion may be a little bit better at switching up the pace when they need to at the moment. Again, it is a better mapping mode for Shopify Rebellion, so kind of where I was expecting this series to go to be 2-1 at this point, but live fire oddball is going to be the true test now for Nemesis. Because, again, when Shopify Rebellion are in control, they look incredible. But what we did learn from that map 3 was the fact that they can break setups, Nemesis. And you need that ability when you're going into a ball game where we know Shopify Rebellion at some point.
I'll be
are gonna
honest
get
with you,
the chance to
Jonathan.
have that
Jonathan,
IQ setup.
And it's not even out of the realms of possibility.
I'm
for us to sit
fraudulent
here
when
and
it comes
have a
to
2-1
lore.
lead, not because of the Strongholds game mode,
Even the
but because
story,
the
I'm
Apple
not
flag, 4-3,
in the
but a
loop, bro.
number of
I didn't
occasions,
even
a number of opportunities came their way and they fumbled them.
So I played,
You have to think they're
I
kicking
think
themselves
I
where
finished the
now,
Halo 4
whether it's later,
campaign, but
they
it was
know
forever
that
ago.
Game 1 was theirs. It was,
And
they
then
snatched
Halo
defeat,
5 I
they
never
You
played.
can't afford to,
And
though.
then
You
I
can't
didn't
afford
finish
to
Halo
cast
Infinite
your
I'm a
mind
bum.
back and think of what
I really
ifs,
should
then
go
just
through and play them
focus
all,
on
to be
what's ahead
honest.
of
That'd
you,
be a
and
good
that
thing
is
to
on
do
live fire.
towards like the end of the
Again,
HCS
it's
this
another
year,
map
waiting
mode
for a
that
new game.
Shopify Rebellion have yet to win this season.
That's
You can
maybe
see
that should be
Oddball
on the
in general, they
agenda.
are 4-4, which isn't terrible, but maybe for a team that's in the top 2, you'd expect it to be a little bit better. But Nemesis, they are 4-1. It is definitely one of their better game types. Certainly keep an eye on Cycle in this one. He's usually the player who holds
mean
the ball
Sickle?
for Shopify Rebellion, as well as dropping big numbers on the slaying side. On the side of Nemesis, I'm going to be looking out for Glory to be the difference maker. I've said a lot about Wootem, I've said a lot about Snipe Drone, even talked about SLG. But when it comes to Oddball, Glory is often the player who is up there statistically, whether it be getting kills on the board, whether it's the damage he's outputting or just having that ball in his hands to rotate.
Oddball.
You know these players love live fire as well. That chance to get the sniper rifle in your hands, take control of a game, dictate what way
Why
a
is
series
TripAdvisor
goes
trying to get me to book a trip while I'm watching Halo, bro?
Glory is playing this game for moments like that, for legacy moments. You look back, you're talking about your kids, your grandkids.
The story
Here's
part
the
of
moment I won a
Halo
series
is
for my
why
team.
I love it so much. Oh
This
yeah,
is
like
where
I
I
played
popped
all
off.
the old goated campaigns when
Starting
I
strategies
had nothing better to do.
already
Played them
Nemesis here,
over
they've
and
got
over
hands
and
on the
over
ball.
again.
But the
It's just
sniper
been
rifle
so
in the hands
long,
of
man.
Frosty. He's already finding faces.
Would you rather have your hands on the ball or have Frosty have his hands on the sniper rifle and maybe even a camouflage to go alongside it? I think the next 20 seconds will tell us really what you would prefer. Ball gets played off the map. Can Frosty win this engagement? He's just going to line up
Ooh.
Snipe Drone.
Very nice.
So even though it was a nice early start for Nemesis, it's only 15 points to show for it. But again, if you keep scrapping up 15 points time and time again, it can certainly put you in a good position.
Oh, it doesn't even catch a glimpse of him.
Game's
Oh, he
going by a
hears
lot
him
less
though.
than 15 seconds. That much for
Oh,
sure.
what a
Frosty
lineup.
Taking his time with Snipe Drone, knew that kill was guaranteed. Slides towards Big Door now. Two members positioned over towards green, so he's looking to provide some cover fire here.
Oh.
Will step across the bridge. Frosty will miss that shot. He doesn't often miss them ones. You have to make him pay when he does.
Ball doesn't go off the map. Ball actually stays there. Nemesis, I think Mutum's just got the call saying, actually, ball didn't get played. A little bit of a blunder from
gonna be
Shopify
some
Rebellion.
decent
Just not
time.
able to get it off the map, and Nemesis can now get some free time off the back of that. Can Nemesis take Oddball Li-Fi to send us to a game 5 here in pool play? Who's just seemed to find a little bit of something extra special on these Fridays.
He definitely heard him slide. No, he didn't.
Finding a little bit of extra oomph. It's required against Rebellion. Double kill for Snipe Drone. Got one ticket damage into Royal 2 as well.
That was a
Play
good
ball
sequence
this
there,
time as well.
honestly.
40 seconds now. That's a significant advantage. If they can play these next few moments right, make this really uncomfortable for Rebellion. Don't give them an easy setup. As I say that, 2 go down. SLG and Glory in the respawn.
Yeah,
The
dual
group is
wielding
gonna
was
join
Halo
them. Maybe
2.
Staggered spawns. Snipe Drone's in big trouble
It's
here.
funny because I don't
Kobe,
remember
just
playing a
don't
lot
die.
of Halo 2,
And
but I
Psycho will
literally
get the
remember
kill.
doing
That's
hella
why I
dual
said at
wielding,
some
so I
point
definitely played more
Rebellion
Halo
get
2
the
than
ideal
my
setup.
brain
It's how
thinks it
Nemesis actually
remembers.
respond to that. How do they break? It's come at a time where the camouflage is also arriving. So depending on which way you look at it, it could be the perfect time to try and break, or the worst time. Because if you
Ugh.
don't break it and you lose camouflage, you could suddenly find yourself down by quite a bit of points.
The break's going to come. Cyclone's got the camouflage. Let's have a listen in with Nemesis and see how they
Oh, no.
navigate these final moments.
Enemy has the ball.
Hey, Tommy's behind me,
Hey, John,
Enemy
no,
has the ball.
okay, I spawned. I spawned elbow. Kill, you said it. I'm C.
Yeah, I'm gonna go dip. I have your dip.
I'm holding C. I'm holding tower.
No, mid-A, run up.
Hey,
Two mid-A.
One shot, white ball. One top mid. Look at side. Yeah, on side. Cyclone sniping event. Yeah, Cyclone snipe. One was top mid. Might have dropped, I don't know. One cuts.
Play this early.
One going cuts.
Yeah, two top middle guys.
One on OS now. One on OS now.
Two top middle.
One ball. One ball.
On ball, one.
middle.
One shot ball.
Okay, I spawned.
Yes,
Spawn
Keto
elbow.
sniping. Three there.
Yeah, OS actually. He didn't die. He's
Two on ball, one a snipe.
I'm going B. I'm going B.
Let's go right.
Yeah, Victor.
Keto sniping bottom mid.
Yeah, back to dip.
Get big again.
He's 2 shot big.
Go mid-A.
I can look.
One shot A roll 2.
Deep sniping.
Yeah, one shot dip. Bring me dip.
I'm hitting ball. Ball's
Too big on me. Too big on me. I'm dead. Too big. Last too big into last two dip.
Main shield.
Maybe Keto.
I ball.
This is scrappy.
They're out. The bottom middle. I spawn OS.
Stay close.
They're back in.
Dip. No damage.
We can dip.
Dip.
Two dip on me, guys. Which on OS?
I come up here.
One shot A. I got one. I never got A pit.
Yeah, one shot A. I score one shot.
Tommy's after. Last guy.
Good
He's one
comms.
dead.
All dead.
Gonna be big ball time here.
I spawn big. I'm just picking.
So all 4 down on the side of Shopify Rebellion. Nemesis able to hold the ball at the moment. But let's jump into a quick listen on the side of Rebellion and see how they respond.
15 seconds. They're just anybody. We're gonna go. Yeah, 12 seconds. I'm going to go with you. Two E5.
Yeah, it's GG.
Walk out. All good.
Keep my break goes.
I think that was a weird time to go into a listen-in, to be honest.
Just get that ball off of them, but Nemesis are able to hold on to it and take the first round. And interesting listening on the side of Nemesis as well. Very passionate at the moment. Very much believe they can get back into this series, and for good reason. They are a team who certainly would have done their research and know this is a very winnable one.
World 2 falls. Sniper rifle is just picked up. It's a late grab. Ball getting rotated as well. 3 dead for a moment for Nemesis. You know, Last Shot wants to hand this ball or the sniper rifle over so he can have a larger impact on the map.
I hate having the
Royal
ball
2's going
and
for
the power
camouflage.
weapon, bro.
He tosses the ball towards him. Not opting to play the camo this time. Instead, Royal 2 is going to pop it into his chest. SLG falls.
Oh my god.
Just about looked like he was going to join him, but Last Shot instead decided to play it a bit more patient, perhaps. The Spidey senses were thinking there was a player over towards the big door. Like we spoke about though, Royal 2 does have that camouflage. He's done a full loop of the map so far.
Enemy has the ball.
Got the ball over towards this tower side. SLG gets a pick. Mutum does fall though. Glory taking a lot of damage trying to get the green. This is a great start here for Rebellion off the break.
Ooh, tough loss.
If you look back at one of the major problems as to round 1, and it was the ball not being played that Nemesis really took advantage of and got maybe 20 to 33 points that perhaps they shouldn't have. And in the end, it was enough of a difference to allow Nemesis to get across the finish line.
I hate when they switch in the sniper reticle.
They do not allow that to happen. Said Glory is one of those players that can just provide a little bit of something extra when it comes to this mapping mode, and he's doing just that.
Glory almost lost. The player under
Oh,
him there
what
for
a
a
shot.
second. Royal 2 puts an elbow in his spine, gets the kill.
Nah, there's no assassinations. People, people really wanted those, honestly.
Just a touch here. Cycle managed to just survive on the scoreboard for how long is the question? The answer, not very long. Frosty will receive 1 tick of damage off Mutum in that fight as well, making this one difficult fight for Frosty. His snipe drone gets the kill. The Last Shot picks up the ball, gets himself out of dodge. Doesn't decide to play it this time though. Cycle trying to stay alive in green, trying to prioritize living here. Not successful in his attempt. Royal 2 will drop off nest over towards green, then we go. Heads up play from Snipe Drone, recognizing the situation that he was in. Somehow spins it a dime and
Gets the play, gets the kill.
After the play of the ball. I mean, in theory, he could have been gaining time right now, but you're not really to know. It was one of those things that I think it was the right decision, but he would have no idea that he was going to actually win that engagement in the end. But they are still getting time. He was able to give the team a heads up that the ball was going to be played. Now they have the ball, and 3 are dead, and they have a camouflage, and the sniper rifles coming up. So
this might be big time for Nemesis here.
Things looking pretty rosy then.
Enemy has the ball.
Rosy.
As I say that, 2 go down. Snipe Drone and Glory hit the respawn screen. Mutum with the camouflage, trying to stay alive here. He's got 2 members trained on him though. Sniper rifle pops up. Frosty will dip away with it. Will he be able to survive? The answer is yes. This could be a huge moment in this game.
Yeah, you don't want to allow Frosty to get away with a snipe. We've already seen some big shots he hit already in this game, and there's going to be another body shot. And just like that,
3 dead. Oh no.
Big
time coming up.
But sadly, Glory's in a position where they're going to be able to delay this one. In the end, he gets
bring the soft Halo 4 back into the game. Jonathan, I'm getting a feeling you're a big Halo 4 guy.
We always want to see the flashy headshots, but sometimes body shots can be just enough to put pressure on your team, on the enemy team. Oh,
ooh.
Frosty finds the face of SLG there.
Ball dropped. Enemy half victory.
Frosty's popping off now. Killing spree locked in. Hits another body shot on the Glory.
Frosty, I don't care what you say. I mean, this is
right
an insane take. One of the best POVs with the sniper. Him and Formal and Stellar.
All it takes is a couple attacks, a couple of body shots, even a headshot here and there.
Reach is my favorite. I had so many good times on Reach, bro.
Lead.
I remember buying. I remember buying Reach. 2 of my favorite games of all time. Reach and New Vegas. I remember getting them both at GameStop.
Good news for them is the sniper is out of ammo now, but SOG is going to fall as well to Royal 2.
We literally, my mom took me to GameStop and
extracted so much value
they had the Halo Reach like legendary collection in the huge box with the statue and stuff on sale. And my mom let me get that and Fallout New Vegas, and both of those are just like, I mean, Fallout New Vegas is one of my favorite games of all time. And Reach, although it's not my favorite Halo per se,
lot of work to do for Nemesis
It's up
in round
there,
two.
and I just have so many great memories on it. I played the shit out of Halo Reach,
very
dude.
much over towards tower, got the call that someone was weak sandbags and was able to help instantly. A controller player on a lower sensitivity probably would have just kept going.
I remember
You're
like
not
Saturday
gonna turn around
mornings,
fast
dude,
enough
just playing
as
tons
SLG
of
wants to take the
infection.
fight for a triple.
Tons of
Royal 2
infection.
repositions, but Royal 2 still gets found.
I used to get on like
Good
those
work
glitch
from
spots
SLG.
on the map, dude.
Now trying to contest the camouflage as well.
Good times.
3 members of Shopify
Great
Rebellion leaning
times.
over towards camo now. SLG done a lot of damage. Glory was there to capitalize. He lost his shields in the process though. And after this skirmish,
It's the game that got me into
So
competitive
Frosty went
Halo.
down
So
to
I
get
didn't
down
get
on
into
the
competitive
camouflage.
Halo really until
Scoops
early
up,
in
pops into his
Infinite,
chest.
because I was
Scoops gonna be
always
forced
a
to play
COD
ball very
fan. I was
soon.
always a bigger COD fan,
Frost
but
looking to have even more influence on this
it's
round.
just crazy that I kind of shifted
He's been
to
huge.
Halo
He's been massive,
so late.
but there's still work to do. They've only got a 15-second lead now. Nemesis has done so good.
Enemy has the ball.
It helps when SLG's got the eyes of a hawk. He just tagged Frosty 3 different times as Frosty was trying to get behind, get down to dirt. Wootum still has the ball over towards green, and just like that, we're going to be tied up as Nemesis now right back into this one. But now Frosty can put that camouflage to his advantage and at least stop Wootum from getting too much time here as the ball will be
Ball out
played.
of bounds.
Nemesis now with a 5-second lead.
Close
This next
freaking-
round of Slay is going to be so important. Glory gets the opening pick
Close
here.
score here.
Wootum did fall. Wootum's back off the respawn screen now.
Dropped.
The ball's been scooped up by Nemesis. And they're forcing Shopify Rebellion to make plays that perhaps they don't want to. Cycle
I can
gets a
never
pick,
crouch
though.
jump that, bro.
It's been answered back by Snipe Drone with a trade. Numbers advantage just favoring Rebellion for now.
Woo.
This final round coming down to the wire here, because if it goes the way Nemesis wanted to, they will win it here. Last shot got hands on ball though. And he's moving it towards tower.
Oh
2
boy,
members
you
of
got
Nemesis have
Royal
fallen.
Tower.
This is the opportunity. This is the moment to tie up the round. Snipe shot connects with the body. Snipe shot connects with Glory's
It's
body as
over.
well. And he hunts down the kill.
over.
Double
It's-
kill,
oh
making
my
it
God,
triple
it's so
for
over.
Last shot taking over the round.
Oh my God, it's so over, dude. Did you see Last Shot yell when he hit that?
Winning the series here, and now takes us to
Oh
1-1
my
here on
God.
Oddball Live Fire.
That was disgusting,
Nemesis
dude.
had the opportunity, but that is the difference maker. That is why Shopify Rebellion find
Oh
themselves
my
in
God,
finals.
they're about
If
to,
someone
they're
can just
about to
step up
run
with the
through this
sniper rifle
final
when you need
round.
them to.
You know how hyped they are after that, dude?
This round, that last round was about moments. Frosty had his. Last shot put an exclamation point on that round. Nemesis find themselves in a very familiar position. The nearly moments, the triple kill for Royal 2. Now he's deciding to have his moment
wants the
in the
over.
early round 3.
Yeah, this is the problem when you're going up against a team like Shopify Rebellion. Every single player on that roster can have those big moments, can be the difference maker. And it comes down to such fine margins. If you have that one player who's just hitting headshot after headshot, it's almost
Enemy has the
impossible to
ball.
do anything.
Ball dropped.
Penguin sat on the sofa and
Ball dropped.
he said time and time again, they'll ask the question, what went wrong in that game? What went wrong in that series? And it was X-player just hit no scopes. Frosty's done it, last shot too. Royal 2 looks to a following suit with his teammates.
Which means it's Cycle's turn next, right?
Good
Ball
kill.
dropped.
Or is it going to be someone from Nemesis? Wootum, the last remaining player. Camouflage again is going to be in the hands of Rebellion here.
Ball dropped.
Camouflage does just dissipate. There's the word I was looking for. Had to go deep into the folders. Snipe drone in-house, putting down damage.
That's the thing about casting too,
Climbers
is
in
like
towards the
you
window.
can't just talk about the game.
Gonna
Like
play
you
cat
gotta
and
have
mouse here, gets
saves
the
like
stick on the
that. Good
Snipe drone,
stick.
stays alive somehow, some way. And gets his hands on the ball.
Oh,
Nemesis are in massive trouble here.
Last Shot is kind of on
another big
one.
double. And Nemesis just need to accept it. And Glory comes flying in.
Enemy has the ball.
I was going to say, except that you've got a couple of players down. Can you just wait for that push? Maybe Glory got a call that it was okay to go for it because they had maybe saw Royal 2 was out of position, and they do essentially get a trade 1-for-1, so it's 3v3 on the map. QT is going to go in favor of Cycle, though. At least get the chance to back off. But this is a big push from Nemesis. 2 are down on the side of Rebellion.
Decent early lead here for Rebellion off that hot start. The big brawl happening in-house. Last shot and Royal 2 are just not there just yet. It's a 2v3 in there, but somehow Rebellion managed to get the picks that they need. Cycle gets one. It's a 1v1 with Snipe Drone and Cycle then. Plasma grenade goes down.
I believe
Snipe Drone's forced to
the
give it up.
sidekick, which
Re-engages,
is the
takes the
pistol,
fight, loses it to
is
Cycle.
5.
This could mean even more time now for Shopify Rebellion.
Yeah, great collapse as well. Last shot's able to come down through bottom middle. Another camouflage, and sadly for Nemesis, this game is starting to run away from them because of the constant camouflages, and now snipers coming up. Nemesis, though, have maybe timed this well. 3 are going to be dead on the side of Rebellion if last shot was to fall, but he doesn't because he has sniper. Or camouflage, excuse me. But who did find that sniper? Roger. Dead. Last shot has it now. I was right. I knew it was coming. It's a premonition.
Is it last shot's moment then? SLG will fall in this. We're starting to see it now down where Rebellion members are staying alive, no shields, when they really shouldn't be able to. And Nemesis are desperate in the kills. They're desperate in the damage.
Dude, this is a good freaking
They're not being
matchup,
rewarded for
dude.
it. Rebellion just playing patient, playing intelligent.
This is a
Great
good
awareness now,
matchup.
bringing the ball back towards tower, doing damage, throwing down grenades, Wooten down to no shields, and Royal 2 is in hot pursuit.
It's last shot who actually gets the cleanup, but Royal 2 down bottom
This
middle will
would
get the
obviously
trade.
be a good
They
win
all
for
count, and they all
Shopify, but this would
very
be a
important here
monster
because
win
there's
for
still
them.
time going in favor of Rebellion. Rebellion have been capitalizing on this time every single time they have a player advantage right now. SLG loses the sniper. Frosty, is he going to be able to find it? I think he's just going to opt to stay alive for now, but he's going to be able to shift his way back up, and of course he wasn't going to leave the sniper rifle behind.
Making himself such a difficult kill here, forcing Nemesis to pay so much attention, spend so many resources on him. He's still alive here. They chased him bottom middle, they chased him over towards tower,
He is,
and he
oh my
still
god, it
lives,
is Milk
and his
Central here.
teammates are getting kills around it. Frosty's having a huge oddball game here.
Just shouldn't be able to stay alive at that point. You have to
Yeah, you
shut
gotta
it
kill
down
that,
and
man.
kill
That's so
Nemesis, but that's
frustrating when you
also
can't
why
kill the dude on
Frosty
tower. That is so
Friday
frustrating.
and Saturday in Arlington was the best player
my
in
God,
the
and
arena
he
without a
graves
shadow
him.
of a doubt. However, Sunday maybe didn't quite match those performances. Could this tournament be a little bit different for Shopify Rebellion? Their first hurdle here, will they fall or can they just about leap over Nemesis? Because it's looking like it's heading that way.
Things were going so well for Nemesis. But did they find themselves in that familiar situation again, like they've seen in game 1? They gave themselves every chance to win.
This is looking really good for
But they're coming
Shopify here.
up short here. 3 dead for Rebellion. This is finally an opportunity for Nemesis to eat away at that lead.
As I say
They've done
that.
it in round 1. Can they do it again?
Very quick response from Glory to move that ball towards tower. Frosty's going to be the first player to push though. Wootum had camouflage but gets shut down. 3 are dead now for Nemesis. The ball's going to have to be played, so not really much damage done in terms of the clock, and all 4 go dead now. And someone was already waiting bottom middle. Is the writing on the wall for this one? Nemesis are going to have to start taking a couple of risks. And by doing so, Rebellion might just be able to lay some traps here.
Oh boy.
Beautiful 5-shot from Frosty. Predicting the exact routes the Nemesis players were going to take, knew exactly where they were spawning and where they were likely to be. The ball hasn't gone off the map again. Frosty notices this, not making the same error they did in round 1. Gets it off the map.
He sent
and it's
it.
Played. The play ball is going to be delayed because of the
Do
repulse.
you use the
into
Xbox
air.
Pro
Yeah,
controller?
just a
No, I'm
very
gonna
minor
scuff.
thing,
I
but a
used
very
to,
important one
but
as well, especially with only 1 minute on the clock, and it gives your team more
I
time.
used to
get
love the
bottom middle
Xbox
to
Elite,
compete with
but
it,
I
so
had to switch
good
to a
heads up
scuff
play
because
from
mine
Frosty.
broke.
Wootum's already down. It's gonna
And
be a 4 versus 3.
honestly, I really like the scuff, so
Again, it's the sniper rifle in the hand.
I'll be sticking with it for the foreseeable future.
There's a member of Nemesis dying to a no-scope. And I think that'll be the story for this mapping mode, is the no-scopes have been everything.
Sniper rifle has just been so influential.
Oh, dude, he really wanted that.
Stone Cold Killers.
Oh my God.
Royal 2 finds yet another face.
Just 12 more seconds now. Nemesis
Elias,
is
what's
one
going
last
on,
push
bro?
for them.
The final knockings for Nemesis. Snipe drone gets a kill, making a double kill. Last shot in towards the cuts area then. They only need 5 more seconds to go fall though. Numbers favoring Nemesis. They still have life. They're still in this game.
Yeah, they've got the ball side
I
to
don't know,
ready
man.
play.
They're gonna
He's got a
have to
chance
play
now to
this
flank around,
freaking
be a little bit sneaky,
perfect.
and try and just catch them off guard, but maybe Wootum smelt something because he head the other way and made sure that ball did not head towards tower. So instead, it's going to be a full-on 4v4 push here that Nemesis need to hold.
Wootum pulled the handbrake up and decided to drift his way out of there.
Oh boy.
Here comes Cycle.
Cycle's
Here comes
time
the
to
pain.
shine.
Beautiful grenades go down. They've managed
a lot
to
of
shut down,
damage
but
on
so
ball,
much damage
too.
was done. Glory's gonna fall. Wootum's forced to play the ball once more. Double kill locked in for last shot. Ball is played. And is this the end for Nemesis series?
20 seconds. Snipe drone's going to head down bottom middle though, and will get a touch on the
Yeah,
ball. But
one
2
dead.
have gone down. Make
It's
it
gonna be
3
two
if Glory
dead.
falls as well, which he will. And maybe Nemesis have just got too much to do with too little time.
Rebellion seem happy enough just to keep all 4 guns up on the map. Nobody's going to hold this ball. Happy to play the clock then. The final knockings dwindle down, and Nemesis run out of time. They run out of opportunities.
I'd still call that a very close series, honestly. I'd call that very close. That was a good series, though.
Boy, did they come
Very good series.
But Shopify Rebellion
All right, chat. I'm going to go use the bathroom really quick. I believe we're going to have Optic up next. I'm just turning it down in case they whip ads on here. So I will BRB real quick. Everybody hit the thumbs up while I'm away.
They still dig deep. And those clutch moments came through time and time again. The difference was the sniper rifle. Without a shadow of a doubt, it was the plays from almost every single member on Rebellion as soon as they had that sniper in their hands.
It's crazy as well, because you talk about who's going to be the most important player on the map, who's going to be the one that wins the game. And the issue is, all 4 members of Rebellion stepped up there, Dan. They had their moments. They hit the shot. Sometimes you have to let your teammate pop off. All 4 players did it in that oddball.
And how can you compete with that? I think that's what Nemesis will look back on and say, well, you know, Shopify just had one of those games where individually they outclassed us.
Separated by 2 seconds in the end, Dan. 240 to 238. So little to separate them. Difference was just that sniper rifle. Frosty managing to get away and survive, hitting those shots. And that's why they're the superstars in the league, because they do and they're capable of moments like that.
And I think you heard it during the listening. Wonderboy was calling out for prioritizing the snipe when it was spawning as well. And I think there was a few times where it was too easy to grab for Rebellion. I think you can very easily forget about sniper rifle and just say, yeah, it's fine if they grab it. You know, we're going to be able to grenade them when they're top middle. But if they get away with it, or if that, you know, they go down to bottom middle and then suddenly they repulse back up like Frosty did, suddenly you find yourself getting no-scope left, right, and center, and you're 3-1 down in the series.
Well, Lottie and Wes, you had an opportunity to watch that series as well. It was far more competitive than maybe Wes thought it was going to be.
Yeah, honestly, I'm excited to hear from you, Clutch, because I think that was a big discussion coming into this weekend was, are Nemesis the real deal? Can they do it again against another Titan in our HCS? And for me, yes, 100%. They're the real deal. They're here to play. They are not to be messed with, and you have to put some respect on their name.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Nemesis should not be hanging their head low here coming off this series. Shopify are who we think they are, who we know they are. But Nemesis, we're still learning so much about, I feel, and as they continue to push top teams back to back to back in series, that's where they will gain the respect. That's where they will gain kind of the respect of their peers, right? And I think they have every bit of Shopify's respect. It took highlight reels with the S7 that last game to keep this series from going the distance. You love to see that from Shopify, knowing how bad this tournament's going to mean to them, but at the same time, you love to have the opportunity to win series like this, and if you can just find yourself getting a couple more of those power weapons, keeping them out of the hands of the likes of Royal 2, then you'll have a better opportunity to win the series.
All right, chat. What do we miss?
Really fun to
Unfortunate for Nem, yeah, bro. Everything was really close in that series, though. They put up a good fight.
Their ability to pull things out of the bag when they need to. They're not just playing safe.
You know what I realized a good stream fear of mine should be? My camera freezing while I'm gone, so people just think I'm AFK the whole stream, bro.
They handle that kind of pressure so early on.
Hopefully no ads played while I was gone.
We do have one incredible person on the sofa. I was going to say the desk. The sofa. Welcome to the lounge of the Halo.
Oh my God. Okay, come on.
Royal 2, welcome. Hello, sir. First and foremost, GG's. That was awesome. That was really cool to watch. I have to ask you about Nemesis, because were you expecting
those couches
them
look
to be
cozy
such
at
a
least.
challenge heading into that series?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, last tournament they beat Optic, and we've even scrimmed them online, so we knew. I mean, they're just such a talent. So we knew it was going to be such a hard match. We're taking it as like a winners round 2 match. Okay. Like, it was really serious, because like, you know, if we lose this match, we'd play probably, you know, Optic round. It's the same thing as they dealt with last tournament. So we're going in like, this is a real. This is like a round 2 match.
That's one of the really interesting
and
things
we take every match
about,
seriously, especially versus them. So.
100%. You guys
like,
have
all
to
these
comment on
matches
for sure,
definitely
some highlight
matter.
reels off the back of,
I mean,
last
obviously,
shot
you don't need me to
itself.
tell
Like,
you
so
that, but
much
like,
happening that we love to montage.
they matter in
Sure,
ways
we'll
that
give
like
the
if you're just
highlights
chilling and
coming out
watching, you
full
don't
play
really
today.
realize.
I've got to ask you a little bit about Arlington. I know it's a tough one because you didn't manage to get the job done coming into that as favourites, but you've been in situations like this for so many different years and reasons in history past, you're an incredible player. What is it like to have to kind of pick up teammates, for example, Cycle, Last Shot, you know, in moments like that when, you know, like, we're right there, guys, it's marginal, it's so close, and we'll get him next time. How do you coach those youngsters to keep them, you know, keep their heads high?
I feel so bad. I've been covering Lottie
Yeah, I
the
think
entire
it's like
time.
a good thing and a bad thing, because the good thing is they've never experienced it, and the bad thing is you have to experience it. So I think, you know, just telling them like, hey, this is like the first time, you know, we've been in grand finals together for them, and it's just like something you just have to build experience. The people on the other side of the stage have been in one Worlds, all of them, multiple finals, have seen tournaments like this. Is like, this is their first time, so it's like just something you have to go through the experience, and it's unfortunate you have to lose.
That's
like
really
that,
true.
But I think going forward, it only kind of builds character for a team.
Yeah, I think speaking for yourself, I mean, your first grand finals wasn't your best series, and then the next one you won. So let's knock on some wood and hope Shopify
He goes,
show
what?
out this tournament. Big things from last shot that series. That you'll see a triple kill when you're watching the rebroadcast.
Did he just
later
reach to
tonight,
go for
as
his drink and he
that's
probably
the
can't
triple
show the
he pulled
label?
off towards the end of that second round that you'll be proud of.
I called the guy on top mids.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
Nice
you don't
job.
see that. You don't see that in the kill feed.
That's generational.
You don't
We could
see
gas
that in
you
the
up
kill
all day.
feed.
We've interviewed you 1,000 times, but I actually want to ask you a question about
Dude, he's
Wutum.
so funny.
Knowing that you're a mouse and keyboard savant like myself, you've dabbled in the conversations of maybe switching, but does playing a guy like Wutum, who shows you the capabilities at a high level, like at a tournament atmosphere, like in big series, is it different to
They
play
got
against
Wutum
him?
holding
Does
the
that kinda make
controller,
you
bro.
almost envious of not taking the opportunity yet?
I know. I see him. Well, it's funny because I was shooting him one time, and he instantly turns around.
He backed you
I go,
up.
can you get on controller? Like,
Dude, he
one
literally
shot
watching his
instantly turns around,
POV
like,
is such a
that's not
pleasure
real,
because
but-
he
No,
spins
seeing
so
that at a high
fast. He
competition, it's,
turns on
it's
kids,
honestly,
man.
It's really cool because
That's crazy.
I mean, we played for how many years, and you never see mouse and keyboard. So it's such a different, especially even playing like, I'll play, let's say, Optic, and then you go to them, and this guy is turning around instantly. It's just such a different, like, you kind of have to expect different gameplay. He can do so much with mouse and keyboard, like repulse in the air. Every time he has a snipe, it's like, it's an actual threat. Like, he's not going to miss a bullet. But I'm kind of jealous because I actually want to make the switch, but I think someone just needs to push me. Someone just needs to push me a little bit, and I think I'll...
Well, I'll talk to Best Man.
All right.
It could be. Hey, if Wutum comes out of a series against you and has higher stats, maybe that's the push you need at that point.
Oh, that was a great
I mean,
series.
Royalty, you could do
That didn't
it.
happen, by the way.
It didn't happen. Don't worry, it didn't happen. You were.
Not yet.
I was like, do I need to, do I need to switch?
I seen a sweat bead drop down on his
Yeah,
forehead there
like-
for a second.
No, you're still
yet.
OP. You're still OP. Don't worry about it. You're absolutely fine. I want to quickly also touch upon like the transition that you've had. Obviously, you know, a completely different career path with different teammates now, and it hasn't happened for such a long time. How has that transition been with, you know, the off season coming into the beginning of the season and being those favorites and having?
I'd be like, oh, dude, we're one of the best teams. It's going great.
So much, because individually, I feel like you've just been unlocked once again. It's been so refreshing to see it. How are you feeling about that whole career change for you in that path?
It's like bittersweet because, you know, playing versus Snakebite and even like Renegade, it's really different. But I think having, you know, Frosty on my team, I get to hang on to something still. So there's a little bit, you know, just we move together. But I think being with the young guns, like the fresh.
That's like moving
fresh
in
talent,
duos
it
seems
kinda
like a
brings
really
life
good
out
way
of
to
it,
like do
because
stuff.
When you're with the same people for so long, you see the same things. It's almost like it's just repetition and. Yeah, it's just
I
like
say
a breath
as
of
Lucid
fresh air
and
with the new
Trippy
guys.
opted
You get a
to
different look on the game and just
not.
honestly in life, it brings your age down a little bit. So.
Especially when you're teaming with guys that haven't been there and haven't done that yet. Like you almost like start to want to play for them, right?
Yeah, I think I've said this before at the Kason tournament. I actually feel like I'm an amateur player. Like I feel like I've won nothing when I'm playing with these guys.
Player as well.
Yeah, you're bad. So no, but I feel like a young gun myself, even though I'm getting old. But
that is funny because it must wicked shift the mentality playing with two younger guys who have not
Well, speaking of new things
done that.
brother, the same question.
Like, dude,
Is it weird
if that was
playing
me, I'd have so much
with
drive.
people
I'd be
on
like,
the other
dude,
side of the
we
stage
have
go
to
up
get you a
against
win.
Bro, he used to stomp on my head when I would steal his kills in Halo 2. I'm screaming over the monitor, "You suck!" Like I do not care. No, but I actually don't think it's. You know, we flew together to the tournament, so I mean, it's definitely weird. I don't think I've ever played versus my brother, so at least he's not in the server. So I think it might be a little different, but. If he was, I
think he'd say thank God I'm not as well, to be fair.
Yeah. So there's
He did say he would know where you were. We asked him, do you have any like idea of where Royal 2 will be on the map when
Top
you call
elevator
him
on
that out?
recharge.
He goes, yeah, he'll be in the back.
Okay. Well, I hope his stopwatch malfunctions then.
Well, to honestly, so many new beginnings for you. You're handling it so well, and I
World
can't
2 is just
wait
a
to
good
see you back
interview,
on that
man.
main Stage. GG's.
It's
best
like
of luck for the
when they
rest
used to
of
do
the tournament. I hope
Crim
you come
6
back
and
on the
COD,
sofa
bro.
Thank
Towards
you,
the
guys.
end
take
there,
some more
he was a
dubs.
Thank you,
freaking
of course.
savage.
All right, folks, we're going to head to a quick break. When we come back, though, we do have one more series coming your way on the main stage, and it's back to the green wall, baby. We got Optic versus TSM.
They got the
coming your way.
strategically placed Halo books. That reminds me, my buddy gave me some Halo books. I don't think you guys can see them. He gave me like 3 Halo books. One's like, oh my god, an ad. One's like, oh god. One's like a Halo Infinite like artwork book. I don't even know what the other 2 are, honestly. Since I don't really have a display in the back yet, I kind of just put them on the floor back there. I could probably play this music, but I'm not going to test it, honestly. I don't dare. All right, what? Okay, we got Optic TSM next, bro. I'm so excited. I am so excited. I am so excited. This is my favorite to win, and then I'm not even going to say dark horse, but just a team that I think's not in the top conversation, like the tip-top conversation, that could still win. You playing tomorrow or just more watch party? You want to play early, Brent? What's the weather tomorrow? Hold on. Because I might be on playing before the games start. Mutilator's such a fun gun. I believe it or not, I haven't even tried it yet. I wanted to, just to, like, even in a private match. Jay Howie, how goes the pool play, boys? Honestly, really good. We just had a nasty freaking matchup. I mean, it was a 3-1 series, but it felt like it might as well have gone to a map 5, honestly. I got 2 new headphones coming today, so I'm down. Up to you. Gonna test out both and send one back. What did you get, Brent? And yeah, bro, if you're gonna be on early, let's get it. I'll text you before I get on. Damn, they're still showing Halo ads here. Damn, bro, my man Noah. He's up here in the Northeast. It's so funny because watching Halo has me like kind of excited to play. But I'm probably not going to play tonight. Well, I'm definitely not going to play tonight. SimGot. Dude, I have never... Brent, I don't... Dude, autocorrect must have given you the business trying to type those out. I have never heard of either of those. No, I think I typed it correctly. I hear both are excellent for FPS. Really? Well, let me know if you're really wowed. I'd be interested to try something else. Are you still using your mix amp? Because honestly, the mix amp's goated. I just don't know if you can use it with other headsets. Because you had a mix amp, right? Wait, what? Threw out fence last night? What the hell? That's sad as hell, man. WTF. So they work with a mix amp, Brent, or you like just got them in and you haven't tested it yet? Also, all I'm saying is Jason Tatum, all NBA first team, no big deal. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go. STR, what's going on, baby? New to the channel, loving the content so far. Let's go, brother. I appreciate that big time, man. Appreciate that big time. And I'm just chilling here, enjoying some HCS.
Coming and going, changing.
But yeah, the content's been light as of recent. I've been doing a lot of shorts just because they take me less time to make. But if you're in the live streams, grind and ranked, I plan on bringing the tips and VOD review back pretty regularly coming up here. You're in the right place, my man. Glad to have you here. Haven't tested it yet, but we'll report back if they're good. Okay, word. Okay, word. All NBA first team, Shai Gilgeous, Nikola, Giannis, Jason, and Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's a pretty raw squad there.
Strategy, which is where you break up, you get back together. You break up, you get back together.
I'm so glad this team's back together. Brent, we were literally talking about the last major, remember? I couldn't remember who their fourth was when they were the Pioneers.
A significant amount of these, I should say.
And it was Manny. And then literally the same week, bro, they went out to get Manny. And also, I always do this, guys. Shout out to Soul Snipe. Homie follows me back on Twitter. What a legend. Soul Snipe and Last Shot are the only two that follow me back on Twitter. And it's dope as hell. I have to flex it every chance I get, dude. TSM Coach is the founder of Poggers, and I'm affiliated with them. So, Ice, have you worked with them directly, or are you just like in their affiliate program? So, we talked about Luminion Gaming. They've reached out to me before. Poggers. Dude, so as you guys know, I am so bad with DMs. Poggers reached out to me in my Twitter DMs, and I just didn't get back to them, bro. And I feel like that's such a scummy move.
This is also a team that when they
How
came
long
up
ago
as
was it?
KCP and Native Red, they were never outswaying the likes of
In March, they said,
but they would win games and
they said, hey, Cody, we'd love to discuss you becoming an affiliate for Poggers. We're a lifestyle company with energy, hydration, and sleep products. And I just didn't really know a lot about them.
And that's part of the chemistry that we're talking about when we reference that.
And honestly, I don't really drink much stuff like that anymore.
You don't win a lot of series going 0.89, but somehow, some way, these guys find
I'm part of the affiliate program.
Most out of each of their lives when they play together. So I'm looking for TSM to maybe not outsway.
And see, like, I'm not in a place, like, I'm not a mega star here on YouTube, dude. Like, I can't be like, perhaps if you send me some free product, I'll try it, and if I like it, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be that guy, so it's like, I don't know, man. I've been hit up by some stuff, like smaller microphone company hit me up. I wasn't really into that. Because a lot of those brand deals, too, are, like, really, like, I mean, I think of what happened to Shyway, and I'm like, dude, it's kind of sketchy. I don't know, man. Do you like the product, Ice Wolf? I guess is kind of my.
Why have they come back together? What is it?
Yeah, I think if you're a TSM fan, you're simply hoping that they were making those.
And this team's definitely going to make some noise. This is my not in the top conversation team that could win the event.
And to be honest, with them reuniting and with
honestly,
they still are, of course, with each
Optic
other
got the first one. I want them to win
hotel,
this event.
And of course, now you see them back together. You kind of get the feeling that it probably wasn't some kind of tragic.
I love this roster, bro.
Story. It was more of a, hey, we chased some other stuff. That
I was kind of sad when they split up, dude. They were together for so long.
As far as the problems was drugs, visa issues. And he couldn't literally get to tournaments, so they couldn't show up with this team for several different tournaments in a row, and then that starts to spiral into.
I've been enjoying it.
getting
I do
certain
love the
offers from other
hydration
opportunities. I have to
mixed.
take those
They have
offers
energy and
because
sleep mixes
I don't know
too.
when we're going to be able to find each other again. It looks like everything's in the venue at this time, so good things
Do I
already
hit
for
them up?
TSM as they're
I'll
trying
be like,
to
what do you
reignite
like?
that
I don't.
flame, but those visa issues a couple years ago really sparked
I don't
the
know.
breakup
I'm
of what I
very.
think this team had in store
So
for
my
the future of what
personality,
it
it's
was.
not intentional, but I put myself on an island, right? I'm not very good at like talking to people and stuff like that. It's not that I'm not good at it. It's just interacting over the internet with like companies and things I don't. It's scary. You know what I mean? So I'm very careful. I'm very hesitant. And it's just I'm very hesitant to sell something to my viewers that I don't 100% support, right, or use. Like, I would not fucking sell you guys something that I have never tried or used or even held in my hands in my life. I would never, ever, ever, ever do that. I told you here, I told y'all when I talked about the merch, this shit ain't about the money, man. I don't care, dude. I don't care. Like, I don't know. So it's like, unless I have your product and it's in my hands and I've tried it and I like it and I like your vision and I like your company and we have a relationship as like a person and a company, I'm probably just never gonna do it. You know what I mean? So it's like those DMs that come like that and it's like, hey, join our affiliate program. It just doesn't get me going. But again, I'm not a mega star. I'm sure if I was a mega star, I'd have shit literally just flying in boxes being like, here, try this, and if you like it, let me know. So that's kind of why I haven't taken any brand deals or anything like that, because it's like, unless freaking Scuff or Shore is reaching out to me, like, I haven't used the product, man, you know, but I'm not big enough to get those products sent to me to try them, because if I got it sent to me, I tried it, I freaking loved it, then we can go to the next steps of me, like, being like, hey, you know, buy this flashy $80 controller, you know. So I mean, I guess the main grind is just getting bigger, you know what I mean? If I'm a bigger creator, I'm sure deals like that come my way, but it's like, above all else, I'm focused on my grind, my craft, and the content I give to you guys, and making sure that you guys enjoy it. Anyways, I felt like I had to rant about that. This is all stuff I think about quite often that just doesn't really get spoken out loud, and now I get to speak it out loud. And let's just acknowledge here, 3 Optic players in the top 5 KDs. It's still early, but
natural understanding of how we play certain situations, depending on for weapons coming up, if we're down numbers, if we're trying to apply pressure, is really starting to be more ingrained in all 4 players in just
I
becoming.
agree with you. I was skeptical at first, left them on red for a bit, but I just took the risk and I'm loving it. I'm just a small streamer, so I said, why not? No, absolutely, Ice. Like, in your position, I think it makes more sense. And like you said, you tried the product and you liked the product and you used the product. Like, so you took a chance and it went great, and that's absolutely awesome. I may be more apt to take a chance if I, like, again, and I'm not flexing or like putting myself anywhere by saying this, but, and I'm gonna say this to you as like a form of advice, Ice, if you get a following that's bigger than like what's a good way to put this? If you have people that follow you and love your content, like, I mean, you don't have to be, I guess. You can do whatever you want. But I'm very careful with what I don't know, man. It's just like, it's influence. You know what I mean? It's like influencers, bro. Like the freaking people on like Snapchat. Whoever pays them those money, they'll be like, yeah, man, I use this tooth whitening. It doesn't work, but I use it. Buy it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not like that. It's however much you can stomach, but I'll be honest with you, if I put something on my channel and people wanted to buy it and it was a really shitty product and people were really upset that I did a deal with them, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night, dude. So it's like, that's why I'm really careful with stuff like that.
How are you feeling about the series layout, Rob, when you're looking across?
Yeah, I don't know. I had another thought I want to roll with, but I'm bouncing all over the place, bro. Watch parties. Here's my thing. I love doing the watch parties because, one, let's be real, I think I have less viewers. Like, the real loyal viewers are watching my watch parties because it's content you can watch anywhere. So if you love Shyway, you're watching Shyway, and that's great. You know, you love Shyway, I don't blame you. Or maybe you're watching the mainstream. Maybe you're getting your drops. So only the realest of the real are in the above-average Cody watch party. And I get to just sit here and yap. So all those thoughts that don't really get put out there, because I'm busy locking in on in-game, they get thrown out here, and it's kind of awesome. I like it.
Let's do our best. Let's see if we can give this the hype that it deserves, and let's see if the series is going to bring a little bit of excitement to close out day number 1 here.
Anyways, I'm ready for this match
to start. An interesting matchup, right? This is the Optic. I mean, maybe if we come into this series first game of the tournament, and we haven't
I will say another flaw of mine too is not reaching out to more companies that I want to potentially work with. I'm really bad with that. But it's like, again, it's my passion is content creation. My grind is content creation, and I'm a content creator. So I'm not going to take my headspace from my grind and my passion to seek out things that could get me deals or money or whatever, because it's like, it's just not about that. I don't know, man. The big deals will come, or they won't. At the end of the day, we're going to keep grinding. All right, baby. This is going to be a good series. I hope this is a close one. These are the two teams, baby. These are the two teams your boy's rooting for.
Here is going to be TSM, who are very much on the back foot. Legend already running that first flag, and Formal already with the camo as well. Things are adding up early here for Optic.
Yeah, really well done. Also good trigger discipline. Going to just play this slow. Both flags, however, will be pulled. Look at this play for Formal.
Oh, he doesn't get the beat down. He misses it.
No, for me.
And now you're going to see a counter.
This might go in.
Coming in here from a TSM. They get that one back to their base.
Yeah,
the flag
this is in.
Going to be returned, and it's first strike to TSM. And if you thought the Optic were going to have it easy here,
that's fine though. That was a bit of a misplay, an unfortunate shakeout. Big trade by Manny though, dude. You know they want this. TSM wants this.
Wild to see that melee not connect. Not sure. We have to watch it again to see if it was an issue of melee not connecting, if it was a range issue, not sure, but regardless, in the end, flag goes, and TSM with an early lead.
I get what you're saying. I advertise it on my streams, but I'm not shoving it down my viewers' throat. If they want to try it, it's always there, you know? No, yeah, no, I hear you, Ice. And Ice, I'm not talking about Poggers specifically with all the things I said, because again, you're using the product and you like the product. If you like the product,
unbelievable turn. You can't really let that
that's
happen.
like that's great. You know what I mean? By all means, like if they sent me some and I tried it and I'm like, damn boy, this is a great product. You know what I mean? I'd be like, dude, sign me the hell up. You know. But yeah, no. So it sounds like a perfect opportunity for you. And you should absolutely keep running with it for sure.
Once again, with the overextension, make this scrappy. It's 4 dead for Optic. Soulsnipe's going to be able to get this return, and Torlik's already halfway across the map with that flag.
Soulsnipe also cuts off the car 1 angle, has help to do so. Flag's going to go down, but 1 dead for each side on the run.
Gonna look for some kills here, TSM. Can't force this one. Druck does get one of those kills. It's 2 dead, and Druck has that camo top middle, so he's going to be able to apply a lot
They're
of
playing this really well here.
There's another kill. Torlik is still inside of the base.
If they can keep that flag up, this is going to go in.
Not going to be credited here to Druck, as Torlik will pick that kill up himself, but surely that flag's got to be moving in very soon
that's
for
in.
TSM,
That's got to go in.
Really should take a look at this room stairs here.
Get that kill, that's in.
As they get the kill, let's go now into a listen in here with TSM.
Try to break.
Ooh. Talks can grab that. Yep. Seems Optic always starts slow no matter what year of HC has. Brent, it's the freaking same way in Call of Duty, bro. It's the, I don't know if it's the Optic curse or what. OG always starts slow in everything. Can't tell you how many opening hard points I've watched just make me want to slam my hand in a death throw over the years. It's a little loud for me. I turn this down a bit.
I'll see you think.
I'm here.
Yo, he's a Peter. They're P-Street. They're Peter.
I'll just turn down my mix amp actually.
He's like
so you
street
guys-
bound is spawning soon.
Still P2 weak legend. And one's our window.
Alright, P2 weak legend.
Window.
Just live drunk. Worry about bound. Bound's on you. RP1.
Yo, one shot P1. Weak running.
Alright, the guy one shot P1.
We're about bound. He's on you. He doesn't even turn his head.
No stuff from base.
That's Brent and Bandos making calls to me, bro, and I ignore them. I don't ignore them, but I just don't react. Bound's still living, bro. Oh, big win.
I'm good, Camo.
Make sure you live. Make sure you live. Just keep looking, okay? Camo, 2 seconds.
I'm Camo. The front base.
Get to that. Nice. Live. They're gonna be P2 maybe. Maybe P2, careful. Yeah, one P2.
The car somewhere.
I don't see you. Util Dridge.
Yeah, they're on me. I'm looking.
As Optic run this flag back to their base, Bound gets a secondary touch, but they have to be so careful here.
They're giving them a hard time, bro.
He's looking for 3, won't be credited with it. It's 3 dead for Optic, but TSM did get that flag pull.
Tolek hits it as well to get the run while they're returning. Tolek hits the front jump, and now going to get the kill on car one as well. What a series of events here.
Oh my god.
Flags back at base.
TSM's capitalizing on every mistake right now. Dude, we got Formal fucking 2 and 8.
About Optic, will TSM have something to say about this series, something to say about this game? Pressure's still coming in, still hasn't managed to cap this flag.
There we go.
Is inside of the base, and a front jump isn't going to stop it.
Wow.
And a beatdown. 2 of them in a row coming in from Druck will slow this flag. Counter coming in from Optic. It's 4 dead for Optic again, and it's 3-0 for TSM.
Unbelievable from TSM here, and you start to wonder, have we spoken a bit too soon?
This is, I mean, again, for face value, this is wild, but I told you, TSM is the team I want to see, like, out of the top teams that gets in that conversation with this roster, dude.
7 in this game. A lot of that work done from top middle as well, and inside the Optic base.
Especially with how these 3 performed last event, dude. Like, they want to get out here and go crazy. And I feel like Optic's on the opposite end because, you know, like, you have to have it in your head as the Optic roster that you're going to fold any team you run into, right? So it's like... But at the same time, any team that plays Optic is always fucking jazzed up, you know what I mean? You always have a little bit of extra juice playing Optic, and Optic players have talked about this over the years. Teams are always juiced to play Optic, bro, because you want to beat Optic. You want to beat FaZe. Like, you want to beat those big esports with all the fans out there. That's literally what you freaking live for, dude.
I mean, for Optic, this is going to be somewhat of an eye-opener. They thought this was going to be an easy series after how they played a bit earlier against
There's
Gen
still
G.
a lot of time, bro.
This
It's
TSM team is
Aqua.
looking like they are here to cause the upset.
Yeah, unbelievable start here. I think we knew this series was going to be their toughest of the pool, of course. However, this is a whole different level so far, 4-0, with only 5:40 left on the clock. And if you're Optic Gaming, you might be aware you're probably not getting out of this one alive, but this is a moment to get maybe reset, right?
Yeah, you at least got to get ahead of steam going into the Slayer here.
It's not impossible, but I think most importantly,
It's fine if you lose map 1, but
Yeah, I think they're a bit shell-shocked.
you can't spiral here.
Individual fights being taken by Optic, just trying to get any kind of thing going, but the teamwork from TSM is so impressive.
I mean, these guys are tired of the same players winning all the tourneys. Well, yeah, on God. I would be too, bro.
TSM might think about running this one.
Important trade from Formal there. Formal trading ensures that Renegade can wrap the corner and win the final 1v1. 3 were dead now. As we said, a moment here for Optic to regain. Take a breath and see if they can get a setup on the map here. Long way to go. They would need right now about 1 flag per minute to tie the game.
I mean, it's becoming very improbable for Optic to do this. However, they are inside of the base, but this run, if they start it, needs to be converted. 2 dead on the side of Optic, but 2 dead for TSM as well. The flag is down front of base. Legend is trying to fight for some kills to clear a path for that flag to start moving, but Soul Snipe putting pressure on for the respawn. Torlik also on the respawn. And Optic just can't get a clean run going. That's 3 dead for them once again.
With the exception of Renegade.
Listen, man, there's 4 minutes, but this is GG.
Stats for these
GG, go next.
Gaming, yet to find any sort of groove, and it is obviously
Dude, I've been saying it. TSM is the squad. They are the dark horse. They're not like really low down there, but they have a chance to win this event. I bet you they get top 3. They're going to be top 3. I'm calling it now.
And it means that Druck can pick up a triple kill. 4 dead for Optic. Formal's only just come off the respawn, and Soul Snipe is halfway across.
And you can't say I'm saying that off 1 map against Optic, because I've been saying they have a shot to win this event since the start of the stream. So
5-0 result here for TSM. They are up by 1 in the series.
There you go. Stay calm. Stay calm. There's work to do, boys. There's more
And with a
work
map
to
like
do.
That will reset everyone's understanding of where Optic Gaming might be at this event. I think Optic fans at home and in the room
I
love what they
hate
saw
that
earlier,
argument.
but TSM,
I hate that argument.
players you just
It
saw
is
on your
not
stream
that
come
Optic
ripping
is not that
nowhere.
good. It's that
A 5-0
TSM is
Aqua
that
CTF
good.
win, and it wasn't even
I
about being
fucking
scrappy, they
hate
simply
that
dominated.
that
Let's take a
argument
look at some of the
happens in
stats.
all sports, bro.
24
It's always
and
that
11
team
for
played
Drunk,
bad.
16
It's
and
never
11
that
for
team played
Torley.
really good. You know what I
Solsnipe
mean?
17 and 13,
Like,
and
bro,
managed to
they
fill in
were
those gaps.
immaculate
But
on the
they
map
stand out
there,
on the
bro.
other side,
So
right?
I
mean,
don't
we've got
want to
Renegade, the only
freaking
player going positive for Optic.
It has
Everybody
nothing to
else
do with
really
where Optic
struggling
is, bro. It
to
has
get
to
on the
do
map.
with
When
how
you look
high
at the control
TSM
that
is,
TSM have for the
dude.
majority of that game, you're not surprised to see those kind
And
of
I'll
stats
die
from
on that
players
hill.
on the Optic side.
Yeah, it was right. There has to. If you see numbers like that on the other side, there's got to be someone, or in this case, 3 players that are going negative. And
Druck with
I, too, I think I'm a
5,700
little
damage,
shell-shocked
bro.
here because I think we knew that Optic Gaming was going to have top opponents in pool play, right, facing off against TSM. But hard to believe that they'd be on the receiving end of a 5-0 Aqua CTF, one of their favored game types, to start off this series. And all sorts of questions start to get asked, and not just by us here in the booth and everyone at home, but also I think even Optic Gaming right now is thinking, okay, let's dust that one off the shoulder because we need to get back into this tournament and find our flow. Think about it, not that long ago, we had Renegade and Formal up here in the couch talking about how
I'm gonna be real here. If Optic,
all of a sudden,
if Optic can't settle in and win this Slayer,
So we move
they
into
lose this
game number
series.
2 then, Slayer's Streets, which is going to be an opportunity for TSM to maybe go up by 2 in the series. Then they only need to win one of the next 3 to get the win here over Optic Gaming. But for Optic, they need to turn this one around. And I think after
I don't like the way what I just saw. I don't like Optic in the reverse sweep chances, personally.
Come into this one with a
Dude, we've been live 2.5 hours, man. It feels like I've been live for like an hour. It's kind of insane, actually.
From Optic after that first game. I mean, look at
the
them on
player
stage.
cams, right? They were all
stern face. There's no smiles. There's no laughs anymore.
That's right. It was all smiles and laughs. Tense, and this is wild, and that's how they win the game, right? They love to play a fast, constant.
And this
chaotic
roster has
pace
so
of
much
Halo. These
experience
four players
together,
have
bro.
always enjoyed that across the rosters and the organizations that they've played for, and it showed in game number 1.
Dude,
As they
I'm
take
so
down
hyped.
their
this
current
is
number 1 seed, defending
this is the
champions.
HCS you come to
5-0
watch, man.
Win. They're going to look to do it again here. Slayer game number 2.
Okay, then everybody, lock in. Let's get back into the action. Slayer game number 2.
All right, I
like
will
say,
lock
50
into
kills
this
to win
Slayer. I
here
was
on
talking shit about
Streets.
Slayer earlier. I'm locked in on this one, bro.
And a lot of focus
I
on
think
both
this
of
is
these
the
teams,
decisive
and everybody
match in the
watching at home is
series.
going to be on that camera that's coming up in around 20 seconds off the rip here.
That's an
Drunk from
interesting
TSM,
angle. I've
phenomenal
never.
First game for him. Double positive almost.
I hate that
Game
BR.
number 1. If he can put anything like that kind of performance up here in game number 2,
what do they call
TSM are
that?
going to be in a great spot, but it's Optic who get the first
Not a
2 kills.
build.
Make that 3.
kit?
3 to
A
0
weapon
as
kit?
Optic have a almost perfect start here.
A very, very nice opening from Optic. They're going to flood PD here. They're almost certainly going to see that kill in the feed. There it is. Bound picks it up. They
Yes,
also
sir.
5-0.
Here we
It's a
go,
perfect
baby.
opening.
This
The
is
camera
looking
pops.
good.
Drunk gets the first kill here for TSM.
Hey,
What
yo,
we say
is that
the
my
space
man
to be created.
Zeski?
Someone move in and pay
What's
attention to
going
that
on,
camo.
Z? How we doing, man?
On the side of Optic
I'm chilling,
Gaming,
bro. I'm
Drunk
just
is
happy it's
trapped in the
Friday and
back
I'm
of
watching
tower
some
here,
Halo,
and
dog.
Forward's going to flush him out with a frag grenade, but I think Soulsnipe might have just snuck away. Indeed, he did with that
It's a
camo.
big
So
camo for
TSM, even
TSM, though. They
lost
might be able
the
to.
majority of the opening fights have come away with the first camo.
Good damage.
Oh,
Soulsnipe
Legend.
gets absolutely shredded from the Bulldog angle from Legend to shut down that camo. That's a huge play.
That's so frustrating, right? You do so much. You put 2 players, no shields, you got the camo, you come out of it with nothing, essentially. TSM don't convert the kills, they don't make the most out of the camo, and they lose the camo.
Dude, Z, they just lost 5-0 on Aqua CTF map 1. This could be a series here. Optic needs to get this map, though.
But still, 10-4. It's a convincing opening, convincing lead here. Now 12-5.
3 dead for TSM as well. Optic just gonna have to wait a second here as Bound thought he was gonna get his shields back, but just gets clipped by a frag grenade as he makes his way towards B stairs. Drunk will get an opening though.
Ooh.
Trade will come in here from Soulsnipe onto Bound. The support
These
1v1
Optic
here
guys
between
grind twos. I
a
think it
Legend,
helps
and that's gonna
massively
give the
with
numbers momentarily over to the side of TSM, who are
skaters.
starting to rally here in this game
What?
number 2. They've cut this lead down.
Oh,
It's now
Slayers.
13
No, for
to
sure.
Wow, nice movement from Tolic. Does not take damage as he goes all
Brant,
the way to
I'll
the
be
bench.
honest
Really
with you,
big.
watching
As he
HCS
wins the
makes
fight
me
here,
want to get on, just
Neon's
grind
not
so
just a free kill
fucking
game,
hard
the
with
camo's
you.
coming
Like,
up
I
again.
want to get to, like,
Struggle
your
down as
level.
well. Manny's gonna get that next camo. So it's 2 camos in a row here for TSM, and it's now a 2-kill
I feel like if
difference.
Mir Bandos breaks through that
between
wall
Optic
and
Gaming
gets like
and TSM,
consistently
right?
like
He's gonna
at your
have to
level,
find
I
an
feel
edge here.
like we'd be ready to go.
And
You know what I
certainly
mean?
trying
Like I
to
feel like the
find information
motivation
where
would
Optic
be
Gaming
there.
are
I
gonna
feel
be
like
a
you
trade
need proof.
elsewhere, keeps this at 2.
I feel like if you
Optic
got,
just trying to
dude,
milk the time on
Brent,
this
if
camo,
you
but
got
that's
me
gonna
and
be an easy
Bandos to
double.
where you
If
are,
he
would
puts
you
the
be
teams
like,
this time
dude,
and
let's
gets
get
it,
in every open qualifier?
Just a 6
I
kill
feel
lead
like
for
I
Optic
feel
now.
like that's what you need, bro.
Camo comes down, so instead they're going to have to look for a B rail.
We have the chem. We just need to bring it all together.
Game momentarily
We
onto
need to
Gigabyte,
bring
so
everything
it's
else. We have the hard
single
part.
kill advantage.
Chemistry's
That's
not the
gonna be
hard
a kill for
part.
Manny onto Bound
I
with
feel that every
side
time I
kill.
watch HCS, I want to play and get better.
He's still somehow
100%.
about this situation with a 1-kill advantage.
I used to get that
But
so
now we're
bad with
tied
the
up
CDL,
once
but
again.
HCS
9
didn't do it
minutes
for
left
me
in
as
the
much.
game
But like,
clock
dude,
here.
it does now.
And
Now
TSM
that I'm
have
like
done a
really
great
on that
job
grind,
bringing
like
this
I've
one back.
kind of
Really
taken
great.
a
It
bit
was
of a
just 10
step.
to 4. Just like that. TSM slowly fight back. I'm not getting Tolic staying alive.
It makes me want to get back to the tips videos big time too.
Any damage from formal
Especially
taking
now
away
that
from
I've learned
camo
so much
grab.
more.
Huge part of the puzzle of them now tying the game.
Y'all need a team coach, bro.
So trying to make a really aggressive push onto the PV
I think
here,
that'd be
and
the
Renegade
hardest
is
thing to
gonna
find,
fly in and
honestly.
manage to
I
get
mean,
the
let alone a
cleanup
fourth.
onto Manny. That gives them a 1-kill advantage. Optic. Renegade going to slide in. It's a sticky
Ooh.
coming in from Soul Snipe, followed up by the
That's a
repulse to make
big
sure that
kill
he
by
doesn't
Soul
take any
Snipe.
damage.
Can he live
And
up
the
though?
second repulse comes back at
He's
just
living.
the right time to keep him alive as that frag grenade
Wow.
was going his way.
Man, this is beautiful to watch.
It's
As you
shit
said,
like
it was a
that
chess
wins
match there.
Slayers,
Music,
too.
just beautiful back and forth between 2 players. Soul Snipe with perfectly timed repulses on both of those grenades keeps him alive, and you're watching a lot of mechanical micro expertise from these
Bro,
players here.
we did a couple opens when we thought we were good,
Taken down, but
and holy shit,
the
were
time
we
that he
bad.
bought for TSM to make a push on the
We're
other
a lot
side,
better
back down
now.
That pink street towards the tower means that Optic find themselves 3 dead. Renegade's going to be taken down as the camo comes up as well. It's 3 camos going to be picked up in a row here for TSM.
No way Optic's choking this away,
Pressure
man.
continues from Manny. Love that. He's going to try to fly in the back A, but he's got 3 players.
Dude,
He's
I'll
gonna
be
play
honest
slow.
with you. Formal 1-5.
Trying to wait for support to come his way. Going to be spotted out. Not
I
gonna
need
get
to
a
stick to
trade
my
in that
word and do
situation
octagons with
either,
you,
so
bro. Shit helps a
even
decent
though the
amount.
work
No,
done by
Brent,
TSM
I'll
in
be
the
honest
build-up
with
for
you.
that gave them a
So I've
momentary
been
edge.
shooting
Now
really
tied
good
up once
overall,
again.
but I shoot better on
26
weeks that we're
apiece, and
octagoning and stuff like that.
Optic Gaming have not had a
What year
camo.
was that? Oh, fuck, bro. That was like
Out of the
2 or
last
3
three,
years
it's
ago.
actually kind
We
of
pulled it
impressive
up
that they
on
kept this
stream
this
at the
close.
end of
I agree.
last
Optic
Friday,
trailing
and
by
my
1 kill,
God,
like you
it
said,
was,
just trading
oh,
back and
it was
forth,
an
and Optic has done
experience.
well to make sure it didn't get more out of hand. Let's get into a listen in here with Optic Gaming.
Oh, I'd love a listen-in.
Really big steps.
C-Block quick, C-Block quick. Arcade weak, with soccer. C-Block quick. Arcade weak, arcade weak. Arcade. Watch arcade, watch arcade, watch arcade. Watch arcade. Nice.
Nice. Another one drive, I think, John?
Drive right now, drug. He's bedroom.
Everybody
Back
drug,
there, back
drug,
there.
drug.
Bedroom.
In red, John in red.
Don's on them. Back commando, John. Commando on Navi. 2 guys on John. Yeah.
Fuck.
Look now.
No, early. One's Ivy.
Don's in on them.
Ivy mana, man. You can't YP that. Don't YP that. I'm only seeing mana.
I was about to say, why are we pushing in solo, bro?
Drive.
2 dead, guys. 2 dead.
Rail,
That was a good play by Bound to slow up.
Push the rail, guys. Push the rail, guys.
We're hitting B.
The rail still.
Don't get by yourself. Wave help. Nice. Game on 30, guys. Tires and PD.
It's Bijan.
Plants.
You better step out.
Plants is not. Copy D.
I'm
Copy D.
watching,
Copy
guys.
D. Copy D.
One is
Okay,
7.
I'm watch out. Bottom
You guys back
mid.
nest.
Agent. Behind you guys.
I'll play also,
Cafe, watch out.
Phase, watch out.
3.
Yeah,
Rail.
Trying to
Sorry, Matt.
Split.
We're split.
Watch out front C,
Game
absolutely.
on 10, guys.
Safe, let's see.
Nice, man.
Come on.
Tie game.
Watch out, push.
Comms are a little frantic.
Go on laundry.
Cameron's coming now, guys.
Watch on laundry. Nice.
Lunchbox kind of calming them down a little bit.
Watch your
2 dead. Yeah, B-Hero.
Come on.
We have it.
One with camo. 5 and 7 now, bringing it back. I like it.
Let's jump into TSM's comms now and see what
They
they're
got a
thinking
little
as
bit
the
of
game gets
momentum
close.
here.
No, one's in B though.
one's okay.
No, we can actually kill this guy, okay?
Yeah, make the push, bro. Make the push.
Much more calm than Optic.
Find a B fast. Yeah. In this. One's arcade. Okay.
They're just working together so well, bro. Like I said, they have so much chemistry already. You gotta live.
Guys.
Yeah, peon.
Camo's laundry, Camo's tired.
Yeah, watch the laundry camo. Watch the laundry. Your spawn cafe.
Got one to go see, okay?
Try to get some space.
Got one to see.
Yeah.
Yo, watch out, be safe. Watch out, 2 stairs. Don't be safe. Behind me, guys. Yo, charge.
Oh my God. That was naughty.
Watch the mid.
Wait.
Oh, no.
Yo, he's laundry, guys. Go on time right now. Watch out.
I got it. They purple me.
Nice.
Dude, they're turned up right now. This this might be over.
Absolute. Nice.
They're so turned up. The slow it down calm, dude. This is just. This is art out of TSM, man. Yep, get out of there.
Unbelievable. I think everyone got a little bit nervous when we weren't watching Formal's POV there. Of course, starting to listen. But guess what? We had the right POVs on the screen. Somehow they out-rotate Camo, and they catch Formal off guard at B-Stairs with the Camo. Now a 4-kill lead at 46-42.
And how influential has that Repulse been in some big moments in this game? And it's favored TSM heavily with the use of that equipment to keep players
Man,
alive.
he's 16 and fucking
Keeping the fight a
11,
little bit
bro.
longer than Optic Gaming have been able to. 47 of 43. It's 3 to go here for TSM.
And now really game in their hands with a lead like this. You just need to make sure that you're
Yeah,
at
you
least
just got to
trading
trade out
damage.
now.
Not letting yourself collapse here. This Camo might decide the game. Comes up in 5 seconds.
Oh, big
That
push
might
coming
be
in from
their
Optic
Camo.
Gaming. They all G-slide across the pink street. They want to send all their numbers towards pink. Manny will get one, but Optic do have an advantage on the map. Here comes Soulsnipe.
GG.
He'll find one. He's going to challenge Renegade. Renegade
GG.
won't go down, but it's only one to go down for TSM. It's Drock who gets that Camo. Can he stay alive? No, he can't. Optic, they're still in this somehow.
Burns the Camo, though. That really was the goal there on that push. But 49.
Why are you not just baiting Camo if you're TSM?
Oh my God.
Renegade has the red gun, but Soulsnipe, you sneaky little
That
devil.
was
He
close,
hides
but why are you
in the
not
cafe,
just baiting
and he
Camo as
picks him up
TSM?
with a backsmack at just the right time.
Wow.
TSM,
Did he just throw his headset?
they
Oh, it's
are
going on the
by two in
monitor.
this series.
I'm
They are
tweaking,
one
bro.
away from
Nemesis
beating
all
Optic
over again?
Gaming
Yeah,
here
bro,
at
I'm having
Broadway.
flashbacks, dog. Ooh, get my channel points? Oh, hell yeah.
Calling the barista.
Wow. Did you guys play anybody that's
Just
pro
below
now?
the
We
counter.
I
I've
played
seen the times
Kratos.
again. Beautifully pitched there.
Brent, who's the person we
On the
played
angle.
that's
Somehow
on a
they
decent roster now? Was it
Get Optic right
Yaxon?
into the trap. Optic takes the bait. They push Cafe. They get easy.
So yeah, we played. We definitely played some good teams. We played against Xset when they were in. Okay, it was Yaxon. We played against Xset when they were still in the HCS year 1.
I mean, you look at the Optic side, 4, 5, and 9, but
I think that was Kratos. Kratos, Arctic. I don't think they still
horror
compete.
performance from
Is
everyone
Kratos?
on Optic, and it
Kratos
felt like
isn't on a
those final
roster,
moments
but
that
does he
Optic
still
were gonna
grind?
Make the plays to maybe win that game. They win that team
I
fight.
could be incorrect on
just
that, but-
beforehand, but the calmness, I think, in that final moment, it was Manny just sneaking around on the cafe.
Power about to go out? Jay Howie,
He knew
chill,
the
bro.
push was going to come in. Optic didn't check their corners.
I don't think he
didn't get
plays
that
much.
information.
Damn, bro. TSM
Maybe
going
try to
crazy.
look forward to
Ice,
that next
you
swarm
have been
before
here
anything
since
happens.
early in stream. I said this.
21 kill,
I
only
said
one death.
this.
Difference between Optic maybe getting that win on the board, or
I
TSM.
refuse to be told that I am not on the side of TSM.
Yeah, time and time again, the collapses were really more impressive and in the favor of TSM, it felt like. As we said earlier, Optic Gaming keeping this game close, and at times throughout the home stretch, also leading in the game, but it was not enough. Tied 35 here. And these were the moments. These were the moments where you thought this one was going to be theirs.
Right here. Soulsnipe, excuse me. It's Soulsnipe who makes that play. Must be so frustrating on the Optic side of it. Soulsnipe, who they just didn't account for in that massive moment. And there you can see the reaction of TSM as well. They know how close they are here to beating Optic Gaming, the champions from the kickoff major in Arlington. As we head to Stronghold's recharge, and I think if you gave them a game type they want to play, this would be pretty close.
It absolutely would. I'm amazed, by the way. It really felt like Optic Gaming with the camo at the 43 kill marker, so had the game in their hands. And somehow, TSM just fast out-rotates any camo play. You heard through the comms of TSM that Formal was in laundry and tires with that camo, and obviously he was unable to push. He probably got pre-nated. He had to then circle back to B-Stairs, but by then, they already had trash and commando angles on B-Stairs. It was a really good out-rotate that we got to see and hear.
New fan here, they look
from
great,
TSM.
dude.
But Optic Gaming
If
now
you
finds
watch
themselves in
HCS
familiar territory.
year 1 and 2, you remember this
their
roster
seed and
probably
despite their
without even
momentum
realizing it,
from Arlington.
honestly.
Down 2-0.
I can't
in a
remember
move
what
by
they
match.
were before, but then they were
Records so far this season
KCP,
by TSM.
I
This is a
believe, because they were the
different looking
Kansas
team
City
from what we saw
Pioneers.
in
And I'm
Arlington.
pretty sure they got
One
top
of
4
their
one of the
five
events, and
Optic
I've been a
Optic
fan
showing
ever
they
since
can
then.
bleed on this game type. When you look at their overall map records, probably one
And
of
then
the,
they
weaker
kind of
winning
split
ones
last
that they
year.
do have.
Like
So
they talked
it's
about
gonna be
earlier
an
in the
interesting one
series.
here,
It
this
wasn't
game
really
number
like
three.
an,
Optic in
oh,
the
I
back,
hate
balls
you,
are
I'm
down
not
the
playing
back.
with you again.
They wanna see
They
it
kind
go
of just
full.
went different routes because they weren't really staying at the top like they wanted to be.
We see that
and then they kind of like not faded away, but they definitely didn't get the results that they wanted. And you will. They won the first event. We all want to see SR mop on Optic. I don't want. I mean, I don't think we all want it. Oh, speaking of, there's Yaxon. Z, if you're still in here, we played against him in one of the in the open we did.
Just a little bit of spice as well.
This is a bad blood match.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Optic and SR, obviously the top two teams right now. Definitely would love to see another grand final with them. But hey, if TSM wants to squeak in,
Not a bad start. It's going to be 3 dead here for Envy.
I don't care who they knock. If TSM gets to a grand final, I might just be rooting for
Got
TSM.
to be very, very careful where that flag is going to be running. But it looks like they've managed to cut down the players inside of the base who were trying to run it. But Cherished, he's got the rocket
I'm
launcher
so
as
happy
well.
to
So
see some
Complexity
Sparty
have all the
McFly
power-ups.
gameplay, bro. I'm just
All
gonna
of the
say
map
it.
control. Cherish finds another. Yaxon's going to be last alive. Run this one window, get this round this corner. They've got a chance to cap, but they can't quite manage to round that corner, and the geometry doesn't keep them alive long enough.
Should mention, of course, just in case you didn't catch it, Envy taking down SSG earlier today with a dominant and impressive win. Complexity also facing off against SSG. They actually get taken down in a game number 5. SSG narrowly wins that one. So we've seen these teams battle up
Love
against
Sparty, me too.
that
Huge
SSG
Sparty
roster
fan.
with 2 very different storylines for sure.
Spartan trying to run this one elbow at the moment. We'll be able to get it out down to the trenches, but taking a lot of damage on his way. And we'll keep you up to date with the
I
results
feel like
of
he'd
this.
hate me
We'll
if
go
we
back to our
match
main
each other
stage
in
matchup now
matchmaking, but I
between
love
Optic
Sparty.
Gaming and TSM, which is, if you're just joining us, by the way, 2-0 on the side of TSM, which you may not have expected to see. And Optic Gaming going to have to conjure up something special here and pull off the reverse sweep if they're going to want to keep this pull.
I don't know if Optic can reverse sweep this squad. I'm just gonna say it. That's why I said if Optic didn't get that Slayer, I don't think they win this series.
Possible for TSM to be leading Optic Gaming 2-0 in this series, you'd say sure. If you were then
If
said,
TSM
one of the
3-0s
games of
Optic,
5-0
that's
CCF,
2
I
3-0s
think
for
people
them.
are maybe going to be a little bit more hesitant to place those bets. Yes.
Which
Because
doesn't
the
matter,
fashion
but
in which this
it's a
series has
statement.
gone down so far, which has really been the differentiator. Optic Gaming certainly showing up ready for an opponent, maybe not one of this caliber and speed. Like you said, caught off guard so far. Can they?
All right,
find
if
their-
Optic's
can they
gonna
find their
lock
footing
in.
here in game number 3, we're underway.
I mean, last map was the time, but this is the time.
Points to win this one. And Soul Snipe continuing.
Does Optic get knocked out? No, no, no. We're not even in bracket play yet, Jack. This is pool play to decide the seeding for the bracket play. So this matters in terms of where you get placed in the bracket and your opponents.
Then they get a late camo. It's a really, really nice opening strategy here from TSM. This is big as well.
So you can afford to lose here, but you risk worse seeding. So you could end up with a tougher opponent that potentially dropped the map as well. Like SSG dropped the
You
map.
have to also note TSM said 3 to elevator there. Was the 3rd player who gets the cap. Sometimes even though you think you might have the numbers in a 2v1,
no trade
you
there.
might need, especially in this era of Halo Infinite, you might need the 3rd player to fly in as well to finish the job. 27-2 off the opening.
Enemy team score.
With how efficient these two teams are here on Stronghold's Recharge, you get the feeling like a 3 or 4 dead is going to be a real dagger to either team. So watch out
Bruh,
for a
Jack,
lot
do
of
not
damage.
wish my weekend away like that, bro. Do not wish my weekend away.
Yeah, and as a result, also watch the caution going for the trip cap, right? It's going to be a very, very dicey decision each time you decide if you're going for the trip or not, especially if it's a 50-50. Expect teams to not make that call. Keep their players alive and continue scoring on the 2 cap.
Where the hell is Talik? What the hell happened to Talik's camera? What the fuck are we looking at? Dude, I'm having too much fun, bro. I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch Party much tomorrow, but oh man, I might have to make time, dude. I'm having too much fun.
Sprint strafe coming in from him, and the perfect shot is going to allow his teammates back on the map. It's 4 dead for Optic. He goes back to B where this all started off.
And they do have the timing here, so then it's an easy drop here as we're talking about the trip cap. The trip cap engaged once again. C going to start to be contested, but not before it's another camo for Soul Snipe at TSM.
It's problematic for Optic.
All the TSM starting to look a little bit trapped in and around the long haul. Legends trying to create an opening and wins an individual fight in and around B. But he'll be taken down. Bound is weak as
Big
well.
win.
And Soul Snipe wins his fights that he simply had to win in that situation. TSM are flipping C. Former will get the trade on C to stop the conversion, but the AB hold is good enough for them to continue scoring it.
Pressure not coming through tower. It's good pre-nades as well. You heard some of those hit.
Great pre-nades, backing him right down.
Will continue the TSM AB hold.
Really, really good damage and a really good life here from Soul Snipe. Former does get the first pick though onto Torlik, which is going to
just
allow
living
an opening.
forever.
And here comes the optic push.
Oh, big
Soul
trade
Snipe
to
uses
finish
the
it
box
off,
to hit
too.
The G side to get close enough to get that trade. Legend should be able to step into A here and start the conversion. As TSM will find themselves 3 dead. Legend cleaned up that damage. Excuse me, Formal cleaned up the damage from Legend on that player bottom middle, and Optic will be able to start scoring again. But 88 to 42, no team has really got a commanding lead when you consider how big of a run you can go here on Stronghold.
Yeah, Optic did a good job
Also notice
stopping
the
that
split
triple
spawn
cap
coming
as
in there
quickly
for
as they
TSM. 2
did.
players were at gold, 2 players were at C. However, the kill's still going in favor of Optic Gaming, which also means the scoreboard continuing to trend that way as well. It's now 88 to 58.
Torlik's kind of stuck in a difficult situation here. Manny flies across the map to try and help him, but he's got that shock rifle, so obviously you want to value keeping the weapon. But he knows there's going to be pressure from Optic Gaming. Manny's now stepping inside, trying to bait Formal out. Formal's trying to time this one for the kill, but there is the jump out from Torlik to help out his teammate. Well, Optic have turned their attention towards B now. A being flipped by TSM. Again, this is just back and forth conversion of these strongholds. AC now the hold for TSM. They will be the team scoring.
Tolik's very happy to just hold this angle. You saw Bound kind of comes in, maybe goes blue pipes, and Tolik just holds top. Eventually, he's naded out, so 2 dead, and now a big moment in the game. The stick does not connect, so Renegade will maintain camo control, and they will now hold BC. If they can keep these kills up, they may be able to find themselves in the lead for the first time in the game.
Yeah, it feels like finally Optic get a camo for the first time in quite some time. You know, go back to map 2. Which this time, but the damage is going to be good enough to clean up. Draku's trying to force his way towards A, and it's a triple cap now for Optic Gaming. They will be scoring. If they can hold off these respawners from TSM.
Optic's moving with a bit more urgency this game, that's for damn sure. Much more collected here.
Optic Gaming will go into the lead here at the 106 to 98 mark. Let's get into a listen in here with Optic Gaming.
Dude, those long-range kills, man, they make it look so easy, but those are not fucking easy to get. I don't care who you are. I like these comms. Love these comms.
We're so good, guys. We're so good.
The green wall chants are starting, chat. Maybe the reverse sweep could be in. Holy score they just fucking racked up, dude. Those triple caps for more than just a few seconds are insane.
Take your time. Watch L1, one shot man, Talik. And top gold, L2, Talik.
Real long. Nice, we got one. That's our pick. They're in A, guys. They're in A.
What's my account? I got him.
Go. Yep. Cut the map. Brent teaches this in the fucking VOD reviews. And people act like Brent doesn't know what he's talking about. He didn't really go anywhere with it, but... Hey, yo, Mountains, what's going on? Good to see ya.
The map presence, and we'll see what Formal can do with this camo as they cross the 200-point mark.
How we doing?
First map in this series, Optic Gaming. Soul Snipe with the shock rifle, but Formal with his camo is pressurizing.
They should be able to get a B cap here, honestly, if they want it.
He's going to let TSM get that cap onto A because they're going to be able to contain them here. Optic Gaming, they know where all these respawners have come in, and now that the damage is done, a killing spree for Formal will take down 2, but elsewhere, Legend now finds himself on his own as TSM win those fights in and around the elevator.
Formal did so well to make sure he killed the Whirlpool player as well as pinging the last player who was alive.
They should be able to secure B here
As you say, Legend last player alive.
Nice.
Somehow gets a very important kill in that 1v1 to now let them fight out of this respawn.
One in red, though, that's going to pose a problem.
And now TSM are under pressure. Trapped in and around A, they've lost 3 players. Last player alive is going to be inside of B. It's an important reset here.
They're getting A though. This could be a triple cap.
They will be spawning in and around the long haul here. TSM, this is not where you want to be. They've got to cross towards C because Optic are inside of B, turning it back in their favor, and Optic have a triple cap once more.
And like we said, despite unbelievable games 1 and 2 from TSM and great composure, performances now. Less than 20 points to go for Optic to be right back in this series.
That's got to be GG, right?
245 and Ryzen. TSM starting to be cut down off the respawn.
Wow, game can end quick off a triple cap, bro.
get on the board here. It's 2-1
All right.
now. TSM still with the lead, but Optic showing some life.
Settled in. They know they got to lock in.
And I think the type of performance that Optic Gaming needed, right, to have a 100-point run in that game. If you're an Optic fan, you needed to make sure that that wasn't a game that was won narrowly. And I think the Optic players are going to be very happy that that was the case as well. Maybe a game, like we said, just resets the confidence. Maybe a reminder of what they've done so far this season and what they're capable of. They're right back in this series. It's 2-1 as Optic will look to force us to a game number 5.
Here's the stats from that game. It ends up 250 to 112, but it feels a lot closer.
What's the summary on this Friday? What are you talking about? Like the summary of like the Halo so far?
Gave Optic that stranglehold onto TSM.
Or are you talking like my day?
Bounce leave them long. Leave the last 2 long. They killed 2. They had that triple cap. Keep them spawning there. We can contain them. It goes back to the Quadrant days, where they were the team to work out how to contain a team.
That's a big comeback from Formal, honestly, after how he performed in the first 2 maps.
Drugs had an amazing game number 1, but that one was a little bit of a rough one.
All of the above.
Certainly was.
Well, my day, since I'm so self-centered.
Different than it did about 8 minutes ago.
Good day at work. Got the workout done. I sat back and started watching some Halo. Optic was on. I'm like, dude, let's fire up the watch party. And here we are 3 hours deep. Optic looked really good in their first matchup. This matchup, bit tougher. We got to watch some Shopify and Nemesis, which was also a really good series, but Shopify definitely played better. But TSM, man, TSM's going to be the team to watch, I think. The non-top team to watch.
It wasn't just the kills he's picking up. Think of when we were listening from Renegade's POV as well. Formal saying,
just some good Halo here on the mainstream. I haven't been bouncing around too much, but there's been some very good Halo.
Consistently for other players to play off as well. It's why he's such a talented player. His positioning and ability to.
What about you, Mountains? What do you got for me?
Pressurized.
How's your day going? Here we go. Shopify 2-0. Oh, you can't even see it. Nemesis 1-1. Optic 1-0. TSM 1-0. So we're going to have to figure out how this goes. Phase 2-0. Envy 2-0. Space Station 1-1's bit of a surprise. Complexity 0-2. Bit of a surprise. SSG 1-1. Bit of a tough first matchup. I think they lost. Did they lose 3-1 or 3-0 to Envy? But they definitely lost. And then Complexity they barely beat. I think they won 3-2. So they went to map 5 against Complexity, if I'm not mistaken.
Very, very solid so far today as well.
So SSG definitely struggling a little bit.
9-0 in pool play in Arlington.
If they don't turn up and show us something in bracket play, dude, I don't know. They might have to make a change or something, man. It's scary to say with a roster like that, but
well, you have timed it perfectly. Game 4 up next, going to be Oddball Live.
Brandon, what's good, my man? Been watching Loki in the background for a few years now. What do you do for work? I work maintenance, actually. In an educational setting, we'll go with. So yeah, basically general maintenance. You know what it is. One day I'm changing light bulbs. Next day I'm, I don't know, filling holes in block. The day after that I'm painting lines on a softball field.
Let's come into this. Let's take this one round at a time, one hold, one break at a time.
But I appreciate that, Brandon. I appreciate the long-time support big time. And I appreciate you more popping in chat. It's good to see you. Meetings, beers, about to get on some Halo. Let's go, baby. That sounds like a good freaking day, Mountains. That sounds like a good freaking day. I just know I'm loving the watch party. I'm actually going to run some games tomorrow morning with Brent, but I might try to just stay on long enough to get some watch party action going.
If you're TSM, you can't let him get camo as well.
Oh, jeez. Waste no time.
Legend is gross.
Makes him look way too easy. No grabs just yet here, but camo will pop.
3 dead momentarily for TSM with the camo
I miss that jump all the time. It warms my heart to know Legend is too.
Green, the QT is
Legend is fucking locked.
But that's not
Legend is locked.
Towards Legend,
look at this dude.
Who just dismisses him, swats him away like a fly.
Formal with the camo. This first round could get out of hand pretty quick.
That was Unreal in motion. Needed all 240 frames to catch that one, and we did. Unreal. Legend makes use of every single one of them.
I hate these moments where I can't find anyone, bro.
Legend 4-0 at the start of this game. 14 points on the board here for Optic as well. Most importantly, when it comes to the objective time, when it comes to what's going to win you the game here. One bullet left.
Yeah, Mountains. That's pretty much it. So you understand completely. And yeah, I mean, I'm in pretty good shape where I'm at, and I have people above me that are retiring very, very, very soon. So I'm really interested to see where it goes. And if it doesn't go anywhere, we'll see what happens after that. But yeah, I don't mind the work at all. I really like it, actually. It's a good place.
Going to find an opening though. Manny's going to have to throw that ball out and try and get a trade himself. Won't be able to do so because the damage from TSM makes the beatdown from Legend.
And actually, no, what do we mean? We're going to be a full-time streamer next year.
Grab that old ball here for Optic Gaming, and they will be back into a scoring position with TSM on the back foot.
Trying to evaluate if and where to rotate. Renegade going to just jump up to bags, cut down any angles of players that might be pushing in, and just like that, Optic Gaming will extend their lead even further as Formal rotates cuts.
Yeah, it looks like they wanted to move that one back to tower initially, but Bound lost the fight over at the tower. So instead, they're just holding it towards the garage side. Camo coming up in around 5 seconds time as well. Make that 1 second as the time elapses.
Oh my god, that looks so trippy with the ad popping up.
Damage onto another player as well. It's 3 dead for TSM. And 4 is still holding that ball, by the way. Just weaving in and around bottom middle.
This is beautifully done. By the way, it's a walk in the park for Renegade. It's like he's just on a grocery run. He's like, I'll pick up a few kills here. On the way back, I'll pick up a few kills there. Then I'm going to grab camo. So
that's a big kill on camo, actually.
Finally taken down, but not before picking up those.
Court, hello, hello.
By the way, 7 and 4 early on in the game as well.
3 dead for Optic, a chance for TSM to create a little bit of space and get near that oddball, because it felt like at the moment that they've just been chasing that objective. From the hands of Optic Gaming. Sniper rifles coming up top middle as well. That's going to be available for both teams. Soul Snipe getting that first kill.
We had good retirement. That was a long time ago, though. Yeah, I mean...
Early battle's going to happen. Oh, and that's tough.
I mean, the benefits and stuff are really good. I can't complain, but yeah, in terms of retiring, might be there. I might need YouTube to go full time.
Don't want to give it this man as well because he isn't missing. Somehow bodies.
Yeah. That is
a player at back green.
Threads that needle, like you said, just to keep Talik at back green. And by the way, look at the scoreboard here, 80 to 15. Optic Gaming so efficient here.
This
in
is
this
looking
game,
good.
Both in the slays and the points on the board as well.
Oh, Manny! Oh, he's going to need some reconstructive surgery after that bullet coming in from Renegade. That is a disgusting shot coming in from him. Bound to find another as well. Renegade grabs that ball. TSM 3 dead again.
That's a total loss. I think you go to a cosmetic surgeon with that and they say, no, it's chalked, man.
This might be GG right here.
Not going to save you.
93 points on the board.
If he doesn't move the ball that way.
Deal with the pressure coming in from Manny. Manages to body him, but
nice, he gets
out.
out.
7 points to go here for the round to go the way of
Wish I knew when my throat was bothering me, dude.
You knew that
I hope it's allergies. I'm praying it's allergies, man. I cannot get sick for my 5 days off here.
Optic Gaming grabbing this oddball.
Yeah, it's GG for the round.
I know that everyone's dead. 5 points to go. This will be Optic getting this round on the board.
I knew it'd go like this. God, come on.
From sending us towards the game 5.
You knew it was. Hold up, wait a minute.
I think everyone here.
I mean, live fire. I knew if Optic got on live fire, they were probably gonna go through
Not too long from
this
that, but
because I mean they've just been always good on live fire.
TSM's Game 2 win has been an Optic Gaming story, and now the series is completely different. And guess what?
Live fire is a good map, man.
Renegade gets the snipe.
Did that shot go through on him?
Manages to make sure it's not too effective in that situation, but they got to put it to similar use. Misses a couple. Bound will come down as well. That's the difference maker. TSM find themselves 3 dead now, and Bound says, hey, it's my go with the S7.
Just going to hold them all. Rotate ball pillars. She's going to have a green spawner, so should be able to deal damage and play these angles.
Wow.
Jeez, I mean, it looks simple, but it's not. Trust me. Hit those kind of angles, hit those kind of no-scopes, and now Bound moves that ball away from the TSM push. It's Optic with an early lead, but Druk does get that first camo.
See what Druk's able to do here. There's 1 dead for Optic, so maybe an opportunity to get repulsed, bumped around, and
I hate those moments, bro.
Finally, the kills do go to the side of TSM, and it was 3 dead from both sides momentarily. Formal, though, from distance will take down Soul Snipe. Oh.
Legend grabs that ball bottom middle, haven't seen the
recline it back a little bit, chat.
With 2 already in the death screen.
We've been live for over 3 hours already.
Screens. knowing that the TSM push will be coming in the big door and from the green area where they just respawn. Good kill coming in from Torlik though.
Yeah.
But Optic do swarm onto these final players. Torlik last alive, and Bound is just going to try and hunt him down, but Formal already cuts him down. Manny off the respawn towards the dummies here is going to be able to keep the pressure on that outball.
Yeah, Manny does well to get 2 there. He gets the first kill on scoreboard and then trades. Maybe going to provide an opening for the side of TSM, but 2 dead for both sides. Renegade going to try to wrap around if he can, but he
These
gets
Twitch ads are driving me insane, honestly.
Optic playing
Legend,
this one
gross, as always.
like they have the lead, and they do indeed have that lead. 20 points almost on the board for them. We'll call it 20, but sat at 19. Don't have to prioritize time. It's all about keeping TSM off the map, keeping them away from where that oddball is until those kills start to stack up for them. Finally, they do decide that now is the time
A lot
to
of
get near
damage.
that oddball, but a lot of one-shots, but no kills being picked up, and now Bound has to try and escape as the last alive here for Optic.
trying to stay alive, do as much damage as he can. In the end, it's not enough. Let's take a look at where those Optic spawners are specifically. Manny's already going to run this ball back. Based on what we're seeing, it looks like should be greenish in house, so it looks like what it is indeed, and they will be able to get some time on the board here. They were trailing by 26, but just like that, getting right back in this game.
Yeah, TSM kept it scrappy, never let the lead get out of hand here for Optic. Kept trading in and around that ball, kept the pressure on. Which is why you're seeing Optic, even with elements of control and kills going their way, not with an established lead in this game. They have managed to get this next camo. It's going to move Formal. He grabs it, pushes past that sniper
I
rifle.
haven't played
spawn
Halo
as well.
Infinite in almost 2 years. Now I want to jump
try and
back
create a
on a
little bit of
grind.
space.
Dude,
I
we were
think
just
it's
talking
been
about how
TSM
the
to go
HGS
for
been
this.
doing that for us. Literally just want to play.
To strike now. Formal gets the connection this time. Should turn it into a double. Manny's there for the triple.
Give him the over!
Snipe, bodies drop, but no overkill today.
Man, you hit all the pieces there. I think as soon as you saw that triple in the repulse, you were hoping that it was going to happen, but in the end, they're not too worried about that. It's more continued dominance. Formal doing it flashy, and they also pick up more time on the ball.
I'm just going to
well.
fucking say it. GG. Oh!
Formal!
Oh!
Formal!
Give him the over!
The triple kill, the melee celebration. This man does horrible things from this tower on live fire.
Back-to-back triples for Formal, and he is lasered. No emotion on his face. And the green wall chant erupts in the building as they cross the 60-point mark.
Sometimes there's not much you can do. Torlik will be challenging. He gets bodied as well. Formal takes to where the air is thinnest as he repulses up. He's gonna get the back
Oh
smack
no,
on
the
soul snipe.
frenzy!
It's a killing frenzy.
Let's
here for
go.
Formal. He is dragging Optic back into this series.
What an absolute rebound from Optic.
Yeah, he had a
Series.
bad
Picks up
first
a
2
double
maps,
as well.
bro. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it.
And just like that, Optic
It was
not only back in this
uncharacteristic for
series,
my
but
man.
now, all of a sudden looking frightened.
Bound wants
Look
it,
at the
dude.
confidence from Bound here. Torlik's going to challenge. Torlik will win it, but still gets bodied on his way forward. In the meantime, Renegade has this ball in his hands. Optic 80 points and rising
Have to play this.
on the board.
No,
Find themselves closer and
Doesn't
closer
play
to
it.
sending us to that game 5.
wouldn't have really
Feels like
mattered,
he
I
runs the
guess.
elevator
Would have
music
saved a
with
couple
Renegade in the
seconds.
window. Meanwhile, Renegade racking up time. They are just 18 points away from closing out the oddball in only 2 rounds. See if they can do it here. Still is 2 dead though, so maybe an opportunity for TSM to put together some points on the board. And it's a staggered 2 dead yet again, so TSM will continue scoring. Optic Gaming only needs 1 break, but they need to put it together.
Optic just got to be careful not to get carried away with the moment here. Camo coming up in 4 seconds time, but looks like Formal hasn't been getting carried away with anything. He repulses, struck back,
Good
does not
repulse.
trade in that fight. Quite simply wins it. Manny's going to grab that camo.
Oh.
And Optic have to be careful here. Torlik's got repulse. Help's going to be coming in as well. Legend have one of his own. Manny with this camo has to hold off the push. He's thinking about this oddball time, but maybe rotate, maybe rotate it.
Oh no.
Decisions to make here.
Oh,
His
big
teammates
win
make
by
him a little
Soul
bit
Snipe.
easier
Huge
for him.
win by
Throws that
Soul
ball up
Snipe.
to a teammate. Legend tries to push him. First shot here for Manny with that camo.
Yeah, as you say, great decision to not rotate. 3 were dead. His
Uh-oh.
teammates pick up the kills. They maintain the spawns as well. And now you have all of Optic spawning at tower. And like we said, this one's not over yet.
What's on a frag? How many times have we seen that? Formal
Today,
wins his
yeah.
fight top middle. This could be a very interesting moment to look back on where that frag grenade could have been a difference maker, could have been a damage dealer, but instead, speaking of damage dealers, it's Mr. Damage Dealer himself, Formal, who breaks through the TSM setup with that double kill.
It was 2v2 on the map. Here comes the push. They're going to come with dummies push. They do have the timing. TSM can break if they can push through.
Nope.
Bound and Legend shut it down though.
Dude, Formal was like 8 and 9 or 8 and 10. He's 24 and 14, bro.
Looking for the eyeball, looking for the kill as well. Renegade will find it. 4 dead here for TSM. Formal spawns towards
This should be GG.
and with no one close enough for
GG!
TSM here,
2-2.
to a game 5.
Let's go. Good fucking series, man.
Tie the series up at 2-2.
What a series.
I tell you what, this has been a
Cocoa
tale of
Puffs,
two
what's
different
going on,
series.
brother?
I
Halo
feel like I've
weekend,
been
you know it,
casting-
brother.
I went through a portal.
We got
after game
Dreamhack,
number
baby.
2.
We got CDO. We got
And it's a packed
HCS.
house
Whatever
here.
you need.
And a surprise down to the wire series on a Friday night special.
God
Dreamhack's
damn it,
room
it's a
only for this one
goddamn
as well.
cinema.
And it's not just because Optic Gaming's on the stage. it's
Where's
because this
Bandos?
one has been one hell of a series so far. I mean it when I say I feel like I had a mental lapse where I watched half of a series.
Are you going to say breakdown?
I might have hey, I don't know what happened. I could have had a mental breakdown as well. But speaking of breakdowns, it's TSM in games
It's
3
funny
and
because I
4
saw
who've had a breakdown.
somebody
It's
sitting with a brand new
288 your
Adidas
final score
box. Do they
allowed.
still make the Adidas
All 2
Halo
rounds to
shoes?
0, and Optic Gaming has written a whole new story
Weird
in
flex,
these
I know, but I have a
Talk
pair.
about
I haven't
football?
worn
I
them.
think we have to, right? The performance
I had to
we
get
just
those
saw
on
in that-
display behind me, bro.
In that round, sometimes there's certain players who you just watch and you know that they're about
They're
to take
fresh
over.
as hell too, dude. The
Legend
shoes
one
are
of those
so
players who
me.
have
I just
put in a
refuse
huge
to
amount
wear
of
them.
damage, but the multi-kills that Formal
But
got
they're
with that
clean as
sniper
hell,
rifle,
man.
Just absolutely tearing
Would go
TSM
great with
apart
this sweatshirt too.
and giving Optic the space and the comfort in that game where things could have been very, very dicey had he
Legend
not
with
hit those shots.
7,100 damage, bro.
As you said, time and time again, hitting beautiful shots. How about a Frenzy, by the way? We're going to look at
Ugh,
highlights
yeah,
from that
Frenzy's
entire
kinda gross.
game, but It was an unreal performance in both rounds of ball from Optic Gaming. That shot, disgusting.
The reaction time is just.
I think I'm gonna go get some more iced tea.
Absolutely
Can we see
insane
them?
to hit that
Yeah,
kind
bro.
of
Hold
shot.
on, I'll grab them. I'm gonna go refill my drink and I'll grab them.
He still takes the
BRB.
time to get the triple. By the way, the repulse, new snipe, the freshie. But not to worry, he's back with more.
This shot.
Moments later.
Oh, Torlek just gets absolutely ripped for that triple kill, and then from the heavens, falls down for the killing frenzy with the back smack. Beautiful, beautiful run coming in from Formal, and it is Optic Gaming who send us to the game 5. But having got here, do TSM have something in the tank on Slayer Origin? And we know Slayer's where Optic wants a big series back in Arlington. 50-48 was a very, very close back and forth Slayer in that game number 2 that TSM did manage to close out. But I think for TSM here, having seen and felt what happens when you don't have that snipe, they have to, quite simply, have to keep it out of the hands of Optic here.
And let's not forget, Optic will tell you, and they said this actually on the Optic podcast after Arlington, they will tell you they're bad at Origin Slayer. But if you go to Grand Finals number 2, they took down Shopify in this exact game type. So even though they might not think that it's one of their best Slayers, they seem to be winning it as of late against some of the best in the league. Everything to play for here. I think the big question is, can TSM mentally reset to catch Optic off guard
So I'm
again?
telling you, I recognized
In
the
terms of
box
timing,
right
can
away.
they hold the silvers? Can they
When I saw
can
the
they
dude in
get
the front
opening
row with them.
damage and then
So these things
fly
are
and then
fresh
rush
as hell,
and then
man.
collapse? That's the question. But right
Let
now,
me go. I'll go
as
full
I said,
screen here.
Optic Gaming is just showing absolutely no weaknesses in games 3
So
and
these
4.
are the Halo
And it's such a
shoes.
different series across
Fresh
the
as
half
hell.
of the games that we've seen so
Have
far.
not
series,
worn
right?
them
It is.
once.
Look at it.
So
It's
they've
like
got the
5-0.
UNSC.
There's a
Optic's
reason
not
I'm
on the
having
map.
mental issues.
I don't think there's. Oh, they've got the CTF flag on the
Usually
back.
there's not a reason
And then
I'm
they
having
have one of the little
but there's
AI
no-
things
I
here.
have an excuse
Hold on,
this
the other
time.
one's different, so I gotta dig the other one out.
Here.
Literally have the tag on it,
Back and
bro.
forth, but then Optic just take over. It's
Same
like
thing,
TSM
the
had before,
UNSC,
like they didn't know what they were doing.
but
They
it
didn't know that they were gonna
has,
take those
what is
games
that?
away
That's
from
the
Optic, who looked like they had missed
Strongholds
a beat from that first series, but
logo.
what it
I
does
believe
do-
that's the Strongholds
Some of them
logo,
up
and there's
for-
something
for
different on
game
the
5.
tongue.
I don't know about you.
They
I
have
do know. We
the
love game 5.
pyramid
We love a game 5. My
AI on
my
it.
mental state aside, I love.
But let me
I love
tell you,
game
bro.
5.
Oh, they still got that new shoe smell. Let me tell you.
I've got it speed dial. Don't worry. That'll be sorted on its own. Let's
So
take a look at
light blue is
stats
like
here.
my favorite color. Obviously, I'm wearing the
How many
hoodie.
ranks and stats
These,
from today
if there was ever a fucking
after the
shoe that was
back-to-back
more
triple and the
me,
frenzy in that game.
it's these. Like, these are
1.48
so
KD
clean.
for the man.
I wish I had a
Ridiculous
second
stats
pair
today. I mean,
so
the
I could
JGC
wear
we did
one
2.0
pair.
KD,
Because,
I
dude,
think it
I
was
even like
total
the
double
outer
positive
sole. Like,
across
these things
the
are...
3 games that are you look at the stats.
Shout out to the
nothing
fiance.
bad.
She
There's
actually
nothing
got
bad.
them for me. I
It's not
believe it
just the KDA, it's
was.
not just the KDA, not the damage per minute. It's the big.
I
want
want to say a Christmas gift, but it was probably a birthday gift.
Who just looks like a different, feels
But
like
just
a
a
different
just
player
a very
with the weight
clean
off of
shoe,
his
man. I
shoulders.
love them
think
so much.
Even in
I love
Arlington,
them,
I don't
dude.
think Former
They're
played his
great.
best Halo.
Right.
I think
Wear
he was
them
still
at a
feeling
tourney.
that
I'll
pressure.
tell
You
you
saw
what,
the
if
release of that
I
pressure, and
make
will be
it
talked
out
about for time
to
come, because it
an
was such a
event, I
notable
will
change in
100% wear
emotion, I
them.
think, that we saw from the man on your screen right
100%.
now. But now you're just seeing
It's so funny because it's literally probably my favorite looking pair of shoes, and I've never even I might have put them on my feet once, but I have not worn them.
Lunchbox and the rest of the squad, they're telling themselves, hey,
I've got a lot of pairs of shoes that I don't wear. I plan on putting a rack or something in the back and just putting them back there.
It feels like this is now, especially after games 3 and 4, right? This is a new
It's so funny,
maturity
dude, because I wear the
from
same
Optic Gaming to
freaking
say,
2 or 3
let's
pairs
turn
of
the
shoes,
series
and I
around
have
and
probably like
complete
20
180.
pairs of
They've done
shoes.
that now, and now
Sad,
they're one
really.
game away from the reverse sweep.
I used to be a lunatic, bro. I'd buy like so many
Having
pairs.
gone 2 up in the series, they would have said, okay, we just need to win one of the next
What did we
3.
say? They knew they needed
One
to
of
do
the next 3.
it.
It doesn't matter what one it is, as long as you win one of them. Now, they didn't win the previous 2.
I think I might have some more Heat readily available. I got some Kobe's. I actually wore them recently, though.
But all will be forgotten about for TSM in those
We gotta
last
lock
2
in
games.
for
If they do
this
get to this
HCS.
game
We
5
can't get
and
too
come out on
sidetracked
the
with the
right
shoe
side of it,
game.
it will be a 3-2
The shoe
win for
game,
them
just so
over
you guys
Optic
know, the
Gaming,
shoe
and that
game do be
conversation
good.
about TSM
Most of the
is
time.
very, very different. Well, here we are then. Optic Gaming
Here we go,
versus
baby.
TSM.
Map 5.
Game 5, Slayer on Origin. First to 50 will take the series.
And the other side of that coin, of course, is if Optic wins this, we forget all about TSM's run early on, and they'll just continue moving on in this tournament. Only 12 minutes on the clock, as you say. 50 kills to win is going to decide which of those 2 storylines play out here this Friday evening.
Key points on Origin here. Rocket launcher you can see at the top of the rocket ramps. And that sniper rifle on the opposite side of the map, on the snipe side. Who's going to get that first? That's going to be the question. Who's going to control those power weapons, and who is going to win this opening rush? We'll start off with some Formal.
Renegade does not waste any time. Beautifully done. Flies right into the elbow with help from Formal as well as Bound. Kills being exchanged. 3 dead, maybe 4 in a second. It's a perfect collapse.
Wow.
4-1 opening from Optic Gaming.
Get that snipe. Who's got it?
Final kill, which has allowed TSM to move up
Renegade.
just towards the snipe side, but it means Renegade does get this sniper rifle, and this man has been
Good back
nothing
out.
short of deadly when he's had this weapon in his hands. TSM elsewhere, though, putting some good pressure on, man. He's going to challenge. The pressure I was talking about from TSM means that they kept this within 2.
Absolute. Look at this scrap bottom middle. There's 6 players in trench moments ago. We've seen a lot of battles down there.
They just got to
They're
keep this in
going
their
into
hands, honestly.
Brawl mode, only a 1-kill game. You just saw Rockets. The Homer Simpson gif comes flying through. And nope, gonna just right back with those.
Don't worry about me. I'm just going to go over here.
Dude, they're being so careful with Renegade having that snipe.
Druk now going to try to wrap the corner. It's still just a 1-kill game at 8-7.
And this is why sometimes I feel for the observers. The moment we turn away from Renegade, he hits the shot. And Druk puts that rocket to use, so we'll have an opportunity now to watch Renegade.
Oh,
And
wow.
the timing of the switch is perfect unless your name is Manny.
Beautifully done. You don't have a lot of time
Unless
there.
your name
Someone's
is
G-sliding
Manny.
from your snipe street into your cave. But of course, Renegade says, just give me a few frames, and I will hit the shot. We're tied here at 9.
It's day number 1, and some of the shots we are seeing from multiple members.
There has
of
been some
multiple
crazy
teams, just
plays
absolutely
already for
disgusting.
day
TSM
1
find
of an
themselves
event.
3 dead, and Optic have map control now.
There's
They
been
also
some
have a
gross
pretty commanding
series.
lead. Legend will get that final kill, and now look at the
I
spawns.
feel like
This is
Fridays
not good
usually aren't
news
this heated.
For TSM, Optic have them trapped inside of this base, and Renegade's going to open up that elbow spawn, but he wants to
Druk's
push
gonna
forward
have
and get some
shots on
kills.
him.
Killing spree here for
No,
Renegade. It's
he
5
stopped
in a
rotating.
row. No deaths for him.
This is the
Trying to kill
opening that Optic
Formal.
Gaming wanted here as they lead by now just 2 at 14-12. Let's get into a listen in with Optic Gaming.
Red side tree now. Pushing top side, pound.
Under red, guys, under red.
Go on. Watch it. Take your time.
I'm hiding, go.
Hide kid, decide.
Rockets in 10.
Hide kid.
It could be our elbow.
Watch go. Respond.
Let's go window.
Rockets in 5.
Go window if you can. Go window if you can.
Yeah, what's two elbow? Two elbow.
Watch on the side, what's our base? Blue base.
Yeah, blue base.
Top targets,
Blue base, guys.
Watch the targets.
We got one.
One blue weak, soul side.
Yeah, bottom.
We're looking. He'll die, Matt. He'll die.
Top
Two
targets,
dead.
Let's go.
3. Market turp. Let's go.
He's fine.
Blue flag, Tele. Watch out, blue flag, Tele. Come to the window. On the podium. Watch out.
We're coming, Matt. We're coming.
Formal's just fucking insane in the comms,
We
dude.
have rockets.
I don't know if there's anyone better.
Two dead. Watch out. 3 dead. That was 3. Sniper's coming now, guys.
One guys.
Watch out, maze. He's blue maze. Sniper's up.
You're still enemy. Okay, I'm gonna die. Let me die.
They're gonna have snipe.
Blue cat. Two blue cat. We're sniping blue snipe tree. Blue cat,
Watch your grass.
He's got a rap career after this,
Hey, kill me. He's blue cops. Blue cops could be.
Yeah, what's up?
Watch out, blue bear.
Okay, we're gonna die. Top snipe weak, Manny. He's on the pillar.
He saw me.
Alright, 2 blue snipe tree. We're not snipers.
Careful, they have a snipe.
Sniper blue snipe tree, Manny. He's looking at flag.
One's up here. Revenge on over here.
Where?
Damn, we got one.
Hey, 1-6 snipe on.
Find the sniper.
He's blue sniper.
Blue window also.
Yeah, blue cave, watch out.
Blue window, watch out. 2 guys blue window. Blue drop weak.
Grass, bro.
Blue window.
One's blue snipe.
Blue window.
Careful, we're all snipe side here.
Two blue window going up. They're going up. Blue weak drops. You guys blue weak.
Nice, we got one.
You guys blue weak, guys. Watch out blue side.
Two dead.
Scamming. Watch out blue window.
Absolute blue window on them.
Well, Optic Gaming have a lead here. It's a 4-kill advantage, but TSM keeping this scrappy, keeping this close. And considering they haven't really had much control of power weapons,
AIO Gaming.
in their hands, with Manny picking up this double kill, then they could find a way back into this.
Yeah, a lot of intensity there in the Optic Gaming comms, and for good reason. They're Formal just in the typical human UAV fashion, but Renegade, by the way, 9-2.
Oh,
Trade from
that's
Legend
huge.
will keep the game at 28-26.
TSM is really scraping along
The
here,
trade comes in
honestly.
bottom middle, 2 kills, still the difference between the two teams, but it's 2 dead for Optic Gaming and an opportunity for TSM to get a good amount of map control here. Manny gets his shields broken and can't get away as well. Beautiful thread of the needle with that frag grenade. Coming in from Renegade, there's a second truck.
Oh, that would have been nuts.
Stay alive for a few extra
They
seconds.
get all the kills, though. It's still only up 3.
But at the end of the engagements that we do see, it's now an extension of that lead. 32-29
Oh,
as they
almost
say
good
that.
live.
Legend cannot survive. And Formal might not be able
This
to
game
either.
gonna get
This time
close.
with a really nice angle, Manny picks up a double. Might even get damage here. Green Wall Chant erupts in the room, but their lead is narrowing.
Everybody just playing so sneaky, so elusive.
Dino!
Around the Silvers. Double push comes in from Optic Gaming. Support is there.
What's
Tonic will clean
good,
up
bro?
one. In fact, Soulsnipe will be there to get a second as well, but Renegade
Streamer
trades
still
the kill.
creasing out.
Back
Need a
and
Ford
forth
post.
again. It's
Bro,
still
Dino,
2
somebody was
kills, the
asking where the
difference
Ford
between the
banner
two
went
teams, but it
earlier
is
in
still
stream, dude.
Optic Gaming who have
I
that
want to
advantage.
incorporate it in some way,
In
but
the big games, last event, he bring the team through a one. He's 13
it
and
just
5 in a
belongs
game
there,
that's
bro. I
solid.
might have to get a
2
second
dead
one.
here for Optic, 3 dead
But Dino,
here
man,
for
it's very
Optic.
good to see you, bro.
And
How's
TSM
things?
go into a lead. Bound will get a kill here.
Iconic,
just to
bro.
tie it up
It's
once
part
more,
of me
but
now.
The Rockets are up.
I still got a lot of work to do in here, and I haven't made any progress, but hey, the setup's done, and that's what matters.
Had the opportunity to, if he wanted to nade rocks, he could have.
It's just good to have a room like this, man. It
Not
really
use
is.
that plasma. Instead, it's
It's good for the
Renegade.
juices.
Wait, no, Rocket's still up top here. 38-38, everything to play for. These Rockets are going to be huge.
A lot of focus on these Rockets at the moment. Tonic gets the kill onto Bound, which makes it 39. I was going to say to 38, but Formal answers back almost immediately.
These rocks are
40
gonna be
to 39.
problematic.
Soulsnipe makes a ballsy play.
Oh my god, imagine if that was a direct hit.
Flicks the rocket
Renegade's
got to
get out.
Stays alive somehow with
Wow.
9 kills to go on either side. It's 41 apiece.
The fact that he's alive and he got that rock.
Watches that rocket go over his left shoulder in slow motion. I think we all felt that one as we traveled back to 1999 for a second. 42-41.
Renegade fucking
Rocket
16
just
and 5,
connect.
dude.
Still a 1-kill game.
Busy having a newborn and pregnant lady is rough. Bro, my god. How many are you cranking out over there, dog? Good work. But nah, I hear you, man. Life's just been all over the place for me, so it's like...
It's 45-42.
I'm spreading myself thin, trying to do a lot of things at once, but we're getting through,
Renegade
man.
made the play to try and take it out of their hands, but it's still down somewhere. And Manny's going to grab it.
Huge kill for Manny. He will stay alive with Snipe as well. 46
Until I run out of
43.
rooms to house them. What do you mean? You can stuff 2 per room.
Legend trying to pressure him. He gets bodied though. Legend keeps going forward.
But congrats, Dino. Big time, man.
2 to go. For TSM to win this game. Legend stays alive thanks to Renegade.
Oh
and we are
my.
seeing another insane conclusion to a Slayer here in this series. But at 49, TSM are 1 away. 40 Bound. He gets the kill though. Renegade trying to hunt, trying to keep his teammate alive. It's 49-49. But it's TSM who will will win the game 50-49. Avoid the reverse
Pollock getting after it.
and take down Optic Gaming. What an end to that series.
So I gotta be real with you. So I'm so fucking divided
Unforgettable
because
series with an unbelievable ending. Tolic even exchanging words with some Optic fans.
Scrapping with the crowd.
I'm so divided because
Gesturing, you could say.
obviously huge Optic fan, but dude, TSM, I've been saying it all fucking stream.
In the end,
Dark
for
horse, bro.
TSM to clutch up
Dark horse.
and take down
I'll be honest with you, Dino. I'm not gonna say it's
You
not
really can't
deserved,
make this up.
but
And Optic Gaming will suffer a pool play loss yet
dude,
again.
they had a horrible first event. The squad gets back together.
Hey, look at it.
They
It's just a
5-0
crazy
Optic
series.
in the
A
first
crazy
map.
series. Game one, you're like, where's Optic?
But I'll be
Game
real
two,
with
like,
you. If Optic doesn't
TSM
get that
clutch
slow of a
in the
start,
final
they win
moments
that
when it felt
series.
like
To
Optic
lose
had that
50 to
game.
49, that's such a
Game
50-50
three
series,
and
bro.
game four, it felt like,
I mean,
oh,
hell, the
Optic are here
first
now.
layer was
Optic
50 to
Optic are
48.
working up a little bit. They work this out. It's going to be a
That's Halo, bro.
easy, comfortable win for them.
That's Halo. That
And
was
then the most
insane.
end to a game 5 you could possibly imagine. It's 50-49. It is
Dude, my heart can't
framed
handle games like that
pixels
on a
between the two
Friday, dude.
teams.
Imagine what we're going to see Saturday, Sunday. Oh my god.
I say what you make of
Dude,
it, but like,
I'm telling you, TSM's going top 3 this
each of
event.
us just sniffing the monitors in front of us because we cannot believe what is happening on our screens here. And I had to get close and personal to it because this end was insane.
TSM's going
They
top
were
3 this
margins
event.
Inches away from could have been either way. It just circumstances happening. If we didn't have 2 TSM players literally backing up in that corner, it could have been a completely different story. But just every single time we had control just flip-flopping between Optic and TSM. It was insane. I truly thought, Wes, for a second that Optic had this in their hands. Just in terms of the momentum, we got Renegade popping off. I haven't seen this man have a game like this in a game 5 for such a long time, having to really just elevate his team in that
I like
way.
the
And then
COD
TSM,
Halo events.
they managed
Bro,
to
it
just-
has to happen
Oh,
more. It
goodness
shouldn't
me,
have
why
taken
would you
this
call
long.
yourself
I
like
love
that?
it. It's dope.
Dude, what a series
It is
that was. Are you
effing
shook right
dope,
now?
dude.
Are you shook? Are you
You
shook?
got to see the end
Formal
of
has
that
to
from
talk
the
even
morning.
faster in
I had to watch
callouts,
it
bro.
right
I
there.
think he's done everything he can,
That was
dog.
absolutely crazy. I mean, you guys are just hot right out the gates in that
Yeah.
series. Insane. I mean, you're feeling yourselves. You're looking really, really good. I think before we get into that series, I just want to ask you, what has elevated your team this time around? You know, bringing Manny back on board, the friendship is core, it's right there, and it seems to be working so beautifully, especially going up against the likes of Optic. How are
Yeah.
you feeling about being back together?
I mean, last time this team of 4 like played at
The
a
boys look
tournament, we
decent
got
with
third at the
Merc.
World
Dude, they
Championship,
do.
the first one. And we
I
haven't had a
don't.
chance to win it
I mean,
back
I
because
hope
of
they turned
unfortunate
up,
things,
and it
so,
wasn't just Ultra
I mean,
being
we, like, carrying
inconsistent.
that still
But
from
I
3
think they
years ago
turned
to
up.
Today. And you know, we're just trying to make a run. You know, do what we couldn't do before, and like that's our goal.
100%, and looks like it's going pretty well for you
Optic
right now.
made
I
a
mean,
good decision
that
signing
end
him,
game,
honestly.
it was just so much patience, so much.
Ever
kind of
since
composure
Clayster
needed
won
to come
with
across
Simp
swing
and
from all of you
Abeezy
guys. What are the comms like in a moment like that when you're thinking everything
way back,
could potentially
it's been
go
kind
wrong
of the
here, we
hunt
might lose
for.
control, just one person doing the wrong
It's
thing,
been
making
kind of the
wrong
hunt for
decision.
the young
What is
kids
it
that are
like
like
to be
up and
on the kind of
coming.
receiving end of that as a
And
player?
bro,
Dude, that
Ultra
felt good. I mean,
literally
Manny's just
put him
screaming
out
ball
there,
outs,
and he played really
and we're just
good. And then
listening,
they're
so.
like, "Yeah, we're all good with you,
Manny's taking
bro."
control, Wes.
But bro, Optic jumping on that, I think was the best decision they could have made. That could go really far for them, honestly.
It's actually not chaotic. Like, they actually have been in these situations so many times. I mean, you guys have been playing Kali Slayer
Yeah.
for the
Hell
past
yeah.
6 years. So when I saw that was Game 5, I was like, oh, so you're saying we got a ball game
Yeah.
here, and y'all ended up making an absolute banger of a Game 5. Doesn't get much closer than 50-49.
Yeah.
and
Doesn't
I
get
mean,
better than that.
You win 2 Slayers by 3 total kills, but really the most impressive feat was at Aqua CTF. The way you guys came out
Oh, yeah.
and handled some business on Aqua CTF. Not a weak game type for Optic, but when I saw that as Game 1, I was thinking, yo, no snipes on the map, let's guns out, and like some teamwork can make the dream
Yeah,
work.
that's our bread and butter right there.
Yeah, you guys used to be nasty at that year
Mhm.
1, so I mean, when you got, I guess my question would be, when you saw that was map 1 to kick this series off, was that where you were mentally like, this is where we have to make a statement to stay in this series?
Yeah, we you know, we had a plan to come out and just do our thing that map because we knew the momentum would carry us, and we were really happy that was map 1. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible. I'm not gonna lie, that 5-0 I think shocked everybody, including Optic Gaming. I think they were
might be
thinking,
moving
wow,
into an
I
Omni
don't
movement
really know
wall
what
running
to say after
title.
that one, the 5-0.
Need the
You're
fast
expecting
young
some kind of
demons.
pushback,
I don't.
some comeback from
There's
a
a
team
rumor
like
that
which
Omni
is
movement's not going to
unreal.
be in,
What was
but I'd
the-
love
what
to
was the
see
game
wall
plan
running
heading into the
jetpacks come
series,
back.
you know,
That was
against
dope.
Optic Gaming? They just won
That's some
Arlington
dope-ass
in a
gameplay.
crazy fashion. You guys
Dope to watch.
didn't have the best run in Arlington, obviously making that change. But you know, what were the talks about that heading into this series? Because this is a big one.
Just be us, honestly. Just be us. Be the same team we've been for 4 years. And
I love
just
that.
continue being us.
Did it click right away?
Yeah,
Having
it
Mad
did.
back in?
It
Yeah.
did. It did.
I
He's a
can tell.
good player.
I love that. I love that.
Dude,
So
it's so
honestly,
good to see that team
congratulations,
come
GGs.
back
What
together,
what
honestly.
an end to day one. Unreal stuff. I can't wait to see what you guys bring to tomorrow. Go prepare. You know, we're going to let you go because
right.
that was absolutely insane.
Get
and,
some food, get some
yeah,
rest.
you need some rest
Yes,
for
sir.
sure.
Stay hungry, though.
Thank you, guys.
There we go. No
Not too much
problem at
food.
all. Not too much. Exactly. We got some of the
Let's
stats
go.
here across from that series here. Pool A.
That
TSM
is,
bread and
this is
butter
the
right now
only
because Optic
time
Gaming, they
I'm
fall short.
okay
Where
with
Maps is
Optic
the most
losing
yet again.
because
Things
it's
are
pool
just
play
seeming to be
and
happening,
it's
just on
TSM.
repeat for
I'm
Optic
rooting
Gaming.
for them big
Yes, they're
time,
not in
man.
the
I
lower
really
bracket
am.
side of things yet, so we can't, you know, we can't get too and way too heavy into it right now. But
Yeah,
pool
I
play
saw
hasn't been
the
clean for them.
leaks,
This is,
Dino.
this is disappointing for them, I think. I think they are going to be pretty upset about this.
1.4
but
from
the
Renegade,
regain
yeah,
is on.
but
Can they regain going into tomorrow? They're going to have to face an open bracket team. That should be
Eh.
okay for them. But then heading into the rest of things, how are they going to fare when they're coming up against teams who now know they are weakened? They have a weakness.
A lot of
They are
2-0s
able to
here,
beat
and one
them
of them's
once
not
again. You know,
Optic.
that's so many questions that are going through my mind.
Yeah, you have to wonder. You felt like Optic Gaming after Arlington, they were going to find a kind of a path and a flow state, but it feels like they just can't do it an easy way, right? I don't think anyone's doubting what they're capable of this weekend, but it feels like they just can't pave an easy road for themselves.
Yeah, I think it's a really
Well, let's be
interesting
real. This is what
conversation.
happened. The
Talks at
first
start of the day
major,
about
yeah, Optic
chemistry in
lost.
teams, right? You look at TSM. You look
50
at the
to
lineup of
49
players, you wouldn't
on
say
a,
that when you were putting a fantasy team together, you're not going to pick a lot of the names from TSM, right? And I mean that with all
map
due
5.
respect to the players, but the chemistry they have together just creates something bigger than all of the players. And we talked a lot about SSG, a lot of talent. Don't really feel the chemistry at the moment, and that's the flip side of it. TSM, what they can produce together is just phenomenal. I love watching those guys play.
TSM had a tweet during the middle of the series. It was like, teamwork beats the dream team. They were up 2-0, and that tweet wasn't doing too well.
Retweet now, yeah.
But I did want to point out, like, we saw the stats there for a second, and I was like, yo, this is the kind of team where, like, guys can drop 0.83s and 0.87s, and you can still beat Optic. Like, this is a dangerous team. They are scrappy. Yes, they won the Slayers, and technically
Yeah, the teamwork was really, really
like,
immaculate.
They find ways to stay in series longer than expected. This team has always done that. And as soon as you saw a game type that these guys have been playing for like 8 years now together, like that was the exact opportunity, the perfect storm for a team like TSM to beat a team like Optic. So map modes really played a lot into this, but I also think we have to start respecting, like, yo, the stats aren't going to tell the story as far as sometimes the scrappy, more efficient teams, the actual like cohesiveness of this team is going to be able to outperform some of these major slayers that we have.
Amen. Stats don't tell the full
Like, they're gonna
story,
have
bro.
tough times with
That's
teams
what
like
we
this.
like about Halo.
Honestly, where you get the kill on a map it dictates everything, the control of the game, and where you are spawning your positions.
That's
it's
what we like
huge, it
about
is
Halo.
everything.
Corrupt, what's
You know,
going
I
on,
think
bro?
every
Good to see you,
single
man.
player that we have in the HCS can shoot straight. They're incredible gunnies. This undoubtedly, it's just incredible. But I think when you break it down, it's teams like you said who have chemistry, who are comfortable with one another, who end up getting those upsets, who end up taking it the entire series, or whether it be an entire tournament. So we are looking primarily at teamwork and who is really gelling, and TSM are looking
Yeah, I mean,
awfully
we're
good
on,
right
what,
now.
year
Speaking
4
of
here,
gunnies,
bro?
though, we do
Like,
have plenty of them in the HCS and on our
you need the
leaderboard
teamwork.
as well. Let's see who is right on the top.
Who
of
sold
things
on
here,
Optic?
because
Nah,
Valkyrie
man.
did
I
with
mean,
1
I'll be real with you.
It's always
Formal had a really tough first 2 maps, but legit, TSM just played better, bro.
Right on the top of the charts here. Renegade joins him just underneath, shy of that 1.5. Royal 2, of course. I mean, he's
Last
always
tourney win
on
was from
there.
losers bracket.
He's always on there. We got
Renegade,
Formie.
he's always there.
Yes, but I don't think they went to losers till... No, they went early. Yeah.
He's been stepping things
Hoping
up.
Nemesis
Well, yeah,
advance.
let's
I'm
not
pulling
forget,
for the
coming
MNK
into that
kid,
series,
Wuton.
Formal
Yeah, I
was
mean, you
2-1
gotta root
on
for the
game,
man.
right? It's not going down to a 1.34
Nemesis will
after
do well.
just a
I don't
series
think
for
their
both
story
teams.
and
The fact
bracket
that
play
that
was
is
exactly what we had
49
hoped,
game
but
5, you can't write it. and I feel like I blacked out at least.
I think
twice
this is
during
going to
that
be an
series
even
because there
more
was just-
exciting major,
it felt
low
like
key than the
there was
first
no,
one, bro.
like, clear
This
story
is
there.
this
It
was
just
such a
Gaming with
fucking spicy
monstrous
Friday
advantage,
already,
followed by
dude.
Optic Gaming with a monstrous advantage.
Such a
And for that
spicy
game to go down
Friday.
to the wire like it did, it sets us up for a pretty good weekend once again.
Yeah, incredible Halo all around. We say it every single
You,
time.
we
come
went
to this
down
one over day one. It's not
losers bracket off the
disappointed
rip,
at
brought all the way
We'll
back.
play
Yeah,
ends
bro.
here for us, but we do have
TSM
the
might
open
be
bracket
top
team still
3.
battling
Ice,
out.
you need, if they are, I need you to give me credit. I have said this the entire stream, even before this series, bro. I said it before this series even started.
10:30 a.m. Be there or be square. Plenty more action coming your way.
I've been
this
on
weekend
this
at
wave,
Dreamhack.
bro.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow for the championship bracket. Good night.
SSG gotta go, bro. They might. I mean, we gotta see how they do this event, but they might need to make a switch. And yeah, Wutum. So I'm gonna give you the guys this thought, and then I'm gonna dip. Wutum is one of my favorite POVs to watch because it's just such a different way to see Halo played, bro. Like the way he freaking turns on people, man, with the mouse aim is just, it's so fun to watch just because of like what we're used to with like the slower turn and stuff like that. It's so much fun. And then what was it, Royal 2 that talked about how when he repulses up and he has the sniper on the KBM, it's like a super like it's just easier for him to hit shots like that, and it's so fun to watch, dude. Flicks for days? No, exactly. I hope SSG gonna be better tomorrow, so I hope so too, just for the sake of it'll make things a lot more interesting. It really feels like there's a lot of good teams right now. Obviously, it'll change. My sentiment on that will change a little bit once we get out of pool play. But, I don't know, man. That was a good day of Halo. That was a really good day of Halo. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. So tomorrow morning, we're going to run some games. Depending on when the matches start for HCS, maybe we'll watch party some, but it kind of depends on when I get going, when I go live, how long I play, when the HCS starts, all that stuff. So I'm really not sure. But regardless, I hope to see you guys in that stream tomorrow. It was a fun one tonight. Lot of good Halo, a lot of good time chit-chatting with y'all. The watch parties are always a good time. And, yeah, biggest thing is I hope to see you guys tomorrow. And if I don't, have a fantastic weekend. But alrighty, guys, I appreciate you. I love you. And let's hope for some even better Halo tomorrow. But alrighty, y'all. I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace out, guys.